go for a round two. He's going to go for the knock. Goes for the roll now. And he's spotted Servio. Looks for the clip. He's not going to be able to get it. Jumps out instead, but goes down. Forward, trying to get a better position. Using the Smoke's advantage. Drives straight in. Out instead, but goes down. Now it's just Mortal alive.
Yeah, normal latest राख्दा पनि 0 को
He cannot do it.
Hello, Bhutan brother. Hello.
Hello everyone and welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Group Stages. My name is Varun Super John. Being joined on the
Group A बाट एउटा मात्र
BB
विदेशी छ, एउटा मात्र बंगलादेशी, अरु सब नेपाली.
Day number 5. We have been through the first 4 exciting, thrilling days of matches, and
Group
today it's going to be the turn for Group A and C.
Bangladesh.
And Ocean, you have something interesting to tell us, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of interesting things to tell to the lovely audience that will be joining us, to be honest, as of now. But then, the major factor is that Group A and C. Let's talk about that group, those groups. See, yesterday it was B and D. And yesterday some teams had an amazing chance to, turn the tables. And Nepali Ho Ni came out, their rivals X.
Yeah, exactly.
Did incredible work out. Their rivals Divine and rivals Noob. See, if you guys are, I know, even if those teams are not playing today, they'll be joining the stream for sure. So if you guys are joining out their rival squad, that was an incredible. Those were 2 incredible games that you had on Sanhok and obviously on Miramar as well. So I would like to see what they can, see in today's game, because the teams that are not playing, they'll be joining to see the mentality of the players who are playing. So that is one of the things. And meanwhile, NHN coming up on the top of the leaderboards. But if we have to say,
red light,
Elementrix has that in them. That Elementrix ended up their day on the top when they were playing.
Yeah.
Right now they would like to that position.
Yeah. Other than that, JAZEERA pulling up an amazing performance on Vikendi,
amazing performance.
NRC showing up big as well. That was something that happened yesterday, but this time around, before we start off the day, let's once again have a look at the points distribution system and see how many teams points get, where they place, and for the kills as well.
Placement point हरु कोले सोध्या हो यहाँ रहेछ है.
14, third is going to give you 12,
4 5 6 7 8 10 14 20
7 6 5 4 going 1 down.
11 सम्म चाहिँ 1 रहेछ, त्यसपछि 2 3 4 5
you get
6
1
7
point
8 10
and you get 1 point for every single kill you get. So we have seen this volatility come into play, wherein
hope to make it to yes Lefong brother. Let's hope as on your
position, and then they start to climb on. All you have to do is stay in the top 24 to qualify for the semi-final stage. That is all you are required. So teams in the lower standings are going to have.
I am regular and listening till the end of this
on our screens, and by now you have been used to these teams.
I am Rohan.
I like it. Not doing so well. SOLTISQUAD on the other side. A lot of expectations. Not
thank you so much for the support.
JAZEERA and NRC from Group B stepping up big.
Dead Eyes ko Rugo.
C Trust D process once again not doing that hard, but a lot of expectations. TM officials in the last table, quite unfortunate. On the other side, from Group D we have INES, R3D Devils, Wolves Den. All 3 teams have been putting up an amazing performance. Team 7C, we should keep our eyes on our rules.
I mean, yeah,
T2K
5:30 we start off with
Dead Eyes तिर
then
ध्यान दिन्छु म चाहिँ.
Sanhok, the fast-paced map, and obviously Miramar that wants to pick up slow, but then
उनी दुईटाको
so
लागि चाहिँ हैन एउटा चिकन डिनर वा
so Miramar
push भयो भने चाहिँ
sometimes feels
they
like
will also
Sanhok when
get
just land out for a big
chance
effort and there are people around you, and then finally it is the unpredictable. We
के खाने आने
have
देखि अरे
predicted that the zone is always in water, but since last 2 days
yeah,
the zone is kind of favoring land, so unpredictability on the charts. Even we cannot predict it. We cannot just we are not able to understand what Vikendi is
and
playing.
the doro ल्याङ हानेको छ
The
रे.
minds of the teams. It's playing with the minds of masters as well. It's I don't know. And overall, Vikendi is winning each and everything. If we have to say best map.
Yeah, and as you said, overall, let's have a look at the overall standings as well before we start the day off and see where the teams are going to start things out. We have Nepali Ho Ni on number 1 position with 151 points. On the second, we have Rivals X. Third has been taken by A1 eSports, and the team that Ocean mentioned, Elementrix, are going to be playing today.
नेपालको कुन टिम आउट होला जस्तो छ अहिले
right now. Another team that was destroying everyone was PNGaming until Elementrix.
म चाहिँ भन्छु कि कुनै टिम्सहरु चाहिँ आउट नहोस् नेपाली टिम्सहरु किनकि टप 20 को जान्छ हैन टप 20 बाट अब नेपालको चाहिँ 20 हो कि 21 20 हो यार
Look at one thing.
उनीहरुले पायो भने
has
नि
39
रमाइलो हुन्छ
kills. Nepali Ho Ni has 60. Like, I mean, they are in top 5 with just 39 kills.
त्यसपछि चाहिँ अनि सेमीमा पुगेपछि चाहिँ अनि एउटा आफ्नो लाइक हुन्छ नि आफ्नो फेभरेट सेलेक्ट गर्दा नि हुन्छ ग्रुप स्टेजमा चाहिँ सबै नेपाली पुग्छ ग्रुप स्टेजबाट चाहिँ
Placement points 87 and
त्यसपछि
70,
चाहिँ
but
अनि
Elementrix, imagine if they step up their kill game to an incredible number where they can go, because that 100 point mark can easily come up to 151. I mean, seriously, that thing can happen if you have to go. And moreover, there is just one team in this top 5 that has just one chicken dinner, that is PNGaming. But other than that, I think Elementrix, if they hit up the 3rd chicken dinner mark or even 4th chicken dinner mark today, I think they can easily rack up that first spot.
Yeah, they can try
so we
and
could do
go
chicken
for that
dinner.
first
Rivals can do
position
it.
spot. On the other side, let's have a look at the next 8. As I was talking about, Team Extreme putting up amazing numbers on the table, are on the 9th position right now. INES on the 10th, Ultimate Bang is going to be on the 11th, SOLTISQUAD on the 12th, Team PYRO on the 13th, Vibes on the 14th, JyanMaara on the 15th, and Dan Classy on the 16th. SOLTISQUAD on the 12th position. They are climbing up slowly and steadily, but still, it is going to take them a while to get there in the top 8, because from these teams, that is sort of the kind of position you want to see from them. On the other side, moving on to the next 8, we have KTM Rage on the 17th, Deadeye Guys on the 18th, BB ByeBye on the 19th, R3D Devils on the 20th, Team Hype on the 21st, JAZEERA on the 22nd, WGxNoRules
नि लास्टै बिगार्यो भने मात्र चान्स कम रहेछ नत्र भए
on the 23rd,
उनीहरुको लागि पनि
1974
सेक्ट
on the
टाइपको रहेछ
Yeah, but after this is the table that needs to step up their game, otherwise it's not gonna be
T2K,
there.
7C,
Thanks to the team,
SPA,
7C
Mad G.
is on 25. Mad G slowly and slowly climbing up the ladder, but still at 23. SPA 27, my friends. KSX on your screen 28. DF Rio on 29. Team T2K 30.
उनीहरुको चाहिँ अलि राम्रो
DM officials
आज भनेको
and
लास्ट चान्स
Red Light
भनेको
are
त्यो
actually
SBA
in
र
that red
T2K को लागि
zone
आज
as
छ
of
कि
now,
हैन
because they are on 31st and 32nd with 21 and 20 points. The point difference 151 to 21. See,
Yeah.
there's a big ladder that you'll have to climb. I mean, obviously, at this point, TM and Red Light cannot climb it to that point. But if they can do is go for a survival, and slowly go up for that on that ladder. If in top 24, or maybe if they go for top 20, that will be good for them while position points. But then one team that is playing today, Elementrix, that will be looking for the first position, and one team that already has the first position, that is Nepali Ho Ni. So let's
start
look
with
at their
best
stats, at
best of
what is
luck,
keeping
JyanMaara
them
पनि
at first, and what will
JyanMaara पनि
Elementrix
आज
go
हो
for. 64 kills in NHN's bag and 39 on Elementrix. I mean,
Look
the
at
damage
those.
amount that NHN has. We talked about this yesterday as well. But then 8,638, I think Elementrix would like to go to 10,000 mark as well.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be it.
64
And
kills.
Now, once again, hitting the 10,000 mark first in Nepali Ho Ni, but healing done. Look at that as well. Nepali Ho Ni 42.
Our next 26
on the other
select.
side,
Nope.
Elementrix 29, 41.
Top
And we talked
24.
about this. Yesterday, the stats were a little bit off from the teams that we compared. That was Elementrix and A1 eSports. Just
तर हजुर आज कसको सपोर्टमा म त सबै नेपालीको सपोर्टमा तर फोकसिङ मोर SBA र उसकोमा
But this time around, both
लाइक
these
जसको
teams
चाहिँ
are
हैन
sitting on 8
हल्का
games
बिग्रेको
each.
थियो उनीहरु T2K को मा चाहिँ
compare
म
this,
देखेको
39 kills in 8 games, 64 in 8 games, 8,000 damage in 8 games, 11,000 damage in 8
भए भर्खर
games,
नेपालीलाई चाहिँ सेमीमा
2,900
पुर्याउने
in
हो
8
के
games, 4,200. That just shows that the difference in the play style of these teams.
Yeah.
Elementrix are always passive, like to play safe, like to play for position. Do not
Hope SBA
engage in a
will
fight
rise,
unless
yes.
it is the option for them. It is the optimal option for them. On the other side, Nepali Ho Ni, they don't care who you are. They will just fight you if they see you.
I mean, exactly. They have 64 kills in 8 games. My
Yeah.
point exactly. And 39 kills in 8 games. Yet they were dominating the table, and they would like to go for it right now. Today it will be 12 games for them at the end of the day. But then I would like to see if they can actually beat that 64 kill mark. If they go for it, maybe they'll be having a different strategy of going a bit more passive, a bit more aggressive, passively aggressive, depending upon their zone rotations and how they barge inside the zone, because each and every small thing is going to matter for the players right now. Elementrix knows a lot of it is on stake. No doubt they are actually at a really safe spot, but then a lot of is there on stake if they want to hit that top position. And to be honest, Elementrix, if I'm not wrong, they will be prepared for that thing.
Yeah, they have to be prepared for that. On the other side, kills, having that many kills is just going to push you up even further. And we have seen that as well yesterday. wherein it was just one extra kill resulting in a team finishing up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But in the end, the games are just to qualify for the semi-finals of this PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia, and points are just points.
Yeah, that is totally
Yo,
true.
yo,
Points are just
Arapati
points. But
brother,
then
yo,
I would
yo.
like to ask you guys and you also one question, one simple question before the match starts actually. Which
Match start
which
भइसक्यो यिनीहरूको
area
अब
of
last
standing
एउटा
spot in
उस भइसक्यो
Erangel do you think is really underrated? I'm not talking about Giorgio, Puchinki, Novo, Military. Those are the areas where players land. Which is the most underrated area according to you guys? You guys just can comment it down and what's your opinion?
Ruins.
That's a good one actually. That's a good one because suppose see if the final circle is on the ruins area, you kind of have a lot of areas to have a cover for yourself.
There are a lot of mountains, a lot of cover, a lot of foliage.
Final goes
for
on
the other side.
I'll go for Water City.
There's a lot of Water City is good as well. Just the problem that I have with Water City is like it's too hard to fight in.
But sort of like once you get into casting, like in your commentary also,
when there is
म चाहिँ भन्छु कि उनीहरू त राम्रो भइरहेछ यार
supporter, I'm a Nepali Ho Ni supporter. I like to fight.
न त अब सबैको पर्सनल चोइस हुन्छ पर्सनल उसहरु प्रेफरेन्सहरु यता उता हैन
It's usually in the hot drop.
त्यस्तो नराम्रो त लाग्दैन मलाई यिनीहरु बोलेको
when you're in the going for the early fights.
Knowledgeable हल्का इन्फर्मेसनहरु थियो
But Ruins feels really underrated just because you hardly ever see people go there. The people who go there usually go to loot, are not willing to fight you. If you actually start shooting at them, they'll just try and run away.
1730 मा स्टार्ट गरे
just keep on commenting down below. Keep on spamming your favorite teams and also what area in Erangel do you think is really underrated? Because you see, once we go home, we like to check out the streams as well. And sometimes when we are sitting on the break, we like to check out the streams and all the comments and everything. And to be honest, while checking out comments and all, I would like to give, I don't know if I'm eligible for that, but I would like to give a huge shout out to the moderators. See, moderators are doing an incredible job, moderating each and every chat. How the chat is going good with the brotherly feeling. There are so many countries actually fighting. You
I think they are very good at this commentary. This is
and then Sri Lanka is out there, Maldives is out there. So all of these countries in South Asian region are fighting to show that why they are the best.
But why so
So if anything, a huge shout out to moderators. So that's one
another incredible thing apart from our mods. Let's have a look at two incredible players and see which one is going to be overpowering the other. We have Tamim from the side of BB ByeBye going up against rivals Noob. And oh, look at this, Ocean. The stats look so similar
BB
for these
Tamim
guys. 15
Noob
kills on both of them, 3100 damage to 3000 damage. Healing done, 1139 distance travel 48 to 40, headshots 3 to 2, average survival time 18 minutes to 22 minutes. This is so even.
I mean, this is totally an even field, but Tamim is gonna pick up the pace because today Tamim is gonna play. And once Tamim plays, it's gonna be a beautiful watch because those 15 kills, he would like to
I think
maybe.
SBS
Maybe he does 2 1v4s. You never know what comes your way because obviously Tamim is learning his opponents as he's playing. So is Rivals. Each and every player is learning. I know what kind of calls people give in competitive. Suppose they are playing the first match, they'll be like, let's just rush, let's just kill. And once they are playing the second match, they'll be like, no, let's just be a little bit passive. When they are playing fourth game, they'll be like, I'll rush in, you guys give cover, I'll try to go for entry flag. So there are different strategies that get involved when you actually, start understanding your opponent. It's like an artificial intelligence that learns by itself. So other players, I mean, players are not artificial intelligence, sorry. Players learn by each and every game, like what is happening, how they want to proceed, how they want to strategize their gameplay, what will a supporter do, what will a flanker do, what will a sniper do, and each and everything counts. See, in this game, there are 4 pillars of the game that, as I like to say, landing, looting,
problem
your looting things actually matter. Suppose if you have a UMP, you are not good with UMP, obviously you are going to lose that fight. If you get an AKM, you're not good with AKM, you're going to lose that fight. So all those things matter. And talking about landing, looting, rushing, survival, we are in the first game. Let's see which team actually lands where, which team rushes where, which team survives till the end. Because this is the first game, ladies and gentlemen. Shooting range to Novo, Repnoi, Rozok, School, Shelter, Milta, Farm, Pochinki, Ruins.
Wow.
I mean,
everything is open.
My favorite areas around here.
Basically everything is open. You can glide over to Georgia Pole this time around if you want. Military base is going to be available to you as well. No.
Okay.
This is the trajectory. You
Let's
can
see where
literally
T2K will
go to
land.
whatever place you wish for. Unless you want to go to Primorsk or
Or
Ferry
Spawn
Pier
Island maybe.
Yeah. Spawn Island, you'll have to go for a swim.
I love swimming. I don't know. Then guys.
Remember the interesting situations, the games that we have casted. We just saw.
I think hypeहरू फेरि उता जान्छ होला
go
कोचिङ कि
in on a boat,
hype
and
भन्न
it
आयो
was
त
on
SPA
Sanhok. The team just went for
hypeहरू
a
चाहिँ उता
ride around
ड्राटका
the
एरिया
entire
गयो
map
उता
once.
लुटलाट गर्ने
Yes,
होला
ultimate ban.
ह्यामरहरू चाहिँ
If we're not wrong, and Vibes is going
कता
to
जानु
Bali,
लाग्यो?
yes,
Mention
Vibes
तिर जानु
added
लाग्यो?
with them, and that is
T2K
seems
going
like a very
towards
good thing. As you can see,
George.
PNGaming on the other end is going to contest to Matt G. If I'm
George
not
मा
wrong,
BB
because
पनि
both
जाँदैछ
teams are
जस्तो
dropping
छ।
on Severny and Salva. Matt
हो,
G's
Matt G र
brother
PN
guys going to
सँगसँगै?
Salva area. BB
त्यो।
and T2K are near around Georgopol area. Hype is going for their ruin split drop. SBA. I think 3 teams are dropping Pochinki if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, that is in fact 3 teams going over to the side of Pochinki. But look at this, Ocean, over on the side of Severny. Oh, we have the first circle in the northern area of the map, northwestern. Severny players are going to be a little bit safe. Pochinki players are going to be really, really happy this time around. But on the other side, Vibes on the extreme
Rivals
northwestern
SBA
side of the map
TM.
are all alone, uncontested. And who even heads there in the year 2020 anymore? That place, as you
As a
pointed
group A
out,
र C
ruins on Miramar was an abandoned
B
spot.
छैन, मैले त्यो
Zaki
normal
on
मा राखेको
Sanhok
त्यो
has
पनि।
been
Indeed,
an abandoned spot as
that
well.
is true, but ladies and gentlemen, look at this thing. Rivals, SBA, and Team
Oh shit,
Mercenaries.
ultra low
Mercenaries
गऱ्यो
is
भने पो
second
रहेछ,
last
ultra
right
low
now.
ले
They
टिप
would
गरौँ।
not want to end
real
this
time
game at the
interaction
early
है।
stage.
Yeah.
If they can rack up 8 kills, all the 8 kills of the teams that there is, but do you think that Rivals gonna let them? Do you think that SBA is gonna let them? Because the Rivals, see, players out here want those kills numbers. Players
मन
out
कुमार
here
राई
want
सरी
those
ब्रदर
survival
यो
numbers.
हिन्दीमा
So
छैन नि
if
त यो
anything happens,
कि
I
त
think
बङ्गलादेशीमा
be
छ कि
ready
त यो
for a
उस मात्र
team
छ।
mercenary on the other end, Insane and Shiku at one apartment. See, there is a chronology.
Saffron.
Rival Slayer, that area is known as Bronx in Pochinki. The calls of Pochinki are like this, ladies and
ल
gentlemen.
मिस स्याफ्रोनले बाई भन्नुहोस् है, तिमी
Where
हाई भन।
SBA is, that area is known as reservation. SBA Hunk is in reservation right now. SBA
Rivals को
Nero
नुबलाई
is in
चाहिँ
the tower.
नेरोले
This is
स्पोर्ट
the
गरिसकेको
highest
जस्तो लाग्यो
tower, and
मलाई।
he has spotted
ओहो।
Noob if I'm not wrong. And yes, Noob is on the southern Bronx. So these are all the calls of Pochinki, and you need to actually listen to the calls,
UMP
because
45
no,
ला
no
हान्नु
player
पर्छ।
can
ओके,
just go
नुबसँग
enemies
चाहिँ
red
के
and
हो?
there is an opponent. You need to listen and
एउटा
learn
सर्टमा
how
अर्को
those
चाहिँ
calls can be. And Molotov can actually be useful out here, because
M7
Noob,
जस्तो
if he
छ।
is spotted, then
PM
he will
4 नै हो।
get some damage. But then Nero knows that the player has jumped out. He is going for some other area. So for now, he is safe. And TM on the other hand playing a bit passive. I think it's a good start for them.
Yeah, it is going to be definitely a good start for this guy. These guys, because I was a little worried when initially we
ओके,
saw them
बाहिर
land on
सँगसँगै चाहिँ
Pochinki,
आरएल
because
रहेछ।
this is not a
RL
ladder
को हरू चाहिँ
game.
हिजो खेल्न
This
पाएन
is
क्या
a
यो match मा।
competitive game. You have to be careful if you're trying and going
Wi-Fi
for
now.
or if you're trying to go for a hotspot,
Travel.
because you can definitely be contested, and fighting in hotspots against teams that are better than you can be really, really difficult for your side, especially if you're not doing that great right now. You have to be a
बाहिरहरू कस्तो
little bit
छरिएको?
more careful.
दुईजना
TM, I would
त्यतापट्टि
suggest they just lie down, wait for the fight to first happen, then use the opportunity to run
अरे
away
भाइ
and survive
भाइ
to the later stages. As I said, racking up points slowly and steadily is going to allow you to stay in the tournament longer, and that is something that you have to worry about at this point. TM especially not doing too hot.
मैले सपोर्ट गरेको
one of
टिमले
the
नजित्ने
bottom
रहेछ।
teams. On the other side, look at
बङ्गाली
this.
टिमलाई सपोर्ट
TDP, they
गर्नु
are going to be happy with
पर्ला
this.
जस्तो छ।
TDP will
लल।
be happy because today INES is not here. You remember
Yeah.
that day INES actually took down.
ओके, टिडीपी ले
one
पनि
from
यहाँ
TDP
एक्लै
at the
नोभोमा
early
लुटलाट
stage in
गर्दै
Nova
उनीहरूलाई
Reply. So
इजी
Nova
पिजी
Reply
छ।
containers
त्यसको आएको छैन।
and
टिटुके पनि
Georgopol
यहाँ एक्लै
containers, guys. Georgopol
जर्जो
is
लुटलाट
being
गर्दै।
dominated by T2K right now. That the name was trained to kill. They have a Dacia in their hands, as Bolihang was going around that Dacia area. So this is your zone. And see, TDP,
पटपट गरेर कमेन्ट्री गर्ने एक्सको फ्यान
Elementrix,
रहेछ है
if
गाइस।
you guys recall a team from India, India says that is IND.
Yeah.
IND goes for this drop. Elementrix Shagar is on the military side, and Orange and Pullman are on the other side. So that
It's
means
okay,
they are
no
actually
problem.
doing an incredible work when it comes to bridge blocking.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the strat from the books of IND, and we have to see if they can actually manage to pull it off, because being 2-2 split is something really, really difficult, especially on great distances, and that was something that IND did.
मिलीमा
But on the other hand, they used to fall back and regroup really fast as well. They would actually just loot and then regroup immediately. Would not stay to take any
स्पेकली
fights,
चाहिँ
and
इन
that's how they
अफिसियल्सको
actually
मात्रै
managed to
स्पेकली
survive.
हुन्छ झन्
Over on
हामी
the
जस्तो
other side,
नर्मलकोमा
Mr.
किन
Hughes,
नहोसेर त
he is getting so lucky with all this loot that he's finding. The man is just going to be happy. And on the other side, Shagar, the C buildings, the 3 building compound on the military base, that is a good place. But on the other side. If this is, as I was saying earlier, this is not a ladder game, this is a competitive sport. See, this is what happens in competitive games. Usually the hot drops just go uncontested because people have to be careful, people have to worry about the fact and take into account that if an engagement happens, the other team is going to be fighting with the same advantage as you. And in competitive, you do not want that. You don't
म
fight
आफ्नै
fairly.
कमेन्ट्री हान्दिम भनेको हैन बिचमा यो यिनीहरु बोलेको सुनेर म आफै
everything
कन्फ्युज
that
हुन्छ
can
अनि
be
त्यही
in your favor
हानेकै
being in your
छैन
favor.
Yeah, you actually fight with all those things, all those, you know,
Okay,
small,
but
even the little of the utilities count. Hype SK49 guys on your screen, as you can see, he is trying to move to his players. That is Hype Gurkha, Hype Venom, and Hype Prototype, obviously. So we'll have to see how these fights actually happen, because Hype is kind of doing nominal, if you would like to say. So if anything, we'll have to see how the status changes. And this area, yeah, TM moved from Pochinki to the backside of school compartment, because as of now they know if they took a fight, maybe they can dominate the other team. But what if, just what if they actually lost that fight, then it's not going to be good for them. So for now, TM is making a wise choice. They do not want to be the first team to be eliminated. Or obviously, I mean, no team want to be the first to be eliminated. We'll have to see how the situation change, how the strategies change, and how all of the scenarios change as the circle is gonna close. We are 6 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, ladies and gentlemen. The circle will be closing in less than 15 to 20 minutes. Let's see how the game proceeds.
Ocean, is this the first day we have gone 6 minutes without the kills? How are we gonna survive, man? It is going to be tough, definitely, because since this tournament started, people have just been going on, but I think that it was high time that the teams realized now every single point is going to matter, and they are just going to play it to their full potential without rushing and just being calm and playing the game at their own pace. On the other side, right now, we do see T2K train to kill. They are done with all their looting, are going to just take a car and are going to leave Georgia Pool just sitting there with all the bunkers. Probably a ship is going to try and come and pick up the delivery.
आज को म्याचमा टिम एसबी छ हैन ब्रो यहाँ आउँछ
आज चाहिँ यहाँ फेरि हाइप डिई अनि फेरि अब टी2के को यहाँ फाइट पर्छ जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई
really good, and we'll have to see will DE try to move to other direction, because where DE is moving, there is one team and they are also trying to spray on DE, as you can see in the mini map area. We'll like to see what happens.
Illusion last low ल फेरि अगाडि गएको हेर्नु न
the first knock of the game, but Hype is also ready on one direction. So we'll have to see, and Illusion, the first blood comes out like this. This should not be happening.
आई ठोकेर त्यो लो एचमा ढल्यो यार
Oh boy, oh
free
boy.
Free kill
oh
out
boy.
there, ladies and gentlemen. Free kill. Hype,
Wait,
you can go for it.
Oh, Gurkha भाइ अगाडि बढेको
I was worried they did not see it, but I guess Gurkha is just going to check it. Yeah, he just took a U-turn to drop his bike. Now is going to peek over that ridge. Is going to try and spot out the place from the side of DE, but was looking in the wrong direction. Is going to try and use that third-person perspective free look to try and see if he can get a sneak peek.
Oh, PN को पनि आयो PN ले पनि अब DE लाई थर्ड पार्टी हो.
This Ocean, in the far off distance. On the horizon, we do see PNGaming coming in, and Blend is going to get shot at. On the other side, Mafia is there as well, but DE, they have given away their position. Now, Hype and PN, are they going to go in and engage on this fight? But we have the first airdrop coming in with the AWM, the suppressor for the sniper as well, and the level 3 kit with the armor helmet backpack, and the ammo for the AWM, obviously, with the Magnum bullets. But now, once again, the first blue zone is coming in. Over on the other side, JAZEERA, he is still quite separated from his team right on the northwestern edge of the map. And he has to regroup and fall back with his comrades if he wants to survive that one. Otherwise, we have seen what the blue zone can do if you give it away a lot of time.
Yep, that is totally true. Right now, see, there are a few things that I would like to talk about. Team Hype is kind of in the middle, as we were talking, right? Team Hype is kind of in the middle of the points table. So what they need to do is they'll have to go for good games. Nevertheless, they cannot afford any more bad games. And by them, if they want to go for a normal run, they'll have to come up in top 6, top 7, top 8. That Meanwhile, TDP, as you guys can see, TDP Utsaga is moving solo. He just crosses the zone line. He is inside the circle. 30 seconds more and the circle is going to contract. If you give prior position to the zone, if you give that excellence to the zone, that you need to move into the zone as soon as you can, then you won't be having a fight with the zone. Otherwise, you're gonna have two kind of fights. You'll be fighting from your opponents and also from the zone, because you'll have to move into the zone as soon as you can, as soon as you want to, as soon as you can get to the zone, because that is gonna create some problem. Team number 15 on the other end is really close to RL bot shot, but bot shot would like to move as soon as you can. But TDP on the other end is trying to get as close as they can, and team number 15, as you can see, is trying to but out here. DE takes a fine pyro with ES. One more shot. Can he do it? Not right now. That is so safe. Look at that. He was out there in one entry and did not stop his car. If he had done that, that would have been a bit of a problem. But PNF was trying to go for some shots. As of now, once again, his opponents are safe. But for how long, that will be a question. These guys have a good ridge. They have good cars. They have good vehicle area. They have good vehicle support if the zone shifts. And they have a good cover support from those bridges. Meanwhile, bot shot has been spotted and he is safe. Myth ES pops a first aid. His level 2 vest is kind of broken. Pyro Travis is looking to go for another area. Smoking ES, they have a good compound in their hand, and this compound is not an easy one to take a fight on.
Yeah, but Ocean, that would have been a good ridge if they were not being engaged upon from all the sides. They are going to be in trouble soon, but the teammates, they have to be careful. Look at this, JMX, the players just hiding in a small little crater in there. This could be really sneaky if someone actually tries to bypass them on over to the side of the shooting range. But D-rated, sir, he is going to spot out the team of MG as well. Matt G on the other side, blah has stopped his car on the slope of the hill. Is going to get shot at from that Mini 14, but he is going to take some damage, and then he is just going to rotate out of there. On the other side, the information being handed over to the side of Matt G, where as to where the players from the side of DE are, and this could spell trouble for them. How many teams have they engaged upon so far? How many teams have gotten away with this information that this team is sitting there, and how many teams are going to come back to finish off these kills? But we have the second airdrop coming in with the M249 and the tag stock. And Shagar was already there for it, waiting. On the other side was that RLE,
but it will definitely
already being knocked down. He is going to get revived. But how long can this team survive? Let's have a look at the minimap and see where the next circle is going to be. Shooting range right in the area. Over on the other side, the Northern Resort and PNGaming are in the perfect spot. On the other side, look at this. Pyro Gaming are closing in as well. And the cluster of the teams, they are going to fall in line. On the other side, Elementrix, they are going to have a hard rotation. They are outside the zone. They are going to have to come in, and when they do, they will have to make it in there. But Hype SK just putting up a show for everyone else, knocking down one player from the side of Mad G, Gurkha and Prototype. They are going to spot a few themselves as well. Now going for the fight, some damage being dealt to the side of Manny, but on the other side they have to be careful, because one of the players from the side of Hype, he was quite split up. If he was not spotted, he could actually destroy the entire side of Hype himself. Mad G, they are planning a setup, but can they actually make it successful? Over on the other side, we do see another team trying to pass by. It is team number 12, team T2K, trained to kill. The players who were on the side of Georgia Pole, you can see their car heading to the horizon, and they are just going to avoid this fight entirely. Oh, wait, did they just fall back? Did they squad out? Alright, there are teams there. We can finish them off, and we have T2K Legend on our screens right now. Look at this. Behind the plane is a small crater, and JMX is hiding in there, but here comes RLE, and Hemad is going to take a lot of damage. He falls down to 20% health. He's going to get knocked out, but T2K Chari was the man who did it. On the other side, we have Vibes taking on RL as well, and this could spell trouble for the entire team. This is Chaos. T2K Hunter off Ahmed. On the other side, we have TM Dominator taking a lot of damage, and Maggi Galu is going to be the person who falls him down. Here comes Chiku. Will he go down as well, trying to save his teammate? This does not look like that.
This is looking really good for some teams, but the other teams that are actually going down, because Red Light is the first team to get eliminated on the 32nd spot if we are talking overall things. TX is also in a bit of a trouble, because TX Demon is doing a bit of a damage, a lot of damage if we have to talk about it. TM Dominator has been taken down, and on the other hand, FSEC goes down by a grenade. Anish is really close. He also wants to go for a throwable. Out this, the smoke has been taken out. Chiku has taken a lot of damage and will be taken down in an insane way. Guys, Mafia Ninja is looking really good, and Anish is
TN versus TM परेको थियो TM लाई फेरि तलबाट
JM
हान्यो थियो त
and TM RX Jax goes
TX
for
ले हानेको
PNF.
हैन
Anish is trying to move
त्यो त
and take that car into the cover as easy as he can. Wadu sir takes down Elementrix Poo man and Mr. Hughes.
So D गरे Elementrix सँग फाइट लिएर TN versus
really
TM
good. Mafia Ninja takes down TM insane and
TM को लास्ट गरे remaining
and Orange takes down one more player. Shagar with that M249 goes on for DE Wadu sir and I think that will be end of Dead Eyes guys and Elementrix players are safe right now. We'll have to see
Dead
how
Eyes
this happens because we'll have to see what happens because that M249 when it goes on it just does not stop and Shagar has shown that with those skills that he actually just look at that PNC
उनीहरु चाहिँ सेक्यो थियो के डी को लागि चाहिँ हल्का उस हुन्छ
and T2K other teams into the zone but then all the other teams have to come and rivals and TX are kind of at the edge of the zone. BB and BB also has to get into the zone.
Wait, what just happened?
Trust the
Elementrix was
process,
the team that was further, the furthest distance away from the play zone, but now BB ByeBye is behind them.
T2 गएर JyanMaara को फाइट पर्यो फेरि.
Rivals is behind them. How did they get into this safe of a position without coming in contact with everyone? They just snuck by everyone on the other side. A team that did not sneak by is going to be Mad G, blah blah, already being taken out from the game, is going to leave the other 3 players without one squad mate. Gonna make things a little bit harder, but not hard enough. On the other side, we do see TMX trying to engage upon the players. He's gonna get Mafia Ninja, but now the information has been given away. Blend and Anish, they are quite close by. He has to finish Mafia before he dies, because he is definitely gonna die soon. Here comes Blend, going in for the revive. Mafia, he's hiding behind the ridge, but it's he has to be careful. Here comes a nade. Oh, it's gonna drop him down to 50% health. Blend, he is there with Mafia. He's gonna go for the revive. Insane when look at Anish, who is on the flank. He is gonna finish you off if you make a single mistake. But the car is there for cover. Blend, he is gonna be able to revive Mafia. But over on the other side, Tamim going down. Shino is gonna go down. BB Yamin is gonna go down to the play zone. This could spell trouble. Sleepy, he is gonna drop Orange. Now, that could actually be the saving grace for this team. But on the other side, something that is not gonna be safe is gonna be Insane. Here comes Blend. He's gonna charge in. Can he take him down? We have to see how long it takes to tame him down. But now, Insane is gonna go down, and BB ByeBye are gonna go down as well. We have Elementrix Poo Man with the bike.
BB has been eliminated. That means Tamim can actually, step down from the maximum kill mark, and Elementrix Orange goes down by play zone as well. Elementrix is making a move for the zone, and I think Orange will be the one that gets eliminated from the team. Shagar, look at him. He's the other because Shagar was spotted by TX Demon, who was using a DP. But if Shagar comes on M249, I think that is gonna reach a lot of damage out here. But then Shagar has moved in. Gelu was trying to spot some players, but he did not as of now. And look at the edge of the zone out here. TX is really close to Mad G. Elementrix Orange goes down, but the play zone obviously gets finished. And Mad G, CFH is also at one direction, one area, not one direction with that car. L out here, and TX, Kazi, Captain, Viper, and Demon are ready for a fight. Mad G's 3 players, Gelu, CFH, and Manny are ready for a fight. T2K with their 4 players are really good, but Elementrix as they just lost Orange outside the zone. Takes down Rivals Trigger. A grenade is being popped out by Gelu, and if that grenade comes out, I think that will be end of TX Demon, if not anything, because the grenade pops up on Demon. Two players grenade and everyone. Mr. Hyozu has been taken down, and Gelu, he will be safe by a smoke as of now, but TX knows his location. They know if they can throw one grenade, they can go for another one. CFH will have to be really, really consistent right now. Mr. Hyozu. Elementrix is down to 2 players, Poo Man and Shagar. TX will have to see if they can take the fight with Magi, as Manny is on another area. No one can spot Manny as of now, and the zone is really, really small. We are about to hit 5th circle, ladies and gentlemen, with around 19 minutes into the game. This is looking kind of good, kind of bad, kind of decent, but look at this. If the circle hits 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And it's just on the other side of the zone of the shooting range, and that Ocean, if I remember that area correctly, because I never go to shooting range, that is a really boring location to land on. It is quite open, just with slight sort of short hills, and you have to fight around those. This is going to be interesting, the battles that are going to happen there. But right now we have EX Shaga. He is trying to spot out PN Mafia. He has spotted him with that Car 98, but can he make something happen? This man was amazing with a sniper in his hand yesterday, but can he pull off the same miracles today? The last time he played,
Do you remember his Miramar jump shot with which he
Yeah,
someone.
that's what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
that car
Koi
shot,
se
that
na
was
suno.
incredible. Look at JM on the other hand. On the southern side, they are trying to go to one area, but they'll have to cross T2K. JAZEERA was spotted out here. Gelu was trying to take down, but the Vibes has been taken down. He has even taken down by Magzi Gelu. Magzi is
Tokyo
looking
zone
really
le
good
bhi
in this fight. T2K Bowling also goes down.
I've seen
T2K is
T2K
charging
fight.
with that DP and Gelu with that
Standard
M4.
TX ko
Two
fight.
incredible guns they are
Bowling
just
line
using.
knock.
And he just spotted
What
the
just
car.
happened
He takes
there?
on right side with that car. Oh my god, Pyro Matthias takes on Hype. Gurkha Hype is looking in a bit of a trouble right now with Nepali teams fighting with each other. We'll have to see how it all actually goes.
Yeah, what just happened there? They just ram a car into a couple of people. Oh my god, that would have been insane. But on the other side, PDP Sarga, he's going to get TX capped now. TX Kazi, he has spotted the players from the side of JMX, but he was in a really bad situation. He's going to go down himself by JMX.
Why
Wang
TX is
dropping
not
him
around
down
position
low,
mein?
and he is stuck in a really bad spot. But on the other side, we have Soneem, who has spotted a couple of players from the side of Vibes. Vibes, once again, they have the high ground. They have the tree in the middle that they can wrap around and use for the fight. But they are going to be trouble. Oh, Soneem, if you fire one shot, you are going to have the entire wrath of the side of TDP, Trust the process upon you. But the nades coming in from the side of Vibes are not going to do anything from the side of JMX. Wang, he is in a comfortable position right underneath that cliff, and he is going to be able to revive his teammates. As I said, Soneem, you fired one bullet. TDP is going to be on you, and TDP are on him. In fact, they have finished in Mag G. They have one knock, one player standing. Elementrix, just two players alive, one of them is knocked. And Elementrix is going to go down. Rivals is going to be the squad that finished them off. That could have just cost Elementrix a chance to go for the number one spot in the overall standings.
Yeah, if Rivals win this one, they'll be at the number one spot, and Rivals is looking really good to do that. Divine, Noob, the two amazing players that did their work, but then Divine has been taken down by PN Blend as we were talking.
अझ भनौँ भने त यिनीहरू सब भयो भर्खरकोलाई त मैले त स्क्रिम्स पनि खेलाएको स्क्रिम्स पनि स्पेक हान्दिएको थिएँ.
TDP on top. Look at TDP in this circle. They are the only team in this circle. Rest assured, each and every team is at the edge. JM Gunner has also been taken down.
तर जोन भित्र छिर्न चाहिँ सफल भइसकेको रहेछ. ल फेरि जोनले ओ भाइ साहब TDP लाई मिड जोन.
They're inside the zone. Each and every team has to get into the zone. This is looking bad for 8 other teams, and TDP can just stand there and wait for that chicken dinner to happen. If the teams did not give enough respect to the zone, Gurkha goes for a great take down Pyro Smoking. Ninja takes down Pyro Smoking. He has obviously finishing him and stealing the kill from Gurkha. Vibes Red Eye.
Last guy remaining.
Look at him. He is really low on health. Not low on health, but then he's like 75 HP right now. He'll have to move into the zone, a safer area, and he'll like to revive his teammate. Yes, that is important, but then 13 seconds. A revive takes 9 seconds, and after that he'll have to pop the first hit as well. So that means 13 seconds are not enough. The player can go down of the zone, and Pyro X has also been eliminated. What is happening? Big teams are going out. This is not expected. This is a major tournament, guys. You cannot play like this. But then the other teams, the underdogs, are stepping up their game, and this is really amazing. Gurkha is going up forward. Prototype is just has been spotted in one direction. JyanMaara also gets eliminated on the position. Oh my god, High Venom has been taken down by TDP on top. This can be their game. TDP inside the zone. Guys, this is going to be something really amazing. Gurkha also needs an opportunity, a big chance just to get inside the zone and take that fight. But TDP on top has been taken down. High Venom goes on by a grenade, and Utsarka takes on 2 players, Gurkha and Venom. SK49 is the survivor, takes on Pyro with ES. TDP on top has also been taken on. Gurkha YT has been finished. Team Pyro gets eliminated on 7th position. We are down to 6 teams and 15 players. Oh my god.
And it has gotten intense so far. On top, will he get a revive? Thing is there. Mr. Thing, he's going to be able to revive his teammate. But on the other side, Mr. Utsarga, he's not looking to stop. Maggi, they are with just 1 player alive and are in the blue zone right now. They have to be really careful and make it in there really fast. Maddie is going to make it in the zone, but Maddie is going to be finished off by the side of PN Blend. On the other side, and SK49 is going to fall down as well. This is going to be the 3rd player from the side of Hype that he has finished. On the other side, Prototype, the only man surviving for his squad. We are down to the top 5 teams, 13 players alive, and TDP, the way they are playing this one, this looks like this could be their game. Look at this. T2K Vibes are in a straight line. One of those teams is going to eliminate each other, and Knight is going to fall down. This is trouble for the team. Red Eye is going to be taken out, and that is going to be it. T2K, they are going to come out on top. On the other side, PN, they are pretty much ready with that high ground. Hype, Prototype, the only man alive for his team. TDP still sitting quite comfortable with all the 4 people, and they are going to get this drop as well with the Groza, with the level 3 free kits, because by now all your armor, all your helmets are going to be damaged, and you have to replace them on the player that has been performing really well in this game. Utsarga is the man with 3 kills, is the man who took on an entire squad early, and this is just going to spell trouble because the last circle is right in the middle of everyone. It's going to be open. Everyone has to contest for this one, or else just die to the blue zone and hope that they make it in there.
It's something gonna be really difficult because Hype is out there, TDP is out there, T2K is out there.
Now you just have to fight.
Yeah, now you have to fight. Now you need to show your domination in that circle. 11 players alive, and TDP has been spotted from each and every direction. TDP, not every fight is gonna be like this, but then right now just need to make the maximum out of it. T2K Hunter wants to move into the zone right now because just 14 seconds guys, now 10 seconds. This is gonna be really big because the central location is gonna be one of the major locations. Prototype is just sitting out there. He wants that other player should make a move and he can catch them off guard or from behind, because that will be one of the things. 7 circle is closing in slowly and steadily. The circle of death, the circle of 2.
Oh, bhai sab, what up,
T2K Shari in this lower area. T2K Hunter will also go down. He has fallen down. T2K is looking bad out here because TDP is known for their fights and they are going for it. PN Mafia Ninja has been taken down by TDP on top. TDP is taking fight from 2 different teams. T2K Chari goes down. Hunter has been taken down by TDP team. TDP has 9 kills in their hands. T2K on the other hand, Legend, the lone survivor, has 7 kills for his team, and he has been spotted, and this will be the end game for him as T2K gets eliminated on 4th position. We are down to 3 teams. Look at Prototype. Don't look at him because he has been taken down of the game. Team Hype gets eliminated on 3rd position. TDP versus PN, guys. 4 versus 3 as TDP on top moves forward, but then this will be difficult because both the teams are looking really good. Mafia Ninja needs to pop up a first aid, but I don't think so. He's a first aid. He has boosters. That's what he is using right now, as his health is slowly and steadily, gradually increasing. No, he pumps up first aid as of now. That is really looking really good now for PN. PN is known for doing some amazing clutches, the squad, and TDP, they are looking for that chicken dinner, the second chicken dinner for an opening of this for their tournament, that they can actually come in top 2 or top 3 at the end of the game. So we'll have to see what happens. A grenade comes in handy, actually does some damage. And Mafia Ninja was spotted by TDP. Utsarka takes him down with that M4 Glacier. If there's just imagine if they burst that car, that will be the game end for them. But then TDP Utsarka has been taken down by PN Blend. PN Blend is ready for a fight, and Anish is also out there. But then look at Thing.
Mr.
He has
Thing
rotated from one direction to the other. No one knows that. Now I think they know. Anish, they have a really good cover. They have a cover on the left hand side. Well, but will that be enough for him? Because Mafia Ninja is slowly and steadily bleeding out. Thing with that M4. 25 bullets, he should actually reload it just to get into 30 bullets or something. He's looting the utilities right now. That will be really good. And Mafia Ninja has been taken on, but then 2 players, 2v4, the game that was 3v4. This is looking really good, guys, for TDP. But then you guys just comment out, do you think TDP is going to win, or do you think PN is just going to seal it out of them? Because this is going to be important. Grenade, another grenade comes out. The throwables are being used, and one more player goes down. Puffy takes it because Anish has been taken down. And the end game as TDP takes the win.
Yeah, Puffy just finishing the last 2 players from the side of PN, and then towards the end, both the teams making a lot of mistakes, but both the teams racking up a lot of kills as well. PNGaming sitting with 10 kills. And talking about mistakes in the last section, that could have ended a lot. So it was a 3v4 situation. PN, if they had been a little more careful, they could have taken the fight in their favor. But on the other side, as soon as Mafia Ninja sort of went down, PN could have gone in for the split. The position Mr. Thing was in, he should have focused on the other 2 players. I mean, they had 2 knocks. Anish was the only man standing. Blend was being revived. He was already quite low. And had Theen actually charged in on the other 2 players, TDP could have taken this game earlier. But before we started off the day, we said that TDP, they were not doing... they were not putting the kind of performance that we usually expect from them. But this time around, just getting a lot of kills, getting that chicken dinner, just showcasing the kind of like why people expected them to be in the top throw from the get-go. And like after on the 5th day, if this is the kind of play you're gonna put up, I guess they were just waiting for like everyone to show what sort of things they had in the bag.
Yeah, maybe they had that thing. They were just trying to do their homework, build up their thing, and then when they actually had the chance, see, the best part was, do you remember from circle 3rd to circle 7th, it was just every time on them. The circle was slowly and steadily shifting on the southern side of shooting range, but on the northern side of each and every team. So it was actually trying to push. They wanted the fight, but then the fight was coming towards them each and every time. They were just sitting at that compound, at that area, and each and every team was trying to barge in, and each and every team was falling short. I think they have really good amount of kills. If we will be talking about the kill section, and MVP obviously is gonna have good amount of kills. As we're talking about MVP, we'll just look who the MVP is from TDP, because it is, I think so that it is gonna be, obviously Utsarga, an incredible player. 5 kills, 863 damage, 5 minutes 56 seconds. That's how long the game was, and he survived all of it, obviously. So that is one thing, and 9.86 distance covered. So, the circle was kind of on them, yet they were actually traveling from directions to directions trying to find players. So that means the distance covered is really good on them.
Yeah, the distance covered was good. This man was responsible for wiping, what was it, 75% of the side of Hype on his own. And that as well, talking about Hype, staying on that topic, Hype once again, Dalion was absent from this game. Venom was the player who was playing from their side instead, and Venom once again, I remember you telling me is is a really talented player and has a good game sense, has the ability of not being scared of anyone, taking on any fight that is thrown at him. But this time around, Hype sort of falling a little bit short, even with one of their best players on the lineup.
Yeah, that is true. That is totally true. And we are gonna go and look at the top 5 players that were, outshining in this particular game, if you have to say. And obviously, Utsarga having one of the highest kills out there, and obviously shining up in that section. Then T2K Shari is on 4. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
4 kills, 1279 damage.
Hey,
where did the kills go?
Supports are gonna be supports, man.
I mean, yeah, that is true. And TDP on top once again, 4 kills and 959 damage. TX Demon coming up on 4th position, 660 damage, and TDP Puppy. Obviously, TDP is gonna show out here. 1st, 3rd, and 5th person is TDP. So that means out of 4, 3 players are TDP. That shows your teamwork. So that means, if anything, just 3 of these players have 13 kills. I would like to see what the 4th person's contribution was, because 13 kills out there, it's a big number.
That is definitely a big number, and Utsarga once again going in for those engagements, and talking about the other player, 1200 damage for your team means that you're getting those openings, you're getting those knocks for your team to actually go in and take those fights. But before that, once again, let's have a look at the next set of stats that we have with us and see these standings for the teams in this game as to where they are right now. Trust D Process making it on the 1st position, PNGaming on the 2nd. So PNGaming were already pretty high up, and with those 24 points, I think they are going to surpass Elementrix by this time. Team T2K managing to be on the 3rd, Team Hype on the 4th position with 13 points, just the amount of kills being on the side of T2K, pushing them up above Team Hype. Maggi are going to be on the 5th, Vibes on the 6th, Elementrix on the 7th, and Team Extreme put up an amazing performance on the 8th.
All right, I mean, this is looking really good for the top 8. As of now, obviously TDP and PNGaming, this is looking the best for them. But then the teams that actually, fell a bit short in Erangel were JyanMaara on the 9th, Team PYRO on the 10th, TravelX on the 11th, Team Official on the 12th, BB ByeBye. We're gonna come back to that as they're on the 13th, Team SB on 14, Dead Eyes Guys on 15, and Red Light had the early exit on 16. So let's talk about 2 teams, 2 big names, BB and Rivals. See the teams have an incredible potential, if we have to talk about, because BB Tamim had 15 kills, Rivals player had 15 kills. So the kill section was really good, and they was kind of topping the table, topping the charts. What do you think might have gone wrong with them?
I think it's once again the same situation as in this late in the tournament. Teams usually try and be safe. On the other side, these 2 teams, we always constantly saw them in a brawl or in a scuffle with some other team, and getting into fight means you are taking a risk. Risk means you can actually hit a loss on that one. And on the other side, we saw BB playing with a player deficit and still try and engage in on other teams. Over on the other side, Rivals, yesterday Trigger put up an amazing performance, Noob put up an amazing performance, but let's have a look at the head-to-head for these two teams. Rivals with just 1 kill, damage on the other side, 269 to 87. Healing being done is quite a lot if you compare it with the amount of damage being dished out. 377 to 355. Distance traveled 17 to 18. Just not working out for them.
Overall the distance travel seems good, but that means they were caught off in their rotations. They were caught off in when they were trying to get inside the zone, and those things sometimes happen. Rivals had just 1 kill as of now. Obviously, that was the early stage of the fights. That was the 4th circle when they got eliminated. Not the early stage, but then the early stage of when fights actually commence. Because in these kind of matches, for the first thing, players kind of like to go play a bit safe so that they have good loot, and they try to rotate into the zones. And for that thing, they go for the 4th circle or 5th circle is when the fights actually start commencing. And if that happens, and if you lack the rotation of the zone,
Yeah.
you kind of are sitting in the next lobby and waiting for the next match to start.
Yeah, and as you said, 5th circle is one of those. 5th or 4th circle, I believe for me, I feel like the 4th circle is after which you just can't avoid having a fight. But before that, you should just be careful as to who you're engaging upon. One of the teams that used to apply on is going to be Hype. When they were trying to fight in DE, they did see another 2 squads pass them by, but they still were focused on that fight. You have to be careful as to who you are giving out the information to. We talked about this earlier as well, as to by now teams are going to know, all right, we have to avoid this team because they are doing really well, we are not doing so great, we have to avoid getting eliminated early on. And the next game is going to be a little more intense. It's going to be played on Sanhok. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned and keep watching.
Nice. अब फेरि 15 मिनट बाँकी त्यस्तो त्यो उसमा यार खासै उस ए राता मकै नेपाली त हो नि हैन वाच पार्टी गरेको थाहा छैन त्यही माथि गयो त्यो स्ट्रिम उस गरेको के हो भने थाहा छैन त्यहाँ फेसबुकको कमेन्ट हेर न ल त्यही माथि युट्युब र फेसबुकमा भइरहेछ हो
मैले तिम्रो हिजो फेसबुकमा गएर लाइक हालेको आएन त ना
स्ट्रिम लाइक हान्ने अन्त
स्ट्रिम लाइक हालेको मैले
अनि फेसबुकमा के मान्छेले हेरे छैन भनेर त्यहाँ पुरा उस गरिरहेछ कस्तो कस्तो मान्छे हुन्छन् बे ओ भाइ मारो
वेलकम नारुतो
मारो अब फेरि इङ्ग्लिसमा बोल्यो भनेर बस्छ हो ओ भाइ खै कता गयो
भाई मारो मुझे मारो मारो मुझे मारो मारो नहीं ये मजाक हो रहा है एक सेकंड यार मजाक हो रहा है
ओ हेलो नारुतो ब्रदर एकछिन मलाई अझै हाँसो लागिरहेछ
ट्रबल बुटवलबाट हो दुईचोटि भनेन र मैले ब्रदर
ब्रोहरूको यो स्क्वाड गर्ने कन्सेप्ट हो निखिल भाइले गएर यो फेसबुकमा कमेन्ट चाहिँ गरिरहेछ अरे मिम्सहरु हेर्न त हुन्थ्यो कि तर सब कपिराइट वाला सङहरु राख्दा रहेछ के गीत पनि बजिसकेको छ बजिसक्यो यङ ह्याङ के साह्रो रिस हो त्यस्तो कसलाई हो त्यस्तो मिडल फिङ्गर मावि हरमानवाला मिम हेर्नु अरे ए उनीहरूको त्यो कपिराइट वाला छ
खै कसलाई देखाएको मिडल फिङ्गर हेर्नु त
मिडल फिङ्गर पठाइराखेको
किशोर ब्रो ट्रबल टिकटक चलाउँछ अरे मलाई सोध न के किशोरलाई सोधिरहेछ
त्यही त यार मैले उसको ठेक्का लिएछु र कति मलाई सोधिरहेको
ठेक्का लिएर बस्छ र ठेक्का किशोरले मेरो ठेक्का लिएर बस्यो किशोर तिमी मेरो म्यानेजर हो
Lab memes.
Subscribe with no.
यिनीहरूले कस्तो कपिराइट वाला गीतहरू राख्छ कि यहाँ Having a bad day. Blah blah blah. Means that keep me up to set that way. ल यार एउटा दुईटा तीनटा चारवटा पाँचवटा छवटा सातवटा आठवटा कपिराइट
पहिला चलाउँथे अहिले चाहिँ म लाइक युज गर्दैन टिकटक युज गर्दैन भन्नाले म चलाउँछु धेरै कपिराइट लाग्छ र
त्यसमा त्यो गीतहरू हाले हुन्छ त्यस्तो कपिराइट लाग्छ नि त
ए ओए नोभो हल्ला गर्छौ जाऊ नोभा भन्दाखेरि नोभो भन्दा नोभो गर्थ्यो नि मलाई चाहिँ ट्राभल रे नोभो होला नोभो
ओ भाइ साहब छैन हौ यहाँ
don't forget to subscribe till then originally भने
नो कपिराइट मिम्स हान्न रे नो कपी त्यो मिम्सहरुकोमा चाहिँ उस हुने हो के लाइक त्यो जुन गीत त्यहाँ युज हानेको छ त्यसमा लाग्ने हो क्या भिडियोहरुमा त लाग्दैन बरु सङ रहेछ त
फोटो वाला त गुगलबाट
पाँच मिनट बाँकी छ एकचोटि त्यो लास्ट जोन ब्याक गरेर हेर्नु पर्यो यहाँ T2K को त्यो उसको
Gurkha is going up forward. Prototype is just at the backward direction, but then Gurkha has been spotted in one direction. JyanMaara also gets eliminated on the 8th position. Oh my god, High Venom has been taken down by TDP on top. This can be their game. TDP inside the zone. Guys, this is going to be something.
बाहिरहरुको चाहिँ यहाँ यो जोन भित्र छिर्नेला त्यो उनीहरुले भेटेको जस्तो लाग्छ
Opportunity, a big chance just to get into inside the zone and take that fight. But TDP on top has been taken down. High Venom goes on by a grenade, and Utsarka takes down two players, Gurkha and Venom. SK4
SK ले चाहिँ त्यताबाट हानेको रहेछ
takes on Pyro with ES. TDP on top has also been taken on. Gurkha Whitey has been finished. Team Pyro gets eliminated on 7th position. We are down to 6 teams and 15 players.
Mr. Singhले पनि हानेको
God.
And it has
एउटा
gotten
SK ले एउटा
intense so
Mr.
far.
Thing ले.
On top, will he get a revive? Thing is there. Mr. Thing, he's going to be able to revive his teammate. But on the other side, Mr. Utsarga, TDP Utsarga, he's not looking to stop. Matt G, they are with just one player alive and are in the blue zone right now. They have to be really, really careful and make it in there really, really fast. Maddie is going to make it in the zone, but Manny is going to be finished off by the side of PN Blend. On the other side, Utsarga, he's focused on the players of 5. And SK49 is going to fall down as well. This is going to be the third player from the side of Hype that he has finished. On the other side, Prototype, the only man surviving for his squad. We are down to the top 5 teams, 13 players alive, and TDP, the way they are playing this looks like this could be their game. Look at this. T2K vibes are in a straight line. One of those teams is going to eliminate each other, and Knight is going to fall down. This is trouble for the team. Red Eye is going to be taken out, and that is going to be it. T2K, they are going to come out on top. On the other side, PN, they are pretty much ready with that high ground. Hype, Prototype, the only man alive for his team. TDP still sitting quite comfortable with all the 4 people, and they are going to get this drop as well with the Groza, with the level 3 kits, because by now all your armor, all your helmets are going to be damaged, and you have to replace them on the player that has been performing really well in this game. Utsarga is the man with 3 kills, is the man who took on an entire squad early, and this is just going to spell trouble because the last circle is right in the middle of everyone. It's going to be open. Everyone has to contest for this one, or else just die to the blue zone and hope that they make it in there.
Guys, it's something gonna be really difficult because Hype is out there, TDP is out there, T2K is out there.
Now you just have to fight.
Yeah, now you have to fight. Now you need to show your domination in that circle. 11 players alive, and TDP has been spotted from each and every direction.
T2K
is gonna be like this, but then right now you just need to make the maximum out of it. T2K Hunter wants to move into the zone right now because just 14 seconds, guys. Now 10 seconds. This is gonna be really big because the central location is gonna be one of the major locations. Prototype is just sitting out there. That other player should make a move, and he can catch them off guard or from behind, because that will be one of the things. 7th circle is closing in slowly and steadily. The circle of death, the circle of doom. Utsarga with that car 98 takes down T2K Shari. He has fallen down. T2K is looking bad out here because TDP is known for their fights and they are going for it. PN Mafia Ninja has been taken down by TDP on top. TDP is taking fight from 2 different teams. T2K Chari goes down. Hunter has been taken down by TDP team. TDP has 9 kills in their hands. T2K on the other hand, Legend, the lone survivor, has 7 kills for his team, and he has been spotted, and this will be the end game for him as T2K gets eliminated on 4th position. We are down to 3 teams. Look at Prototype. Look at him. Don't look at him because he has been taken down of the game. Team Hype gets eliminated on 3rd position. TDP versus PN, guys. This is 4 versus 3 as TDP on top moves forward, but then this will be difficult because both the teams are looking really good. Mafia Ninja needs to pop up a first aid, but I don't think so. He's a first aid. He has boosters. That's what he is using right now, as his health is slowly and steadily, gradually increasing. No, he pumps up first aid as of now. That is really looking really good now for PN. PN is known for doing some amazing clutches. The squad, they are looking for that chicken dinner, the second chicken dinner for an opening of this for their tournament, that they can actually come in top 2 or top 3 at the end of the game. So we'll have to see what happens. A grenade comes in handy, actually does some damage. And Mafia Ninja was spotted by TDP Utsarga, takes him down with that M4 Glacier. If they just imagine they burst that car, just imagine if they burst that car, that will be the game end for them. But then TDP Utsarga has been taken down by PN Blend. PN Blend is ready for a fight, and Anish is also out there. But then look at Thing. He has rotated from one direction to the other. No one knows that. Now I think they know. Anish, they have a really good cover. They have a cover on the left hand side. Well, but will that be enough for him? Because Mafia Ninja is slowly and steadily bleeding out. Thing with that M4. 25 bullets, he should actually reload it just to get into 30 bullets or something. He's just trying to loot something. He's looting the utilities right now. That will be really good. And Mafia Ninja has been taken on, but then 2 players. 2v4, the game that was 3v4. This is looking really good, guys, for TDP. But then you guys just comment out, do you think TDP is going to win, or do you think PN is just going to steal it out of them? Because this is going to be important. Grenade, another grenade comes out. The throwables are being used, and one more player goes down. Puffy takes it because Anish has been taken down, and the end game as TDP takes the win.
Yeah, Puffy just finishing the last 2 players from
Yellow Action. Okay, अब start हुन लागेछ.
Hello, Serena.
के छ मिस सुन्दरी?
हेलो. मेरो सुनिरहेछ?
सुनेछ.
कस्तो बोर्ड आइरहेको
Hello,
छ
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to PMCO 2020
Ke
Spring
bhai
Split
raat
South
ko?
Asia Group
Board.
Stages. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by one
Board
Super
मान्छे
Super
आयो।
Johnny
Ocean
John अरे
Sharma.
आमा
About that
Only
last
game
game
is
on
nigga.
Erangel, we just
Cool.
saw an amazing performance coming from a lot of teams,
Hello, Narada
and this
bye.
time on Sanhok.
Achha,
What do you
to-
think? Is everything going to change as
Nitya,
well?
Nitya भने केटी हो
I
नि?
think Sanhok's gonna change a lot of
Why
things
not?
because
छैन
the
होला
pace
रे
of the game
यसो
changes. For a start,
Nitya.
Yeah.
First
I
game
mean,
TDP खाएछ है
in the first game, see, we did not see even a single knock
Money
happening
junkie.
till like what was like 8 or 9 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So that was a slow pace that it started with. But when you talk about Sanhok, it's like the first circle comes in less than 5 minutes. So add that rotation of circle in all those things and maybe drop
छैन
locations.
delay
So
छ
two
ल
teams can go
त्यसको
Paradise,
question.
two teams can go Boot Camp, two teams can go Painan. Painan is kind of an area where teams actually like to go. I mean, Painan
साह्रो
to be
delay
honest,
त
is
छैन
much
हौ
more dense as compared to Boot Camp
त्यो
nowadays.
भयो
Like
नि।
that's kind of a new meta and always
नि।
obviously Camp ABC, Alpha Bravo Charlie. Those areas are also really good areas to drop
5
and
second
take some
होला
loot. But no one sometimes don't
धेरै
go
छ
to
त
Camp Alpha. No one goes
Yeah.
to Camp Alpha
And
in all those
have
areas.
we
Still
have we seen anyone go to Camp Charlie this time? I don't think so.
Number of people that went to Camp Charlie? Nah,
Oh.
no. No one.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
No one likes Charlie. I don't
No
know.
one likes Camp Charlie, in fact. But
कहिले
boot
छैन
camp.
रे।
That is
Hey,
one of the
YouTube
high
vacation
priority
next level
locations
da.
where we see a lot of teams land, and that is where it all usually starts. And sometimes it usually ends there as well.
I mean,
but-
sometimes it
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes it all matters where the circle is, whether
Yeah.
walking through the circle is, and
If you survive while walking there,
because see,
if you survive.
not to quote Charles Darwin, but yeah, the game is all about survival of the fittest.
Exactly. Survival of the fittest and survival of whoever can land their bullets
First
on target.
गर्नु
more
नि।
Live
precisely.
छ कि
You need
यहाँ
to
हेर न
evolve through all
Live
the
मै हो
processes to survive at the end. Not to
Like-
brag, but I'm much of a scientist myself.
Yeah, you used to work for ISRO, if I'm not wrong. over there.
I was just an intern out
Yeah,
there.
so a smart guy, a maths teacher, probably
Smart guy, thanks.
has a higher IQ than me, Ocean Sharma. But this time around, some teams are gonna have to change the way they play. T2K last time did land on a high priority location, but they got lucky over there
Who
that
was
no
it
one
now?
contested it, and they were
Pero
able to survive in their
Vikendi on
rotations
one
as
key
well.
on
This time
off
around
on
on
that
Sanhok,
was
I
just
don't
a
think you would expect teams to play like that. Apart
Oh,
from
just
some
listen,
teams
I
who have been
was
doing exceptionally well, on the other side, Elementrix, I think they are going to go with their standard rotation, dropping onto that southwestern side of the map.
Probably, but to be honest, last game's gonna be Vikendi, right?
Yeah.
And that is
Elementrix.
Elementrix's map always. They
Obviously.
have their score. They've never lost a match in Vikendi. So I'd like to see if this is not even the game, they'll be like, sit back and relax. Weekend is coming. I mean,
It-
winter is coming or something.
I think the strategy for Elementrix in this tournament is just like to be in the top 5 or to be in the top 6 in every single game and then just win Vikendi at the end of the day.
You don't know, something like that can happen. And meanwhile, we
Okay,
are in the
Tampang
game.
bata Camp
ladies and gentlemen,
Bravo.
From
The last
Tampang to Camp Bravo. So maybe Camp Alpha might be an area where people would like to go. Boot Camp Paradise, Tatmo, Cow, Bong Nail, Lakavi, Kampong. Okay, I'm thinking, I don't know, Query, Pine and Ruins, those can be really good areas.
Once again, just like on Erangel on Sanhok as well, this time the trajectory just leaves the entire map open to everyone. And as Ocean pointed out, all the locations that you can drop to. Oh, Ocean, look at this. We said Camp Alpha was where teams do not like to go, but right now we do see a cluster of teams falling in that direction, and
Charlie
is that
भनेको थिएन
TDP and Vibes, both of them heading towards the side of Paradise Resort, but no, TDP, they are just gonna go over it and are gonna take that Tatmonk area, but JMX is heading close to them as well. Over on the other side, we do see DE
BB
on
उता fight
R13
लिइसक्यो
and
Boot camp मा को को
SBA
झऱ्यो
take control of the camp
RL
Alpha,
drop
but the
BB.
circle is on the northern side of the map, and a lot of teams are gonna be happy about this other
RL
than
TM
Hype.
BB रहेछ
One thing, look, did you just see Rivals?
Yeah.
They are on the like docks area around that is, so they are really far away from each and every fight. And on the other hand, bot shot, look at his health. While on dropping only, his health is really low. That means he has been spotted. That means TM can go for a fight.
Oh,
And
SBR
SBA
match
has
को
been
fight
taken on
गरेको
by Thompson, by CFH, 3 teams in boot camp. previous game, 3 teams were out there in
Yeah.
Pochinki, and now it's 3 teams, and the
Nero
first
the
blood has
finished.
already been drawn. It's just been 1 minute and 30 seconds, and SBA Nero, oh my god, Mad CFH, that
His-
was something.
Yeah, his fans are not gonna be happy with that one.
He killed someone. His
Yeah.
fans are gonna be
No,
happy.
Nero.
Yeah, obviously.
Nero.
Yeah, Nero's fans are not going to be happy because Mad CFH, he actually landed up the first blow.
And CFH Maggi was one of the teams who performed really well quite recently. But on the other side, as Ocean said, bot shot, he has to be really careful. He still has not found any sort of healing utility. I hope he has at least a gun to hit someone before he dies to make things a little easier for his teammate Ultron, who is there on the other side. Jahex, he is not going to be help out his other two teammates. DMX, they are there as well. Boot camp is always going to be crowded, so if you're landing there, you have to be sure that you are going to take that fight. On the other side, SBA are going to lose Sumit as well, and Mad G Manny is going to be the one to finish him off. Wait, no, Galu is just going to finish him off with the punches. Manny already has taken some damage for himself. He does not have that healing utility, just has 5 bandages on him, so he has to use them. He has to use them right now to heal up. As I say, once you are in a fight, you have to be prepared for the next one as well. And Botshot is going to take cover under the building that his teammate Ultron was in as well. Once again, no healing utility on this lad.
I mean, it's a bad thing as of now. I mean, he is trying to ask to he's going to Ultron and trying to ask that, like, are you actually, do you have any utility or any healing or anything? And then as of now, we'll have to see what happens. And TMCO and TM Insane they are kind of sandwiched if anything, but then if they know that Botshot is low on health and Ultron is low on health, these two players, Sequo and Insane, go to the left-hand direction. I mean, they are right-hand direction, they can take a fight, but then Insane, as you can see, has that M16, and that is the only gun that he has. He has a level 2 helmet, but no vest, no gun, has one painkiller in his arsenal right now. We'll have to see if he can take that fight or not, because Ahmed is moving forward, Jahex is moving forward, but then will this moving be good or bad? But Ahmed has been spotted, could not do anything good with M4, but has been spotted, will be popping his one and only first aid for now. I mean, that is bad. And Jax was also spotted, but I think, yeah.
You are not going to be able to shoot him at that distance with the 3x, especially if he was just peeking his head right over that edge of the tree. But he actually does, he proves me wrong. Jax has taken a lot of damage right now, and he has to be really careful. Otherwise, he's going to be dropped on the other side. Dominator, he has the high ground. He has the cover of the shed. He is going to be help out his two teammates, Shiku and Insane. They are still standing in those two compounds that they are in, just trying to be safe. Insane is on the outside. He's trying to spot the two players from the side of RL. But RL, they have to be careful. Look at this. The man of the hour, BB Tamim, is there on the other side. Sleepy, he's going to get one knock for himself from the side of RL. Bot shot, he's going to get knocked down as well. And Chico was the one who did the damage this time. Ultron, he is going to be able to finish him off. But Ultron, he has to help his teammate out. And here comes Tamim. He is on the edge of this building. He's going to peek in through the window. He's going to get one knock, but on the other side, Jahex, he was really low as well, and Tamim is going to try and finish him off. But now, here comes Jahex. He has healed up. Can Tamim take this one? No, Tamim is going to go down. Oh boy, that is going to spell trouble for the side of BB, but no, Sleepy is there for his teammate. He is just going to finish the squad of Red Light, and now they have to worry about TM Insane right in front of him. He has to wait and see if he can actually avenge his teammate, because Tamim was finished off while Sleepy was focused on the other players. Now he is in a bad position because the other two players from the side of TM, they are on that high ground. They will be able to spot him out. They will be able to see exactly where he is going and how he is trying to rotate. He has to be really careful as to how he actually engages fight. He is trying to throw the nade and is going to look to throw it into the compound, but that is not going to do much. The nade was poorly thrown and is going to bounce off in the wrong direction, dealing damage to himself. He just has 3 painkillers and 1 first aid kit. Not much to help him out. Sleepy, you need to get out of there, mate. Do not engage this fight. This is going to be bad for you. Already have lost 1 teammate.
I see that's an airdrop right in the middle of the boot camp area.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that has MK14. No extended this time. Otherwise, every time MK had an extended in its arsenal. But then the major thing, Red Light got eliminated once again, and TM is out here. These were the teams that got eliminated in the previous match as well. So I don't know if
having
that
a bad
happens
day.
This time. Then that will be bad. Yamin. would like to spot some players and would like to go for a fight. But see,
Oh,
BB did
piano.
really good. They eliminated a squad, but then their highest fragger,
Is
Tamim,
gone,
got
yeah.
eliminated. That's kind of a thing that I would like to see how they go with this. Sleepy is moving forward, Sadat is moving forward, Yamin is on one direction. PN can actually charge in from behind, but Insane is looking really insane. As you know, he has his eagle-eyed vision on
Yeah.
that area. He knows that if someone
ए
he
यो
spots
TM
even
को
a
इन्सिन
single
यार
pixel, he's looking
तेरा
so
आएर
confident
फेरि
that
यहाँ
he would
यार
like to take them down. He has one painkiller, his health is full, but still he is trying to go for it. BB making up a good choice right now, wants to go back, but then if you remember, we saw through drone shot, PN is coming from
Yeah.
behind, so it's like,
Mercy.
you see, they have enemies' eyes on all the sides, and in the smaller map as of Sanhok, that can create a problem. Will anyone go to loot that drop? I don't know, because if someone actually, lands on that building and takes that drop, he'll be open to TM, he'll be open
Yeah.
to PN from behind. So I don't think so that BB would like to take that opportunity. But but if they do, that will be a daring one.
Yeah, that will be a daring one, but BB right now
Oh,
just giving up
bot.
control of the
Bot
side
in
of
the
boot
chat,
camp
guys.
and are gonna look to get out of there.
Hold on,
I don't
voice
think that is gonna be a wise decision. They are just waiting in one compound, waiting to see if TM actually go in. On the other side, we
Mercy
have the
Lord.
players from the side of Hype, and PYRO is right next to them. Hype
Oh.
is used to these situations.
Hype
Gurkha,
Gurkha.
he is the man in front. He is the man who is going to be engaged upon slowly because his teammates were quite far behind and the shots are being fired.
Oh,
Gurkha
भाई
is going to be
साहब
dropped to
कस्तो
somewhere
damage
around
दिएको
10%
तर
HP, but
लियोन
Dalion
द्वारा
was there. He is going to
down.
drop one player from the side of PYRO, and PYRO now they have to be careful. Yama was the one who got dropped out. Myth, he is trying to spot out the players from the side of Hype. Gurkha, he has recovered his health, and now these two squads are gonna clash up against each other. Myth, he is trying to get an entry into this team, but on the other side, Hype, they are quite spread apart, so that is gonna work out for them. On the other side, PYRO, they have to stick in a straight line just because of
Oh,
the
bhai sahab.
situation they are in right now. They were in the compounds, and Pyro Myth
Prototype
is going to
द्वारा
be
miss
taken down
down.
by Prototype with that QBZ, and he is going to try and go in for the kill, but Smoke is there as well, going in for the revive for his teammate, but Hype, they are looking for a rotate. They are looking to get
Good
into a
game,
better
3 squad,
position. But
yes,
on the other
brother.
side, we see Elementrix, Mr. Yuzu, getting a kill on SBA Surya, and SBA is going to be taken out of this game so early on. Before we even hit the 10-minute mark, two teams have been taken out already. Pyro, could they be the third? Because Myth right now, he is not doing pretty good, has been knocked out. On the other side,
No,
these players
SBA
from the side
wipe.
of Pyro have already taken some damage. Look at SK49. He is still sitting on 50% health.
आरेर भन्दा
Those
सुरुमा
flight
वाइप पो भयो
heals
रहेछ त
coming in
SBA
from
त
those boosts. And now, once again, being prepared for the
Mercy.
fight. Gurkha, he's going to spot out one player, but look at that trigger discipline. He was so patient, so he waited if he could spot out the other players, if he could spot out his teammates and get that information as to where they were. But as he realized that Yama was about to get away from him, he fired those shots and dropped Yama down to 75% health.
But now he knows the location. Using that grenade, that throwable, he can take out a decent knock. But then that was a pre-cooked nade, and that, yeah. See,
Overshot,
the grenade was not actually at that location, and then Yama should be careful right now. If one time he knows what his mistake was, I think he'll try to go for a second one, and this second time can actually take him down. Yama ES can go down. Nope, the nade actually damaged him a bit, and this is the second airdrop, ladies and gentlemen. Has AUG A3 with a suppressor AR. Magzi blah 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 would like to move into the zone. Elementrix squad would like to move into the zone. Rest assured, each and every squad is as of now into the zone, and we'll have to see where the zone shrinks. And there was one airdrop. TM would like to take that airdrop now as of now, and they'll be having that MK from the first airdrop of boot camp, and High Prototype is in a safe spot. Pyro Yama ES, he is fully boosted as of now, has 4 first aids and has a level 2 helmet and level 2 vest and level 2 backpack, so that means it's a really decent loot for him. 6 painkillers, 1 energy drink, looks really good, and Elementrix is going for a plan B, I think. See, you never see this from a team like Elementrix. They are using a boat to actually move from one direction to the other. We'll have to see what happens as the zone is going to shrink in as well, or I think they're going to go to the shore area. Yes, they are not using the boat right now. They are using a nominal strategy that is going from waterlands to the landmark area, and that is like really good. And Pyro versus Hype, the fight that started off the Sanhok battle is still going on. This is a cold war between these two teams. They know they'll have to bring one person down, and that bringing up the one of their opponent down is going to change the pace of the game, because rest assured, other people see PYRO is actually concentrated in 2-3 compounds,
Yeah.
but hype is out there in the open and they are vastly spread. They are not close to each other, and
Yeah.
that changes each and every equation for the game. If one player of hype goes down, then all the players can give adequate
अरे
cover.
भाई भाई
But
भाई
it is
भाई
difficult
भाई
to take PYRO
ये
people
comment
down
to this
because they had a good compound, and through
Yeah.
that they are not peaking. Meanwhile, look at Vibes, Knight and Zera, they are sleeping. Maybe.
But why? They have entire control of this Paradise Resort area, and why are they still just lying there? Like, okay, we talk about being passive, but at a certain point, you just become too passive and you don't move at all. You're just wasting time at this point. Vibes, you need to get out of there. If you're done looting, you need to start making those rotations, start finding those skills, or at least try and figure out where the other teams are rotating from. Or if you stay here too long,
Probably.
I think PN
Yeah.
is going to come charging in towards you. As I say, PN right now quite busy with the side of T2K, dropping 2 players out of the game. Chari and Legend, they have to be really careful. One of their teammates has already been killed off.
यो
But now
मलाई
we have the
भोसडीले
third
मेरो नाम
airdrop
कहिले
coming in
राम्रोसँग
with
लेख्ने
Vikendi
भएन
49,
यार
the level 3 kid
ओहो
with
यसले
the
नबोकिने हो बोल
backpack, helmet, and the armor. But
Welcome,
Vibes Anik,
Elena.
he is looking for information. His 2 teammates are just
Come on,
lying there,
Elena.
just so they can look for information in another direction as well and be safe
बरो बोल
in
भइरहेछ
case
T2K पनि यतै
one
नजिक
of
देखेको
the
थिएँ
other
मैले यार
teammate dies.
Alright,
So
guys.
right now,
yeah.
really smart, yeah.
As of now, the fight's not happening. I would like to ask you guys which area in
म
Sanhok
निदाएको
do you
छैन हौ
think is one of the most underrated areas?
म चाहिँ
Because
पुरा
you see,
गेममा फोकस
there are
गरिरहेको छु के
specific areas where players like to go. There are specific areas where about which players seem that they are really good. There are some areas that players see are really bad, but then there are some areas that are extremely underrated. So just comment out your favorite underrated area in Sanhok, and maybe just maybe your favorite team is gonna take fight out there and they are gonna clutch it. You never
लोकल
know what
खाऊ
happens,
तिम्रो
and they're
पार्नु
gonna show you
Raako
the
trouble.
skills of why that area is really underrated, because sometimes
Fuck,
everything
must
happens
store,
for a
screenshot
good
गरेर
thing
राखेको
out
छु,
there.
fuck.
And one more thing I would like to say, it's that if anything, see, these teams are at a really big stage, so if anything, just keep on supporting your favorite team, because see, at the end, it's a competition, and the competition, the main area, the main focusing agenda of a competition is to give out the positive vibes, to appreciate each and every team's talent.
Yeah.
And that should be actually been done. So if anything, guys, keep on supporting
ल
your favorite team in the
बोली
comment
ह्याङलाई त
section.
न
And to be
फिनिस
honest,
हान्दी
once
भएको
again,
हो
a huge shout out to the
कमेन्ट्री
moderators
चाहिँ
who are
कि सर
doing
पुरो
an
अरे होइन मैले
incredible work
कमेन्ट्री
of
हान्छु
moderating
भनेर
the
सोचेको
chat
थिएँ
box,
आज होइन
spreading that positive
तर
vibes,
ट्याकोमा
because
बोल्नेलाई
at
यिनीहरू
the end,
बोल्छ
like I
अनि
said,
त्यही भएर
this
अनि
is all about being positive,
म
all
आफै
about being
कन्फ्युज हुन्छु
good.
क्या
So
तर
you
हान्दिनँ
guys
कि जस्तो
are one
सोचिरहेको
of
थिएँ आज
the best audiences that we can ever have, to be honest. And I am really proud of casting this match for you guys, to be honest, because all in all, it feels really good.
Yeah, it has been really amazing watching these South
मलाई
Asian
फेरि
teams
उनीहरूले
go up
बोलेको पनि सुन्न
against
मन
each
छ क्या
other,
त्यही भएर
because
नि
we are
No,
getting
yes,
surprised
yes,
every single
fuck
time.
off.
Like from day one with that
Chinese.
zone kills coming in, from
मलाई
day
केही
two the
भन्नु
two
भएको?
1v4s, the 1v3s coming in, and that what do I
Mostly
call it when two
Poke
players
Saka
from
पो
two different
खेलेको
teams just wipe out an entire squad together?
that
What do I call
Vikendi
that?
match. Oh my god.
X-Men छ.
Oh boy, this has been exciting.
Elementrix
This
छ.
has been really interesting for us. But
Group
these
A हो
teams,
EX पनि.
they are putting up that tier 1 game.
भोगेसँगै खेल्यो त्यस्तो भन्न ताल्यो भने त मैले जोसको हेरेँ त्यसको मसँगै खेलेको भन्नुपर्छ
But on the other side, two teams that are not going to be happy with their performance are going to be RL and SBA this time around, getting eliminated quite early. On the other side, once again, BB ByeBye losing one of their best players quite early on, Tamim, being taken out in the early stages of the game. We are about to reach that 15-minute mark. We are at that 15-minute mark in fact, and now is when things
तर
get
स्क्रिन्समा नि
interesting, 'cause
स्पेक्ट हानेको
fourth
पो हो
circle
भन्नु नि
is gonna
मिल्छ हौ
come in
मैले त
soon.
अझ
And from there
तिनीहरू
on
सब
out, you
त्यो
just can't avoid the fights. That's all you have to look for, especially in Sanhok, where the map is so small. The fourth circle is going to be really congested. And if you are not rotating early, you are going to encounter a lot of different teams in your way. And that is just going to make the entire situation a lot more difficult than it has to be for yourself. So you have to be careful. BB ByeBye.
अहिले
You
चाहिँ
have
कस्तो
to
होल्ड
be
भयो यार
careful,
14
especially
मिनेट
because
भइसक्यो
look at who
स्यानोकमा
is going to be in your route. It is going to be PNGaming. It is going to be T2K.
ल ऊ त पानीमै गएर
Why
बसिरहेको छ
is Gyalu
Chilling.
still in the water swimming near his teammate?
I'm finding this new strategy really different one. I don't know, like, see, now people know that land fights are good, but
Yeah.
if you can,
Still not
rotate or do
पुगेन.
something with the water
Feeling
areas, you
badly.
need to
SP.
optimize and maximize your utility.
ल्याएर
usage
गेम
and
राम्रो भयो भने
come up with
जिजनसँग
plan
पो
A,
खेलेको
plan B,
भन्नु
plan C, because each and every team has a good different and unique
Yeah.
strategy. That's one thing that I like about this game. That's one thing that I actually, that gives me interest in the game, to be honest. And if anything, if Magic Yellow is in the water, maybe he was trying to go from one direction to the other. Maybe those strategies sometimes work, sometimes don't work, sometimes it changes the pace, sometimes it does not change the pace. But then overall, I like what the teams actually try, and these experiments sometimes can be for good.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, BB, with those three players, like you just said, they are trying to spot players because they know on their one side is Matt G, and on the other side it was TM, Team Mercenaries, and Rivals team with a lot of expectations. Team has just a team that just stepped up their game yesterday. They are out here. Rivals Slayer, Rivals Noob, Trigger, and Divine. These four players are playing at the edge of the game. Just imagine.
Yes,
Right now is the third circle, right?
Now they
As
know
soon as the circle shrinks
experience
and it will be
भयो
fourth
हैन
or fifth circle, from 14 teams alive, the kill
Experience
is gonna
matters.
run blazingly fast,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a little bit of a time when it will be just 4 teams alive. I would like to see the fights at that time because all of the teams will be ready to show what they have in them in the map of Sanhok. And as we are talking, each and every team is kind of in the zone except for
Spoiler
Hyper.
alert.
He's just outside the nick of the zone, but then
Oh, bhai
this is
sahab.
gonna be it, guys. The zone is gonna shrink, and Paradise Resort with PNFSEC, the PN squad, the
Yeah.
southern side of Paradise Resort, the area between Bootcamp and Paradise is equally distributed, and this area with T2K, BB, TM,
तर बिचारा यार
PN,
आजको ग्रुपमा
these
चाहिँ
are the squads in the
सब
zone,
नेपाली
and
मात्र
rest
छ
assured
भन्दा
each
नि
and
हुन्छ
every team has to get
ग्रुप
to
एबाट
the zone.
एउटा मात्र
Rivals is
बङ्गलादेशी
slowly
छ
trying to get to the
अनि
zone
ग्रुप सी
area
बाट
or
कतिवटा होला
anything
तीनटा
alongside
होला
Pyro. So Pyro versus Rivals can be a bit of a fight.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a fight. And once again, okay, Ocean, one thing about this circle is going to be the terrain that you're going to be fighting on is going to be similar
Lol,
to the one you
pirate
had
bhai.
on Erangel. It's going to be quite open. It's going to be available. You are going to have those slight ridges available with you, but the difference is going to be the foliage on the map on Sanhok is a lot more.
अनि स्क्रिम्स भनेर
there's
मात्र
a
नि
lot
हुँदैन
more
तिम्रो टाइमै
foliage if you
मिल्दैन त्यही
compare it
भएर
to the amount that you have in Erangel.
टाइम
And
म्याटर्स
that is something that you have to be good
स्क्रिम्स
at,
भएको बेलामा
fighting
अब
around trees.
टाइम मिल्दैन
Group
Making
C
sure that you're
बाट
aware of your position constantly and
ग्रुप सीबाट
knowing
झन् दुईटा मात्र
which parts of your character's body are going to
तीनटा
be
मात्र
covered. Because
भनेपछि
we have
बाहिरको
seen that
सब
happen
नेपाल
once.
ल
Just the
हाइप र
back of
पाइरो
the player
बढिदिन्छ
was exposed, and these
Putting
guys,
line off
for
and-
them, that is enough. They are gonna kill you if with just one pixel available. And as I say, killing you with pixels available, Prototype is gonna take down one player from their side of DX. On their side, Wipes just lighting up the kill feed.
Smoky leaves,
Zerathi is gonna
Zerathi,
get
yeah,
knocked down
yeah.
instead, but Red Eye and Anika there as well. Wipes, they have to be really, really
More like-
careful this time around. DE, they are in front of them. Nade being cooked and thrown, and Shifu is gonna get dropped instantly. But on the other side, DX, they are going hard on the side of Hype. Gurkha being knocked and being killed instantly is not gonna survive that fight. On the other side, Red Eye cooking up another nade. Can he knock down Wadu? So Wadu has been impressive so far in this tournament and has been one of the more consistent performance for his team. But DE, they are gonna be healed up, and Knight, who was trying to go in for the flank, is gonna be taken out by Wadu. As I say, this man has been amazing, has been really important for his team, and once again getting the knock is gonna stop his team from being backstabbed. But talking about backstabs,
Oh,
look at this. Here comes TDP, the team that got the chicken dinner in the last game. They are here, and it is all 4 of them. They are gonna look to wipe these 2 squads out of the game. And as I say,
Oh,
that
TDP
Radiant
third party ko लागि.
he is gonna be
Damn.
engaged upon. He's gonna be dropped to 50% health. On the other side, Wadu, he's gonna finish off Knight, but now he has to be really careful. And Illusion is gonna peek his head. He's gonna be taken out of this game, and Rated is gonna be dropped as well. Wadu, the only man left standing for his team, is just gonna look to get out of this entire situation, but no, he's just gonna die to the play zone, and that is gonna be it for Deadeye, guys. But Vibes, now they are looking to fight TDP, and he drops Dean to 50% HP, but on top was taken down as well. This is going to be a 3 versus 3 fight because Starga was taken out of this game earlier. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
PN, they're just waiting for their opportunity to charge in.
PN is just waiting for it. They want that opportunity, and I think they'll get that
No,
opportunity because
Elementrix.
they are at the edge of the zone. Vibes have to come to them. Elementrix has to come to them. TDP has to come to them. So that means they'll be having good amount of numbers. TDP thing goes down on the zone. And Magzi, oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Magzi has nowhere to go. All the crates are going to fall out
boy.
there inside the water. JM, you have an incredible chance. Matt G is done for in this situation.
Just
CFH.
kill them.
Yeah, CFH is out there. Manny is gonna. They are not gonna give the kill points. They don't want to give the kill points. This is incredible. They just want to go to one direction, but then they'll be spotted. Matt Manny has been taken down. CFH has been taken down, and Matt G gets eliminated in an incredible way. That was really good.
Oh boy, from 4 players being there, they just get 1 kill for themselves. GMX, you could have done a lot better, boys, but 1 kill is still pretty impressive. But on the other side, we have Elementrix. They will be right now looking to get in as close as they can towards the side of PNGaming, because as we saw the circle, there is just one compound and the rest of the area is open, and Shagar is going to use that M24. He's going to drop 2
okay, TX Tara Vibes eliminated.
And on the other side, Vibes, they are engaging in a combat.
down.
But right now we have PYRO going up against T2K on our screens, and BB ByeBye. Yamin is going to drop the players from the side of GM. The Dominator is going to drop Rivals Divine. PYRO, Yamas is going to get dropped as well. PYRO, they are fighting 2 fights at the same time. BB ByeBye being eliminated at the 11th position. Hunter, he is still quite low. Is going to finish low.
Hype eliminated
from the side of BB is going to be taken out. Team Hype is going to exit the game at the 10th position. Quite unfortunate for that team as well. RX Jax is going to get dropped by the blue zone. Demon dropping down. Hype SK was the last kill for the team, and once again T2K Legend being dropped. This could be the end of T2K. The zone once again is quite in the open. Look at this. Rivals Noob. He was in the blue zone. This could be trouble for this guy. He has to be really careful.
The play zone is actually eating players right now. As you can see, the kill feed is running. TDP Puffy goes down. Rival Slayer goes down. Mr. Yuzu is still surviving out there for his team. And obviously, Elementrix 3 players strong right now. T2K Hunter is on the edge of the zone. JM wants to move in. JyanMaara wants this fight. TX Captain and Demon are ready for a fight. Elementrix Shaga, Elementary Squads is moving inside for PN. Rivals X gets eliminated as Rivals player was out of the zone as well. Rivals Noob wanted to get into the zone. Mr. Yuzu and Poo Poo Man, they know that there are enemies right in front of them, and they want to go for a fight. Mr. Yuzu charges in. He knows that there are players right in front of him. Anish has been spotted, but will Anish go for it? No. But then TX can keep those kills. He is really good in that kill stealing department, and he is going for it. Elementrix gets eliminated on 6th position. Anish and FSEC would like to move into the zone as easy as they can. Captain gets spotted, and that is the end of Team Extreme as well as Insane and Captain both go down by JyanMaara. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 people alive. JM, TM, T2K, and PN. Which team's gonna win? As you can see, no team is currently inside the zone. PN Blend gets the zone damage and gets finished off. 11 people, 4 teams. And FSEC has been spotted by a gunner, but the gunner will be the one taking all the shots. And Chico is also spotted by Wong, and Wong would like to take him down. And yes, takes him down with that M4 spray in an incredible way. With a headshot as well. Dominator on the other end is trying to spot people as he's the lone survivor for his team. TM Dominator surviving for the team. T2K Hunter, he has spotted one. Will it be the end game for him? No, the shot hit his pan. He's safe. The shot hit his pan. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was in fact incredible. We are down to the top 14, and TM, they potentially have a chance to getting their first chicken dinner. They have not been doing too well in this tournament. On the other side, PNGaming, one of the most stronger teams, they are still in this fight as well. But T2K, this could be their opportunity. They are down to 3 players. One of them was knocked down, but Legend being spotted by Dominator. Dominator is not afraid. The last man standing for his team is still looking to take the fights this time around. JM with all the 4 players now know where the shots were fired from. Are gonna look to spot him out and finish him off. And as I say that, it is gonna be Nang who actually finished him this time around. Hunter, he is quite low. Oh no, PM, they are being dropped as well. Sek, he's gonna go drop Hunter from the side of T2K. Legend is gonna return the favor to him, and Anish and Sek, they are both quite low. And here comes JM. This is gonna be it. We are down to the 2 teams, T2K and JMX, who is gonna come out on top. And now T2K Legend, he's gonna drop the players from the side of JM. Oh
JM
no,
versus
T2K with his 2 players standing. Hunter is just gonna lose his life, and Legend and Chari, this all comes down to these 2 guys. Can they win this fight for their team and get them the chicken dinner. They only have 3 kills. So
JM
if
को भन्दा नि
JMX,
like
they have
अहिलेको
more
उसमा
kills than
चाहिँ
them, they are going to
ओहो,
take this fight. And
टिप्पेको लागि भयो
Legend,
भने
he is
रमाइलो
going to be in
हुन्थ्यो।
trouble. Chari is
Oh,
going to
there
get
goes
knocked
the
down.
nade.
Legend, the only man left standing for his team. It is going to be a 1 versus 3. And now
Molotov
he is quite
Prahar.
low. Wang is going to go in for the
1v2
revive. Chari
later.
is coming to his teammate, slowly sprawling, crawling his way there. He is going to get a revive as well.
Revives,
But T2K, they have the circle in their favor, so the ball is in the
Looks
court
like
of
okay, Roscoe already
JM.
body
The pressure is
JM
on
को।
them to rotate, and Sony, he is trying to go in for the flank on towards the side of Legends, but the damage is going to be done, and Sony is going to get dropped as well. But Chari once again is going to be taken out, but in a 1 versus 2, Legend is going to fall down. T2K finishing on second, and JM are going to take that chicken dinner. Look at the number of kills that they have: 6 on Wang, 2 on Gunner, 2 on Nang. That is just 13 kills for this entire team, and Wang just putting up an amazing performance as always.
I still remember one thing. The first day that this team played,
Oh, yeah.
first match they came second, third match they came second. So there was a thing that they wanted a chicken dinner in their hands, and on 5th day it arrives. Just look at the amount. You see the grind that they had to do for this chicken dinner.
But
It
T2K
was
like
intense. It was insane. And when JyanMaara spoke,
this might
I mean, every team listened in the
do
kill
something
field.
good for
6
them.
kills by Wong. That's an amazing amount. That's a big number, to be honest. And out of those 13 kills, 6 are his. That means like 50% of the ratio is in his hands of the kills. That means he was a person who was making an impact for their team. But then there were some teams, you know, like Rivals once again having an exit, Elementrix having an exit. One thing that I would like to, you remember, GM is the team that finished Mad G when they were in that water area.
Exactly.
That was kind of a different thing.
And I was expecting Mad G to honestly perform really, really well. Just because of the last game yesterday, if you remember correctly, the game they played on Vikendi, that was an amazing performance. The kind of setups this team had and the kind of players they made on Vikendi, they were blowing my mind and they were really impressive. So this time around today as well, I expected Mad G to put up an amazing performance. But they spent like 5 minutes lying on the bank of a cliff and then they just jump down and die.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of, see, that was unfortunate. That was, maybe they wanted to go from one area to the other. Strategies.
Yeah, but
sometimes
if you're gonna rotate from the water, you need to like make
Yes,
the
yeah,
move as soon as the circle is, like as soon as you see it coming on your screen. If the blue zone is there, it's already too late.
Yeah, this is one of the things that actually players try to go for, and if they can't, that's kind of a thing that backstabs them. See, if you know you are not, if you're in the white zone, obviously white zone safe, blue zone not safe. In the in normal words, when you have to steal someone, and blue zone. First circle, blue zone does 0.2 times damage of your health, and the final circle, as you go, it exponentiates. 0.2, 0.4, 0.8, and then it starts like 0.9, 1, 1.2, and it just increases. And 0.2 seems like a little, a small number. But then 0.2 compared to 1.2 is a big damage.
Yeah, there is a big damage, and even that 0.2, if you are in a fight, that 0.2% of damage is gonna matter a lot in a fight. I mean, fighting from a deficit, as we were talking about before the first game, you never want to fight. You want to fight with the advantages on your side. You never want to fight on an even footing as well. Is an even footing. Having your opponent in the blue zone while you are in the safe zone, that is where you have the advantage, and you have to make that advantage count. And Mad G, I guess the good decision that they took was just to not give the kills to JM. Otherwise, like, add 4 to whatever they have. Add 3 actually.
Sam gets a poor class in it. This is group stage. Stage.
That is totally true, by the way, to be honest. But then
they
kind of lost that fight in that scenario where they could not use the gun. See, upper edge and lower edge. Maybe in water you cannot use a gun. So they had nothing to fire back, and that thing backfired. If to be honest, and that was one of the things that happened in all of this fight. But then in Sanhok, let's talk about one thing. BB also had kind of a decent exit, not the early exit, but then decent exit, and that is because
second match match.
He could not be a part of that fight, and that kind of backfired to them as well. But then one team that I would like to talk about is in a big danger situation.
Oh yes, Red Light, they have not been too hot in any of the games that they've played so far. So once again, not performing to the expectations of the fans that were waiting for them to shine their light on this PMCO. But you have to consider the fact as well as to a lot of new players are going to be playing as well. This is going to be their first time experience going up against teams like Elementrix, going up against teams like BB ByeBye. There again, experience is always going to shine out. But from this experience, they are getting experience as well. But let's have a look at the MVP for match number 2 and see what this player was able to accomplish. It is going to be JMX Wang with 6 kills, 631 damage, 25 minutes of survival time, and 2 kilometers travel. JyanMaara just always like are able to be lucky, I guess.
In previous match, the MVP also had 25 minutes survival time. In this match, see, now it's like be it Erangel or Sanhok, all that matters is how you are going to take a fight. So in that, see, Erangel's 25 minutes seem a lot. Sanhok's 25 minutes seem really less because Sanhok, you know, zone comes really fast and each and everything happens. But then JyanMaara comes up on top. But then we'll have to see which team was on second, third, fourth, as we'll be talking about JyanMaara obviously. But then all the other teams that did their work are right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. JyanMaara 33 points, and on first position T2K on second position right now with 4 kills and 18 points. Team Extreme, look at the difference. Look at that difference, my friend.
That is why sometimes kills are gonna matter if you are getting
Team Extreme good.
7 points to their name for their placement, but 10 for the kills are gonna push them up on the third in the overall standings. And PNGaming are going to be 4th with 14 points. TM Officials are going to be 5th with 13 points. Elementrix, once again making it into the top 8, are going to be 6th with 10 points. Trusty Process also in the top 8 are going to be 7th with 7 points. Rivals X are going to be on the 8th position with 6 points to their name.
Yeah, damage game for subscribing.
Seems like a decent one as we are going down. But then Team Hype coming up on 9th position. BB ByeBye had that exit on 10th. Matt G was on 11th. Team PYRO on 12th. Vibes was out there on 15th. Guys, and Team SBA 14, 15, and 16. See, so this is one of the things. Red Light was the first team to get eliminated, but they had 1 kill. I mean, that just flips them up to from 16 to 14. I mean, not making much of a difference, but then yeah, that is kind of a still a concerning thing for them. Vibes had a good first match, but then Vibes right now was not in their vibes or what, I don't know. But then see, this changes everything for the teams. The teams that have been performing decent the first day are trying to come up to good. The teams have been performing good the first day. Right now, as we know, Elementrix is doing decently good. But if they have to go to that area, they'll have to, you know, climb up the ladder. But as of now, if we have to talk which team on the overall standings is out, where we are going to look at that as well as we are talking, because overalls are going to matter right now. Teams will have to see how much homework they have to do. As Nepali Ho Ni, obviously, unfazed on the first position. PNGaming on the ladder on second. Trusty Process is on third. Rivals X on fourth. Elementrix climbed up 2 spots. Is on 5th right now. A1 eSports is on 6th, obviously coming down as they are not playing right now. Team Extreme on 7th, and JyanMaara ending this top 8 table.
Yeah, JyanMaara finally making it to the top 8, and Team Extreme slow climb coming in from them, but next 8 we have Wolves.
Okay, we got Salty and Hype.
Rising Nepal are going to take that dip on the 10th. Vibes are going to be 11th. Team PYRO is going to be on the 12th. INES going to be on the 13th.
Thank you, Novin Barson,
on
brother,
the 14th. SOLTISQUAD on the 15th, and Team Hype coming
in.
Miss
Sundari, teamले मलाई दिनु भने हैन.
A slow climb coming in, but Nepali Ho Ni, with the amounts of points that they have on the first position, I believe PNGaming, they need chicken dinners to actually contest that. Finishing 3rd or finishing 4th is not going to make that happen. But with that, let's move on and have a look at the next 8 and see how teams are doing over there. T2K on the 17th, BB ByeBye on the 18th, Damn Classy on the 19th,
T2K
is on the 20th,
good,
Matt G is on the 23rd, Deadeye Guys is on the 22nd, R3D Devils are on the 23rd, and JAZEERA is on the 24th.
I mean, 10 so said, Jeevan brother, and he was still
top 24 are going to qualify. But look at the teams who are in trouble. Let's have the next 8 on our screens and see how these teams are doing. WGxNoRules on the 25th position, 1971 Gladiators 26 as well. Team SCA are going to be 7C are going to be on the 27th. SBA are going to be on the 28th. TS are going to be on the 29th. DF are going to be 30th. TM Official and Red Light 31st, 32nd. Need to step it up hard this time around, because these two teams are not even able to surpass the teams that are not playing at this point.
Yeah, that is true. And that should be changing. I mean, that is not changing, but if anything, that should be changing. Teams should learn at this time. If not learn, then the team should listen what they are doing wrong, and what their teams are, the teams that are doing right is all because of their best players. So let's just have a look at the top 5 players of the game as well as we are talking, because the players that actually stood out and made a change. Obviously, one coming up with 6 kills, 631 damage, 1 headshot, and Demon with 5 kills, 576 damage, 2 headshots. TN FSEC 4 kills, 481 headshot. Team captain is out there, 4 kills, 390 damage, and Mr. Hughes from Elementrix coming up for the team with 3 kills and 473 damage.
Yeah, really impressive from the side of Elementrix as well, counting the kills that they have and having a good enough standing. But Elementrix was the team that we expected to actually make the push to the top 8, but PNGaming just standing out and being really consistent. But we still have Vikendi to go. But before that, the next map is going to be Miramar. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned and keep watching.
छैन अब भर्खर अब ब्रेक हुँदैछ त्यो कुरा चाहिँ लेट्स जस्ट फर्गेट त्यो भएको थियो भनेर किनकि हैन अब कम्पिटिटिभ यताउता कस्तो हुन्छ तर एकचोटि चाहिँ यो फेरि ब्याक गरेर त्यो फाइनल म्याच हेर्नुपर्छ यार फाइनल सर्कल
So on the other side, Wadu, he's going to finish off Knight, but now he has to be really really careful. And Illusion is going to peek his head. He's going to be taken out of this game and rated.
Oh, and dear, what's the
Wadu, the only man left standing for his team. They are going to be healed up, and Knight, who was trying to go for the flank, is going to be taken out by Wadu. As I say, this man has been amazing, has been really important for his team. And once again, getting the knock is going to stop his team from being backstabbed. But talking about backstabs, look at this. Here comes TDP, the team that got the chicken dinner in the last game. They are here, and it is all 4 of them. They are going to look to
shotgun हामीले त shotgun ले finish गर्ने खोजेको थियो बरा तर shotgun reload मा थियो नि त
he is going to be engaged upon. He's going to be dropped to 50% health. On the other side, Wadu, he's going to finish off Knight.
यहाँ यार अघि 4 बाट 5 वटा टिमले फाइट गरिरहेको
छ. He's going to peek his head. He's going to be taken out of this game, and rated is going to be dropped as well. Wadu, the only man left standing for his team, is just going to look to get out of this entire situation, but no, he's just going to die to the play zone, and that's going to be it for Deadeye guys. But Vibes, now they are looking to fight TDP. Anik, he drops Ding to 50% HP, but on top was taken down as well. This is going to be a 3 versus 3 fight because Starga was taken out of this game earlier. Oh, look at this. PN, they're just waiting for their opportunity to charge in.
PN is just waiting for it. They want that opportunity, and I think they'll get that opportunity because they are at the edge of the zone. Vibes have to come to them. Elementrix has to come to them. TDP has to come to them. So that means they'll be having good amount of numbers. TDP thing goes down of the zone. And Maggi, oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Maggi has nowhere to go. All the crates are going to fall out there inside the water. JM, you have an incredible chance. Maggi is done for in this situation. CFH,
just kill them.
Yeah, CFH is out there. Manny is gonna. They're not gonna give the kill points. They don't want to give the kill points. They just want to go to one direction, but then they will spot Maggi. Manny has been taken down. CFH has been taken down, and Maggi gets eliminated in an incredible way. That was really good.
Oh boy, from 4 players being there, they just get 1 kill for themselves. GMX, you could have done a lot better, boys, but 1 kill is still pretty impressive. But on the other side, we have Elementrix. They will be right now looking to get in as close as they can towards the side of PNGaming, because as we saw the circle there, one compound and the rest of the area is open, and Shagar is going to use that M24. He's going to drop to
त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले झन् धेरै इश्यु गरायो भने धेरै इश्यु हुन्छ सो लेट्स जस्ट फर्गेट हैन बफर वाइप भएको
right now we have PYRO going up against T2K on our screens, and BB ByeBye Yamin is going to drop the players from the side of GM. The Dominator is going to drop Rivals Divine. PYRO Yamas is going to get dropped as well. PYRO, they are fighting 2 fights at the same time. ByeBye being eliminated at the
उनीहरुको किल्स थिएन त्यही भएर उस भएर रेड लाइट चाहिँ पहिला वाइप भएको उनीहरुको एक किलले गर्दा उनीहरु
from the side of BB is going to be taken out. Team Hype is going to exit the game at the 10th position. Quite unfortunate for that team as well. RX Jax is going to get dropped by the blue zone. Demon dropping down. SK was the last kill for the team, and once again T2K Legend being dropped. This could be the end of T2K. They are in a really tough situation, and TX, oh, the zone once again is quite in the open. Look at this, Rivals Noob, he was in the blue zone. This could be trouble for this guy. He has to be really careful.
The play zone is actually eating players right now. As you can see, the kill feed is running. TDP Puffy goes down. Rival Slayer goes down. Mr. Yuzu is still surviving out there for his team. And obviously, Elementrix strong right now. Hunter is on the edge of the zone. JM wants to move in. JyanMaara wants this fight. TX Captain and Demon are ready for a fight. Elementrix Shaga, Elementary Squads is strong right now. T2 is still surviving out there. It is running. To be really careful. Is actually eating players right now. As you can see, the kill feed is running. TDP and obviously Elementrix wants this fight. TX Captain and Rivals X zone. Mr. Yuzu and Poo Man, they know that there are enemies right in front of him and they want to go for a fight. Mr. Yuzu charges in. He knows that there are players right in front of him. Anish has been spotted, but will Anish go for it? No, but then EX even can take those kills. He is really good in that kill stealing department and he is going for it. Elementrix gets eliminated on would like to move into the zone as easy as they can. Captain Legend and that is the end of Team Extreme as well as Insane and Captain both go down by JyanMaara. We are down to 4 teams, ladies and gentlemen. JyanMaara people alive. JM, TM, T2K and PN. Which team's gonna win? As you can see, no team is currently inside. The zone damage and gets finished up. 11 people, 4 teams. And Avsec has been spotted by a gunner, but the gunner will be the one taking all the shots. And Chico and Wong would like to take him down, and yes, takes him down with that M-post in an incredible way with a headshot as well. Dominator on the other end is trying to spot people as he's the lone survivor for his team. TM Dominator surviving for the team. T2K Hunter, he has spotted one. Will it be the end game for him? Nope. The shot hit his pan. He's still safe. The shot hit his pan. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was in fact incredible. We are down to the top 14 and TM. They potentially have a chance to getting their first chicken dinner. They have not been doing too well in this tournament. On the other side, PNGaming, one of the most stronger teams, they are still in this fight as well. But T2K, this could be their opportunity. They are down to 3 players. One of them was knocked down, but Legend being spotted by Dominator. Dominator is not afraid. The last man standing for his team is still looking to take the fights this time around. JM with all the 4 players down, know where the shots were fired from, are gonna look to spot him out and finish him off. And as I say that, it is gonna be Nang who actually finished him this time around. Hunter, T2K, he is quite low. Oh no, PM, they are being dropped as well. Sek, he's gonna go drop Hunter from the side of T2K. Legend is gonna return the favor to him, and Anish and Sek, they are both quite low. And here comes JM. This is gonna be it. We are down to the 2 teams, T2K and JMX, who is gonna come out on top. And now T2K Legend, he's gonna drop the players from the side of JM. Oh no, T2K with just 2 players standing. Hunter is just gonna lose his life, and Legend and Chari, this all comes down to these 2 guys. Can they win this fight for their team and get them the chicken dinner? They only have 3 kills, so if JMX they have more kills,
hyping on the धेरै छ
fight. And Legend
वाङ पनि अस्ट्रेलियाबाट खेल्छ भन भनेर रेटेड यहाँ युके बाट खेल्छ भएर झन् यस केटाहरुले राम्रो गरेछ सर फेरि कुरै नबुझ्ने हेरे के भन्छ हाउ गेम खेल्न मलाई भनेर इको कहिले त्यहाँ माथि इको लेखिरहे मैले सबै हेरेको थिएन नि त मेन ठाउँमा नरहँदा नराम्रो भन्नुहरू हैन हौ त्यो सब एक्सपिरियन्स हेर यार हामी बरु यसरी हेरिरहेका छौँ उनीहरू चाहिँ पनि खेलिरहेछ हैन त्यहीमाथि अब हेरेर हामीले हेरेर भन्न चाहिँ सजिलो हुन्छ क्या त्यहीमाथि मलाई त झन् म त झन् एक्सपिरियन्स मान्छे नि हेरेरै कतिको स्पेक गऱ्यो हैन स्पेक गरे अनुसार अब यस्तो गरेको भए यस्तो यस्तो भन्न चाहिँ सजिलो हुन्छ नि त तर फेरि अनि हामीले यस्तो भयो भनेर उनीहरू पनि रिसाउनु चाहिँ हुँदैन कि किनकि लाइक के भन्छ अब त्यसलाई सजेसन टाइपको रूपमा नि लिनुपर्छ क्या किनकि हामीले चाहिँ हेरेर पुरा हल्का फुल्का भने एनालाइज गरेको टाइप हुन्छ नि त ए अहिले यस्तो भनेस् ल त गरेर खेल त्यस्तो टाइपको एटिट्युड पनि हुनुहुन्न तर फेरि अब भनाइमा नि भर पर्छ नि त आफूले कसरी भने होइन म भएको भए म नि पन्छान्
म पाउँदिन खासमा सब देखावटी हो सोचिन्जे सेरिना
ए त्यस्तो भन्ने भएर त्यो नि हो त्यो त अफ कोर्स नि म आफैलाई थाहा छ नि त्यो बारे त
त्यही हो लोकल नेपाली टिम सबभन्दा धेरै चाहिँ ब्याङ्कलाई सपोर्ट रे
एकदम ठिक मिस सुन्दरीले चाहिँ बेला मनकै कुरा गर्छ हो आई लभ अल नेपाली टिम सबभन्दा धेरै चाहिँ ब्याङ्कलाई सपोर्ट म त सबै नेपालीको छु
त्यही त हो नि
म्युजिक 5 मिनट बाँकी छ होइन म चाहिँ चिया पनि लिएर आउँछु आइहाल्यो मलाई
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Group Stages. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined by Ocean Sharma, who is just banging on the drums right now.
I just like the way it goes. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, joining by, and then so I kind of like that. Right? It's like it's a high school musical going on. Something.
I love that movie.
Okay. Moving on.
यिनीहरु नि बोलिरहेको रहेछ त एकछिन
भर्खरै हो
Yeah.
ओके मेरो चिया आयो हैन
But
अब हामी
by the end, I
सुन्छौँ
think
कि यिनीहरूले
Nepali
के
Ho
भन्छ
Ni have pretty much secured that spot in the first 24. The teams that are gonna be playing the semi-finals, and things once again are not looking too good for two teams in specific who are playing today. It is TM and the other one is gonna be Red Light.
Red Light, yeah,
Two
both
teams
the
that are
teams.
next to each other.
मिस
in the
सुन्दरी
same
आज
group as well.
फायरमा तर
It
कडा
is
कडा
tough,
दामी
as I
भइरहेछ
said earlier before we close
तर उसले
out
सही
for
कुरा
the break
भनिरहेछ
as
नि त
well. Not even being able to climb up against the teams that are not even playing, that just looks weird on the points table.
हो यो
So
चाहिँ
once
यसले
again,
चाहिँ ठिक भने लाइक
TM and Red Light
जुन
just
टिम्सहरू
play for
खेलेको छैन
position
हैन
this time around and
उनीहरूलाई
try
पनि
to
सुपर
rack up
पास
at
गर्न
least 3
सकेको
or
छैन
4
क्या
kills just to make
खेलिराखेकोले
sure that you're pushing up with every single game you play.
त्यो चाहिँ हल्का
Things
नराम्रो
are about to be over.
Things are about to be over. Things you should be the one that you should not be the team for which things actually get over, and no one would want that. And meanwhile, if we are talking about the bottom team, so yeah, as you can see, the problem where the problem is.
यसलाई अगमकी
TM
बादमा
official
भइरहेको छ होला
has
हामी चाहिँ
14
यहाँ
kills for
गफ
31st
पिटिरहेका
position.
छौँ
Red Light has 7 kills for 32nd position. See, this is when you compare it with other teams that have 60 kill points
Yeah.
and 50 kill points, no doubt. See, gun power.
अरे
You guys
सही
also
त
have the
जइबिल
same weapon. The other team
Leave
also
it
have the
now.
same weapon. You guys are rotating in the same zone. The other team also is rotating in the same zone. I know why you're smiling. Yeah.
We remember that quote from Scout. Yeah.
Scout, an incredible player from India. He said that I am never scared of a fight.
Yeah.
Why? Because I have the same weapon, my opponent has the same weapon, I spot him, he spots him, we are gonna fire the same bullets.
Yeah.
But all it comes is with those skill points. If I have the skills, I know I will be flaunting them, and my flaunt comes when I am the MVP. My flaunt comes when my team wins.
I got the
And
skills
that
and
is an
ping.
incredible quote to be
Yeah.
honest.
And with, as he said, the person in front of you is not a god. TM official Red Light, you do have what it takes to take out teams like Nepali Ho Ni, to take on teams that are on the top of the table, PNGaming included as well. But you have to be a little more smart. You have to be a little more smart as to how you utilize the skill set that you have available with your players.
All right,
Because
yeah.
that is one of the most important things in the game, in team games as well. Each player comes with a different skill set. Some are really good at opping. Utsarga, for one, is really good at creating entry for his teams.
That is
and,
totally true.
Other players are going to be good at other things, but each team is going to comprise with players of these different skill sets, and you have to think about how or what is going to be the most optimal way to utilize those players. You have to be really smart about that, and if you can actually make it happen, you can climb up the points table in any tournament basically.
That is totally true. So one thing I would like to ask you and to the audience as well. You know, one day we saw Hacienda zone.
Yeah.
One day we saw Craterfield zone. One day we saw Chumasera zone. So I would like to actually ask you guys as well. Like, you guys are gonna comment down below which zone can we actually expect, and if suppose if that is your favorite place as well, because the match is starting, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can see it out there, and the match is starting, and with the match obviously comes up responsibilities that will be right in front of you guys, from La Cobreria to Impala, La Baneta, Los Lunis, San Martin, Hacienda, Cruz de Valle, El Azar, Water Treatment, Craterfield, El Pozo, Torre, Amuda, Campo. See, Campo Militar is a really good area.
Yeah.
And an incredible area. This, if I have to quote one thing, I'll say this is Giorgio Pole of Miramar.
Yeah, but let's talk about the fact, the location we talked about yesterday as well, Ruins. That place is so ignored, it has been cropped up on the map as well.
Yeah, that place has just one building, and that's
No
just
one cares
secretly-
about Ruins on Miramar.
I do. I do. See, sometimes I go there and
Just chill.
just chill out.
Die
I
to the
do.
zone.
Yeah.
Just because you can.
Yeah.
But on the
See,
other
I
side,
Okay.
feel for Ruins. I feel.
Miramar
for
पनि
Ruins.
start भइसकेको रहेछ
Ruins is my Valentine spot because that is so lonely and so.
Oh,
am I.
DD
I mean, not saying
DDP
anything,
हरू
but
La Cobreria-मै
So,
झर्छ
meanwhile, on the other
you
end, see
have
guys.
me.
Alright,
And
so I'm
you
not
have
gonna
the
sit right
community
next
as
to you
well.
from the next.
You have the community as well.
The community, I love those guys. I love the people who are watching this,
Yeah.
to be honest, jokes apart, because you guys are one of the best guys that are actually supporting your teams. And to be honest, everything
I
apart,
was-
look at the zone.
Yeah, you were asking a question about the zone, and I was just about to say this. I would love to see the final circle or the final fight happen on over to the side of Junkyard, because there is just one big mountain
Oh,
over there.
just casual
And
scorer.
it is literally
Oh,
going to
bhai
be a king of the hill battle. But what is going to be a battle is going to be bot shot trying to use that vector. Dude, that is too big of a distance with an iron sight as well. That does a lot of damage to Kazi.
Are,
who's
Satan
trying to
chhod deu
run
na
away,
ho.
has been dropped to 40%
Satan
health.
ho, yes.
And now he
Yata ta
knows
Satan
that
huncha
the
हैन.
squad of RL, they are charging in on him. RL,
Satan.
could this be your game this time around? Starting off quite strong with that vector, you can go in and charge on the players of the side of TX, but you have to be careful because Demon, he has an Uzi. On the other side, the other player was full decked out with 2 rifles with him. So, bot shot, please don't rush in, and he is rushing in. As I say,
First
that
game
he's trying
PN
to
le,
go
second
in,
game
he has taken control of that compound. But on the other
JyanMaara
side,
le.
we have BB once again charging in towards the direction of SBA. This is going to be an interesting fight because Sumit is there and BB, they are rotating in from quite an open area. On the other side, going in towards the factory that's there. Yami, he is
La. Audio मेरो stream.
once again quite in the open. He has
First game PN ले रे TDP ले होला नि.
ए अँ TTP. My bad. कता हो अघि मैले PN देखेँ त्यही भएर म झुक्किरहेँ के. What the heck?
PN र TDP को परिरहेको थियो नि TDP ले जितेन.
Yep, TDP. I am sorry guys. म यहाँ हल्का ल मेरो किन अड्कियो के?
This much amount of damage can also be a critical damage when we talk about the early stages, early things. And Elementrix Shaga coming on TM insane, takes him down. Obviously would like to finish him. And Elementrix Shaga, this guy is incredible. See, yesterday night
मजाक चलिरहेछ
searching
किन अड्कियो?
YouTube, and I saw this guy doing live stream. And this guy did incredible 1v4 right when I actually opened the live stream. He was playing solo and he did an insane 1v4.
Oh, Sagar sir ko pura us gardiyo ta.
Yeah, these guys are really impressive, the side of Elementrix, but today just
Sagar sir ko stream हेर्दै रहेछ हौ यसले.
And not being able to climb as much as they should have, as much as they would have wanted to.
Low budget net अरे
But
एकदम.
on the other side, as you were talking about SBA, M14 he still does not have that M14 that he wants. He has a shotgun with him at long distances. That is not going to work out. On the other side, we have Nero on our screens. In the last game, one of the first players who was eliminated quite early on, Yamin on the other side was spotted by Nero, has taken some damage and is going to try and find that healing utility because this is still the early stages of the game. We are 4 minutes in. Healing utility is going to be really important if you actually want to go into a fight, because you have, as I always say, you need to think about what you're going to do after you are done taking the fight. You will have taken some damage. You need to heal that damage so you can make those rotations, or if someone charges in on you, you are able to take the second fight and not fight from a deficit yourself and not just be like ducks basically on hunting season and just go down sitting. But now BB and SBA, they have divided this entire location, and that asphalt road is the only thing separating these two. On the other side, the two players from the side of BB, Sleepy and his teammate, they are trying to go in for the wraparound, but now we have DE in front of us. This team is really good at team fighting. That is all I have to say. Vadu Sir, Rate, it's Illusion and Shifu. All of these guys just fight with perfect sync.
Yeah, we have seen this team, pulling out a lot of things, and they actually changing the pace of the game. That is what we have seen from this team. And meanwhile, he was literally on top of the mountain.
Yeah, yesterday.
Day before yesterday, and that's like one. Yesterday, sorry. Yeah. That's like kind of a way that's how he rolls and that's how he works. So that's one of the things. Puffy is not the one who is in the vehicle.
First match, trust the process. Second match,
for themselves.
JyanMaara
find a good area. TX even takes
TX and PYRO fight.
Early stage fights are players alive, but all 16 teams intact. No doubt, here they are trying. They are trying to knock and finish on the TX demon. Taking out the kill. TX even takes out PYRO with ES with that spray of Scarl and taking some shots. Now will it be the time to loot or not? See, he was so away from his team. And insane right
team
now.
PYRO red light TM को ले चाहिए एक जना घुमाएको अवस्था.
Sorry, TM is 3-man squad left as they lost Insane in the early stages, and so as of now 61 people alive and 16 teams intact. Pyro, Red Light and TM Official are the teams that have lost one player. So once again, kind of a bad start for Red Light and TM Officials.
Yeah, really bad start for these two teams. Once again, getting caught off guard, trying to drop in the hot location. This is not going to work out for you. Need to go for the safer place. As Ocean said, try and land to one of those underrated places. I think Ruins would probably work out great for these guys.
Yeah, it
यसमा चाहिँ DE र SB को चाहिँ अझै राम्रो हुनुपर्छ
Yeah, let's not get
my
carried away.
favorite spot, alright. PS5 has been spotted out
Oh,
there.
bhai,
One
what
second on him,
mucho spray
Pyro
देखो.
ES with the last bullet obviously takes him down, and Captain is also moving forward. This might be really bad, but the Captain takes the cover of the ridge for now. Seems like a good thing. Trev ES would also like to move as soon as he can. Those two AKMs can actually rain hellfire out in this area, but then Pyro players will have to move in, because as soon as CX Viper gets revived, I think he'll just like to get into the second car of Captain and like to go as soon as he can. As of now, the ridge is saving them. Will this save be enough for him to actually show his gameplay later in the stages, or will it not going to be anything? But then we'll have to see how it all goes up. Pyro ES slowly and steadily moving, but then
top 24 भित्र भइसकेकोहरु top 10 भित्र भइसकेकोहरुलाई भन्दा नि उनीहरु तलतिर भएकोलाई चाहिँ
saved himself with that vehicle, and Captain is taking that charge. He's leading the charge. TXT
उनीहरुको
on the
राम्रो
other hand
chance
would like to take some fights, but right now would like to get back to his teammates as soon as he can. And I think Pyro just lost a potential kill because the person has been revived. He is safe. He is with his teammates. So Pyro a little bit slow in their movements as of now, but then Ahmed and Jahex, they can
Okay, RL को दुई जना पनि ओपन मा कुद्दै हो.
They can create some problems, but I would not advise them to do it, because once again, RL, you need to be careful as to how you pick your fights. Right now, just being patient and waiting for these to clash up against each other is going to work out, but no, Botshot is not going to let that happen. He engages on Demon, and Demon is going to drop him. TX players, they are looking on towards the players of the squad, RL and Botshot. He was quite far away. He's going to be finished off. He is using that DMR, but he's failing to land anything on his opponents. Once again, they do not have any healing utility. They do not have a single first aid, not a single bandage. Ahmed, he has 15 bandages. He has 1 first aid and 3 energy drinks. Need to share that with your teammate this time around, because TX, they are on the other side. SB and Hero, once again, being taken out by your own car.
Oh, that was bad. But then let's talk about the zone. See, zone is currently at this area, as we can see. Water treatment is kind of empty. Elementrix has an airdrop.
माथि भएकोहरु खसे पनि उनीहरुको
I think JyanMaara was taking some fight with someone. Those are in the first airdrop with that 8x. Obviously is going to be really useful to utilize on the ridge amounts and all those things. So that is going to be one thing. But then Jahex has that 8x obviously on his SKS. See, SKS and SLR are two really unique to use guns in Miramars, and SLR has 2 more damage points than SKS. So if anything, but then SLR compensates in SKS compensates in one thing, that its vertical sway is a lot less. Once you are using DMRs, you actually need to use some compensator on it rather than suppressor, because that is kind of a good thing. And Captain has been spotted right now. No shot has been on him. One shot to take him down to 35 HP, but then Jax was spotted from the other direction. Demon was trying to give that cover fire, but then Captain, look at him. He just barely survives on 1 HP as of now. Jax's health is also low, and Ahmed, they need a backup right now. They are waiting for that adequate backup from their teammates. Where are their teammates? We'll have to see.
Their teammates are dead. They started out with a 3-man squad, and Botshot got taken out earlier on. That's why I said this team needs to be careful about. And as you said, a backup in that situation would have been actually wonderful. But failing to save Botshot, they are going to be cornered in that fight. But talking about being cornered in a fight, Pyro is going to be cornered as well. They are on that low ground, and PN, the 3 players from the side of PN, they are quite spread up. They are going to be able to spot out the players of Pyro and Yama, Trevs, Smokin. They have to be really careful now as to not give away any useless information or any sort of information for the matter towards the player of PN. This team has been really dominant. They do not miss a single shot. They do not miss a single opportunity to take down their opponents, and they like being careful as well, because right now Mafia Ninja, you spotted him doing something weird. That was just him scoping out the nearby area and just watching that their team does not get backstab. Talking about backstab, Vibes Knight taking a hit from TDP on top. That is once again going to be an interesting fight. And Mafia Ninja on the other side is going to fall a little bit away from his team. TDP, they have their eyes, they have their crosshairs set on the squad of Vibes, in fact.
Okay, Vibes को नाइटले चाहिँ बचाउन सक्दैन जस्तो छ बिचरा जिजी नेपालहरु किन बिचरा
the players from the side of TDP, but Knight, he is going to be killed off and no one is going to be able to save him. Red Eye once again trying to see if he can spot those players out. He has to be really careful as to how they rotate, because they are down one player now. They have 3 man alive, but once again the good thing for them is they are in the circle. They are right in the circle, so they can wait this one out. There is no need for them to hurry or rush in this one.
As of now, there is no need for them to hurry or rush on this one. You are totally right on this thing. But then, just look at
बिचमा थोरै कमेन्ट्री हान्दिरहेछ मलाई पनि कस्तो आज त हानु भइरहेछ तर उनीहरु बोलेको सुनेर चाहिँ अनि हान्नै मिलेको छैन.
A little bit of that diversity of 7.62 and 5.56 going on within the airdrops, and obviously the scopes are also coming in handy right now. But the major factor will be where this is. Yeah, this is around water treatment area, so it's once again close to Elementrix. Vicinity. It's kind of close to them. Their proximity is obviously about at that area. And PN Blend, they have spotted some players obviously trying to take fights from PYRO and Rivals. And look at this zone. JyanMaara currently at the center of the zone alongside Vibes. That is on the northern side. TDP also on the extreme north side of this zone. Elementrix have to make the move. All the other teams on the southern side
animation
have
match
to make a move. So I think if anything, this zone is going to change a lot of things in this game right now. PN, they could have spotted some players on the downhill area, and Hype with all 4 players intact as of now. They are using a good strategy of 3 cars. Rivals once again on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, using good strategy of 3 cars. P and Mafia Ninja, as you can see, T2K Legend goes down by his own vehicle. This is really bad.
That was the second player today on Miramar who got knocked down with his own car.
I wish
we would have seen that. That was really an entertaining moment for all our viewers. But on the other side, what is going to be even more entertaining is going to be this clash between the side of Hype and PN. Gurkha taking a lot of damage. PN.
What a nade by
SK. Nade coming in from SK is going to drop Sek. Anish is going to be dropped to 40% health, and Gurkha steps back. SK is going to be the front line right now. Blend is the only man left standing for the side of PN, because Mafia Ninja, he rotated towards the back. He is going to come in late and try and see if his teammates are still there and are able to take the fight. But the players from the side of PN are really low. They have to be really careful this time around, or else Hype is just going to destroy them. And Dalion and SK are right there. Mafia Ninja is going to be dropped by Dalion with that sniper, and it was an SLR, one of the favorite guns.
No, it was an SK actually, but then it was not SLR, it was SK. So that actually was one of the things. And then
it matters he got the knock.
Yeah, but then the grenades are coming in handy, and we'll have to see how it all changes. But then look at that! Oh my God, through the smoke! That was a cheeky one. I mean, through the smoke, and then TM Dominate has also been taken down. Team Chiku has been taken down. T2K is taking an intense fight on TM, and TN is taking an intense fight on Hype. Dominate has been finished. 57 people alive, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Gurkha YT low is down by Matt G, coming in for the third party. Really good, and a good strategy by
Matt G is gonna come in for that backstab, but PN, they are still not off this fight. SK, he was left standing. Can he survive this one? And Prototype is on the other side. He is gonna try and protect his teammate, but Sek is there as well, quite up close. But now they know as well that Matt G is present, and Matt G is gonna commence and initiate the action on them as well, because PN, they have to be careful. Blend, he is going for the revive on the side of Mafia Ninja, and Mafia Ninja, he is gonna get revived soon. I hope he does. The players are gonna be there, but they have to be careful. On the other side, we have TDP trying still in the fight with the players from the side of Vibes. But Vibes, they are going to be in some trouble because they are on the low ground, and the blue zone is there as well. Oh no, one player Sek from the side of PN. He's going to be finished off by the player of Hype, and Maggi is still present on the far off end. They are going to be in trouble. They are wreaking havoc on both these squads. They have spotted the players, and Blend being spotted once again. Mafia Ninja is really low. He has been knocked for the second time. BB ByeBye taking the exit from the game is going to be the first team eliminated, and that is quite unfortunate for that squad once again. But look at this, TDP is there, Rivals is there. Can they actually third party this entire site? Vibes, they do not want any part in this. They are trying to go in for the safer play. Zarad is going to be stick around for a while, but Anik and Red Eye, they are going to fall back a little bit and be prepared to be backstabbed by another squad.
Yeah, that is true. That is totally true.
Ora,
my friend.
माथि को
And
comment
then look
देखिन
at
नि.
this T2K. They wreaked havoc on one team T. That was team TM before. They have 2 kills in their bag. They would like to move inside the zone and take a safe spot where there won't be a chance of third party. But have been spotted by JM. JyanMaara, the team that was inside the zone, and the car. The van is about to be blasted. Some other team actually finds it. They are gonna blast the van, and PN Blend goes on by Hype Prototype, takes him down. But then on the other end, Ahmed also goes on by JyanMaara's Nang. I mean, JyanMaara is on fire right now. No doubt they have just 1 kill. That is the kill that actually just came out right now.
Yeah.
But then they are ready for a fight. Hype on the other end, SK49 is really bleeding out. But then he's outside the zone, and Play Zone is gonna take him. No doubt, Maggi is the bad spot. T2K from one side takes on Manny, takes on Blah Blah. That can be really bad for Maggi. Hell is being spotted. But then Galo has also been taken down by T2K Shari. T2K can also exit, but Maggi gets it first, and Maggi comes out on 15, and PN Mafia Ninja also goes down. So that is the end of PNGaming. So many fights, so small area. This is gonna be a bad thing. Hype Prototype needs a revive. Will it be a good idea to revive him out here? Elementrix Orange has also been taken down. Oh my god, Elementrix in a bad spot. Rival Slayer goes down by a car 98, and Elementrix gets eliminated on 13th. What just happened?
What is going on? The 2 of the best performing teams from Group A have been eliminated already. This could mean that TDP, if they actually get this one, they can push themselves up in the standings even more. But now they have to be really careful, TDP, because it is all on them. The pressure is going to build up soon. As I said, Elementrix being eliminated, PNGaming being eliminated could result in a really bad this game. Yeah, this game could change everything, because as it happened on day 1, 2 of the biggest teams have exited the game before we were down to top 13.
That is true. And Chumusa has been spotted. One shot connects him. That was a headshot as it takes down 53. Anything is damaging above 50. That's always a headshot. That's one thing about the game. And 53 damage. That means Gunnar actually landed a headshot on Shifusa. Shifusa is moving for a car right now. He wants a vehicle, and each and every team is kind of in the zone except for Shifusa, who is outside the circle. RL Ahmed is also Jack. Sorry, is outside the circle. But look at Jack. He is gonna be JM on the left hand side, and that can be a 1v4 or a 4v1 depending on which person actually goes down. And Jax, look at him, he's a lone survivor. Nang has been taken out. One house at that position, and the circle is gonna collapse. Even imagine if the circle goes on the top right side, that's gonna be a really bad spot. And Jax has been taken on exactly what I was saying, top right side, and Red Light gets the exit on 12th position. And this area, T2K Legend is the only person inside the zone. Hydalion takes down TX Captain with that SKS right now. JM Nang is using a first aid because that was needed. Obviously, his health was really down. TX Viper has a proximity towards that the airdrop, and obviously the airdrop has the AWM, the gun that is not just a gun, it's a responsibility, guys.
It's a cannon.
Each and every bullet counts, and with those 20 plus 5 bullets inside the gun, if you have those 25 bullets, you are gonna do some serious damage. Look at Kazi, he's just his car is flying right now.
Just going for that extra sort of a drive with this. But another stunt is going to come from the side of Nang, from the side of JM, and they are in trouble because they just left their teammate right there to be finished off, and that was the only decision, that was the only thing that they could do, because now they Wang is going to be killed off, and Nang is going to be taken down. He's going to be run over by DE Illusion, sir, in that buggy. That was just BM, good sir. That was just BM. We all respect you so much. On the other side, SB engaging on the side of rivals. Divine. He is still left standing. Is going to be taken down. He is going to be knocked out, and that is just kills being handed over to the side of SBA. But Divine, can he pull this off?
Okay, SBA rivals la wipe garnu safal
on the from the game. On the other side, is going to be rivals.
Yeah, we are down to exactly. We're down to 10 teams
right
now. DE, the
Illusion Legend knocked finish on
they have been spotted. Illusion sir has been taken on. Vadu sir has been taken on right now. Rated sir is the lone survivor for that team. TDP Perfect. TDP has all 4 players intact. They have 7 kills. They are in the zone. The PUBG are really good with them. They are strong with this one, so we'll have to see. And they can spot. They have spotted TX Demon, but they did not want to
No.
shoot on him, and right now they can spot JM as well. TM are Jax.
हिजो भन्दै थियो क्या रेटेडले
Obviously,
4 टाइम्स
Diamond
मैले
down
यस्तो
to
दामी
9,
चलाउँछु
he's
एसपीएस
putting 3 players alive. Red Eye,
अन्त कडा
Red Eye,
हान्दियो
he can spot players. He has spotted some players.
ओके टीडीपी द्वारा यहाँ एसबीए को
M14
M14 नॉकडाउन फिनिश ज्यानमारा गनर द्वारा बाइस रेड आई पनि नक
Yeah.
is ready for a fight.
T2K द्वारा TX को डेमन डाउन र सेक्योर
Red Eyes as easy as
ओहो TX को भाइपर प्ले जोन लुक्स लाइक टीम एक्सट्रीम गट एलिमिनेटेड
outside the play zone. 19 meters to get into the zone for Zera.
आठवटा
He has
टीम
to get into the
20
zone
जना
right
अलाइभ
now. Makes it 24.
हाइप को दुई जना यहाँ पाइरो सँग फाइट लिँदै
Hyperion and Prototype, 2 players right in front of Pyro. This is a 2v3 situation right out here, but then every team has to get into the zone.
ओ भाइ what a net by Pyro Yama
ES takes down Hyperion and Prototype. Look at him.
त्यसको साथै प्रोटोटाइप पनि लो एचपी मा उभन जोन भित्र छिर्नु
Because
पनि
he is
हल्का
kind of at the edge of the zone.
त्यसै अब
Can
आफूले
he
आफूलाई
revive?
गरिसक्यो
And
तर
one
इजी
more
रिभाइभ हुन्छ
grenade,
जस्तो
actually
छ
the grenade bounces back and takes on some health of Pyro players. Only
त्यसको
Red
साथै
Eyes has
T2K
been
द्वारा
defeated as
DU
he
वाइट
retreats,
भएछ
and Badusa
टीडीपी
goes
र
down, and Gunner
T2K
actually
ले चाहिँ
blasts him
हिला
himself with a car right now. That was kind of a bad thing, and Zera is going for those throwables. Can be good.
ओ भाइ
Prototype is the survivor as
र
SBA
यसको
Sumit
साथै
takes
एसबीए
down the
वाइटी ले चाहिँ
kill.
उदाहरण थर्ड पार्टी
And on
टीडीपी
top
द्वारा
goes
चाहिँ
for Sumit,
एसबीए
and
वाइटी
JM
डाउन
Gunner has been taken down by Zera. And look at that Molotov. It's just a bit close to Prototype. I know he can't see it, but then the grenade! It was in air. How can you do that? Prototype has
bomb
been
Mario.
taken
Yeah,
down.
भाइ
Mario
सब
put it.
Yeah, that was
What
a
a
movie coming
nade.
in. And once again, getting a really, really good nade is going to be important. On the other side, another person who was
त्यसको साथै
chunking
Vibes
those
को plays
nades
on the
is out of
down.
the game. I was going to
Vibes
say
versus
Zera was
JyanMaara,
pretty impressive.
and
But
JyanMaara
on the
got
other side,
eliminated as
JM
well.
Sonim is going to be taken
पाँचवटा
down,
team
and that's
remaining.
going to be it
TDP
for
with the whole
side of
squad.
JyanMaara as well. We are down to
टिम
the top
एसबीए को
5
3
teams
जना
in this
पाइरो
game,
को
and
3 जना
Trusty
तर एक जना
Process
नक
are
वाइब्स को
looking
2 जना
pretty
एक
good,
जना
are
नक र
looking pretty
टी2के
strong
को
to take
सोलो
another
गाई
chip winner for
रिमेनिङ
themselves. They are still strong with 4 players alive. Team SBA is in there once again.
SBA को राम्रो भइरहेको छ
Pyro
पाइरो got eliminated
is going to
4
be
टिम
taken out.
रिमेनिङ
T2K Vibes,
Trusty
SBA,
Process,
Trusty Process.
SBA,
Which one of these
Vibes,
teams is going to take the
got
chicken dinner?
TDP.
The probability is
Yeah.
towards the side of TDP. Just
20
because,
bucks says, 20 bucks says TDP wins.
dude, I was going to bet on TDP as well.
No,
that is
now
not
you're
gonna
late.
count.
Now you're late. I call
No, no,
shotgun on that.
That
I
is
mean,
not-
you
All
don't
right.
use shotgun,
Okay,
but I can call shotgun
I'll
on
put
that.
my
फर्ममा
hopes
आउँदैछ
and
कमेन्ट्री गर्ने
I'll put
दामी
my
दामी
beliefs
होइन
in
हो
the
मैले
side of
गर्थेँ कि तर
SBA.
उनीहरूको नि बोलेको सुन्न
SBA
मन छ कि मलाई त्यही भएर गरेको छैन
This
कि
has
मैले
been Toro spoke and Anik has been spotted and look at that spray. That
Okay.
spray is a good laser spray and that is
वाह
gonna take
क्या
out
HP
Anik
देखो
with
1
just
HP मा
one
बाँच्न
HP
सफल
remaining.
Vibes
One
गर्ने
more time the spray is gonna counter and
And
then that is the
भेट्यो
end of Vibes ending up on
कडा
4. TDP on top.
त्यसैले टी2के को लेजेन्डलाई पनि स्पोर्ट गरिसकेको अवस्था र यहाँ
one
1
HP
HP
remaining.
मा
Legend
बाँच्न
survives to see another day. How long is he gonna survive? Will he be giving kill to SBA or will he be doing 1v3 to
Yeah.
SBA?
This
That's a
man-
big question.
TDP on top. This man is a beast with the high ground. You give him a mountain, you give him a hill.
Maybe that's
he
why
is
his
going to make
name is
his
on
count.
top.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is going to be the reason. T2K Legend, the only man surviving for his team. He has to be really, really careful so that he can take his team at least into the top 2 and secure some extra points for them.
Okay,
On the other
SBA को
side,
यहाँ 3 जना
SBA, they are
SBA
quite in the
सुमित
open.
चाहिँ
Suresh
damage
quite well.
गर्दै
Miro, it's up to him. Sumit has been dropped quite low as well.
Okay,
Miro,
Lois
he's
को
gonna
साथ
run
Miroलाई
in and
down.
he's going to be knocked down as well. That was really, really bad decision from your teammate. Sumit, he has to be careful now. On the other side, Surya, he has to be careful as well. He is the only man left standing for his teammate. Sumit, you can already count him out on top, trying to get a good
मलाई तर
vantage
तपाईँ-
point and is going to try and finish
Oh,
these
Saga
players
Dara
off.
Surya down.
On the other side,
Looks like
Surya
TDP is
gonna
gonna be
taken out
top
by
2, eh?
on top. This man is a monster, already racking 6 kills of the 12 that is his team has 50% kill contribution. But now TDP, they are charging in on Legend and on
TDP
Sumit at
अगाडि
the same
पुगिसकेको
time.
छ
They are looking
लेजेन्ड
to finish
नजिक
this
तर
off.
उनीहरूले
2-2
स्पोर्ट पनि
split
गरिसकेको छ
coming
ओके
in.
अन
Sumit,
टपले
he
चाहिँ यहाँ
has only
सुमितलाई
had
अघि नै
score
स्पोर्ट गरिसकेको
protection.
थियो
And who is going
But
to go
here
down
he
first?
goes.
SBA is going to be taken out on the third, and that is
र
just going to
T2K
be
Legend चाहिँ
T2K
यहाँ
Legend in a 1 versus
अन
4
टपले
situation.
लेजेन्डलाई स्पोर्ट गरिसकेको थियो
Has a storm heading towards him, and the storm
Jits.
is going to take him. The name of the storm was on top, finishing the last 2
कडा,
players
8
for himself, getting
kills
8
solo.
kills in that game.
8 kills is a number. It's not even a number.
र
It's
SBA
not
र
even a
T2K
number.
पनि
It's a
राम्रो हो है. They
statement
got
that he has
second and
actually
third.
delivered to his opponents that Miramar is where I stand on top.
Yeah, the man is a god of snipers, man. We saw him yesterday as well. Yesterday was quite unfortunate. Took a nade to the face by the players of Rivals. But this time, Rivals were taken out, so he had no one.
He has
He has no one.
His name is on
him,
top. Yeah, his name is on top, but he has even the playing field for everyone. To be honest, I mean, pun intended, no pun intended. I don't know, but still,
I
this
know,
guy,
man.
this guy, this guy.
No, he's not a guy. He's
Love
a monster.
2.0
He's a
reward
beast. And if he's a beast, if he has the high ground,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the king. He's the king. I mean, maybe
he's like
that's
Obi-Wan Kenobi. from Star Wars. If you get that
If you get that reference, yeah.
like just say in the chat.
Yeah, if you get that reference, just say in the chat. Chat in the stay you must.
So
Thank
you
you.
get that references.
Arith 2.0 for
Yoda.
subscribing.
But then, nevertheless, talking about the game, see, the teams once again. that we
एसपी सँग
wanted,
हिलिङ थिएन
Elementrix,
यप सुमित चाहिँ
kind
लो
of not at
एसपी
that thing.
भइरहेको थियो
And Red Light did not finish 16th. I mean, for a change, they were on, but they were on 12th. Maybe they were trying to go for the position thing. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, they were trying to go for the position. They were doing that, trial and error for their positions. And the other teams that were out there, if you have to talk about
On top is
SBA,
like common.
SBA had a really good fight.
common.
SBA Sumit
Yeah.
was, they were rotating out for the areas. Those were one things. Pyro, they were taking fight from TX. TX landed them to 1 HP. Viper was on 1 HP when he was saved and taken back. So
Yeah.
all those things were happening, and that actually shows how ridges
Yep.
are and what ridges
Flash
can
spot is
actually do
OP.
when it
Exactly.
has to change the pace.
And ridges are what changed the situation for SBA as well, wherein
Mode
Nero
please
was
अरे,
caught out
लाज
trying to
छैन।
run in down a ridge, and
Good
on top
idea,
was the man who
good
caught him
idea.
out. But
ल
let's
म
have
त
a
उसकै
look
होला
at
भने
the
त उही आएर
MVP.
फेरि what the fuck
All-
लेख्छ
we-
त
all
what
of
do
us,
you
I think by now know, we have been taking his name again and again. It is going to be Trust D Processes on top with 8 kills, 1400 damage, 9 kilometers traveled, and 24 minutes of survival time. 1400 damage.
भाई
One more.
मारो मुझे मारो मुझे मारो
Half 8 kills makes sense.
It makes sense. And 9 kilometers of distance traveled, obviously. But then, to be honest,
Look
my
at
new
those.
favorite guy, my new favorite player, to be honest, I have to say, TDP on top. See, when it comes to Miramar, this guy knows how to show results.
Yeah.
When it comes to, there was a time when he sprayed a
No,
player
fake
through the smoke.
isolation
He was
Yeah.
just doing hit and trial through the smoke. And what happened is, when he saw the hit points, he knew where to actually move his cursor and just go for that kill. And that was incredible. And
Yeah.
now let's just move to game standings to see which team is second, because we know which team is first, obviously. So yeah,
Lol.
TDP is out there with those 14
Okay.
kill points and 34
14
points.
kills per
T2K.
T2K with 8
I did
kills.
not expect that.
SBA with
T2K
6 kills.
22 points, 8 kills. Wow.
I mean, see, what Legend did is, if it would happen 10 points, then, second and third would have swapped maybe. That would
Yeah.
have been there would have been some change or something. But then T2K is out there on second, SBA is on third. Legend just he played passively to take his team to second position. If anything, otherwise the situation would have been different. And JyanMaara is out there on 14th. Vibes is out there on on 4th. Vibes is out there on 5th. Hype is in top 6. PYRO on top 7, and Team Extreme is on 8th with 8 points in total.
Yeah, moving on to the bottom 8, we have Rivals in an unfortunate situation. They were eliminated quite early on, but still, since they had 4 kills, they are going to be 9th in this game. Deadeye guys are going to be 10th, and Elementrix, really unfortunate, are going to be on the 11th position. Maggi, they are going to be 12th. TM Officials are going to be 13th. Red Light 14th. PNGaming 15th. BB ByeBye are going to be 16th. So, I want to talk about this ocean. PNGaming and
हिजो
Team
कान
Hype.
खाएको भएर सानो रहेको
That
थियो
was
यस्तो
a
चर्को छ
really
साउन्डै
risky
आउँछ।
fight that they were having. It was on the slope of a ridge with just some cover, and you have to be careful because we always, you can't ignore the fact that you can be third partied, and that is exactly what happened. Maggi was trying to engage in that fight, and then they got third partied themselves.
Yeah, I mean, see, Miramar, we say it's a game of riches, but then it's a game of open area as well.
Yeah.
You need to be aware of your surroundings. And
Nepal
once- see,
tournament ho
when you're
gaya.
using Red Dot, see, Red Dot has a small crosshair area. You can see the whole of the area, but when you're using 8x, you can see long distances, but you can't see your
Blocking, right?
surroundings. So that's some of the things.
Yeah, scopes are gonna be useful because, as you said, even with Hollow Sight, it is there. Even with Hollow Sight, some of the vision does get taken away because with the red dot, you can see your surroundings a little bit. But with that, let's see which players from this game actually saw their opponents and took those shots. And it is going to be TDP on top in the first position with his 8 kills, 1400 damage, 1 headshot. Utsarga from TDP is going to be second with 4
हैन हो
kills,
त्यो
6
फोकेले
headshot
फोके
damage,
काण्ड
1
त्यो
headshot.
भन्दै
BB
हाले
ByeBye
आउँछ
is
के
third with 4 kills, 575
बिचरा।
damage, 2 headshots.
हाम्रो
TDP
फोके
Legend
ब्रोले
is
चाहिँ
gonna
काण्ड
be
निकालिरहेछ
fourth,
नि
one of the last people surviving for his team with 4 kills, 465 damage and 0 headshots. SBA Sumit is going to be 5th player and has 4 kills, 414 damage and has 1 headshot. So
SOLTISQUAD
all
को
of
भोलि
these
छ।
players we saw in the last fight situation.
Yeah, I mean, they actually shined out really good because SBS Smith, as we were talking about the hype and PNGaming's fight, he took
Arey,
he
Mafia
took
bro,
one of
why
the
you
kills
killing
as well. The Leon skill when he was knocked out and the spray came in from behind. So that's like one of the things that he actually did. So by hook or by crook, if you're taking the kills for your team, you're actually racking up those kill points. And if you are eliminating someone, that means you'll obviously be finishing above them, and that's like one of the things that actually
Yeah,
it helps you win the game.
points are points. They help you win the game. They help you stay in the tournament and qualify for the semi-final stages. But we have one more map remaining. That is going to be Vikendi. It's going to be up after a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned and keep watching.
Next. र हामी चाहिँ फेरि फाइनलतिर गएर हेर्यौँ हैन
In there once again, a lot of expectations from the players.
PYRO players only. That guys has been eliminated as the E-rated Sun Vaduser goes down and Gunnar actually blasts himself with a car right now. That was kind of a bad thing. And JAZEERA is going for those throwables. Can be good. As SBS Sumit takes down the kill, and on top goes for SBS Sumit, and JM Gunnar has been taken down by JAZEERA. It's just a bit close to Prototype. I know he can't see it, but then the grenade! It was in air. How can you do that? And Prototype has been taken down.
Yeah, that was a Kobe coming in, and once again getting a really good nade is going to be important. On the other side, another person who was chunking those nades is out of the game. I was going to say Zerad was pretty impressive, but on the other side, JM Sonim is going to be taken down, and that's going to be it for the side of JyanMaara as well. We are down to the top 5 teams in this game, and Trusty Process are looking pretty good, are looking pretty strong to take another chicken dinner for themselves. They are still strong with 4 players alive. Once again, a lot of expectations from the players. PYRO is going to be taken out. T2K, Vibes, SBA, Trusty Process. Which one of these teams is going to take the chicken dinner? The probability is towards the side of TDP. Just
20 bucks says TDP wins.
Dude, I was going to bet on TDP as well.
Now you're late. I call shotgun on that. I mean, you don't use shotgun, but I can call shotgun on that.
I'll put my hopes and I'll put my beliefs in the side of SBA.
Look at SBA Sumit Whitey. He just has a cover of smoke and he has been spotted, and look at that spray. And that is going to take out NX with just one HP remaining. One more time the spray is going to counter, and that is the end of Vibes, ending up on 4th. TDP on top is playing incredible and will dare to take down and takes him down with just 1 HP remaining. Legend survives to see another day. How long is he going to survive? Will he be giving kill to SBA, or will he be doing 1v3 to SBA? That's a big question.
TDP on top. This man is a beast with the high ground. You gave him a mountain, you gave him a hill. Definitely, I think that is going to be the reason. T2K Legend, the only man surviving for his team. He has to be really careful so that he can take his team at least into the top 2 and secure some extra points for them. On the other side, SBA, they are quite in the open. Surya is quite low. Nero, it's up to him. Sumit has been dropped quite low as well. Hero, he's going to run in and he's going to be knocked down as well. That was really bad decision from your teammate. Sumit, he has to be careful now. On the other side, Surya, he has to be careful as well. He's the only man left standing for his teammate. Sumit, you can already count him out on top, trying to get a good vantage point and is going to try and finish these players off. On the other side, Surya is going to be taken out by on top. This man is a monster, already racking 6 kills of the 12. That is, his team has 50% kill contribution, but now TDP, they are charging in on Legend and on Sumit at the same time. They are looking to finish this off. 2-2 split coming, and Sumit, he only has a smoke protective. And who is going to go down first? SBA is going to be taken out on the 3rd, and that is just going to be T2K Legend in a 1-4 situation. This man has a storm heading towards him, and the storm is going to take him. The name of the storm was on top, finishing the last 2 players for himself, getting 8 kills in that game. 8.
Yeah, he'll take it all game.
PYRO is going to be taken out. T2K, Vibes, SBA, Trusty Process. Which one of these teams is going to take the chicken dinner? The probability is towards the side of
$20 says.
I was going to bet on TDP as well. That
No,
is
now
not
you're
gonna
late.
count.
Now you're late. I call
No.
shotgun on that.
Oh, यहाँ चाहिँ
You don't
Alright.
use shotgun, but I can
Okay,
call
मेड चाहिँ थियो
shotgun.
कि
I'll
उसले
put
चाहिँ टिपेन
my
के
hopes and
देखेन होला
Okay.
जस्तो लाग्यो
my
ए स्मोक रहेछ नि
in the
त
side of SBA.
Meanwhile, look at SBA. SBA Sumit
स्मोकले गर्दा उसले त्यो देखेन जस्तो छ
And it has been spotted. And look at that spray. That spray is.
र त्यहाँ मेड थियो कि
My beliefs in
Meanwhile-
the side of
Meanwhile,
SBA.
look at SBA. SBA.
यहाँ हेर न बिचरा मेड यहाँ थियो अरे उसले त्यो देखेन यार
Sumit Whitey, he just has a cover of smoke and it has been spotted and look at that spray. That spray is a good laser spray and that is going to take out Enig with just 1 HP remaining. One more time.
लगडा ओ अझै 10 मिनेट बाँकी रहेछ जिजी दाइ बोल्या रहेछ व्हाट द फक रे व्हाट डु हेक के भन्छ हौ I love you sir आयो मलाई यो नेस्ट नै हो 100%
त्यही हो obviously
हेर सब्स्क्राइब पनि हानेर जाऊ है गाइज हिडन हुनुभन्दा अगाडि सब्स्क्राइब हान हामी चाहिँ अर्को गीततिर लाग्ने तर जस एसपी र टिटुकेको राम्रै भइरहेको छ होप यिनीहरू टिटुकेको चाहिँ आउँछ होला होइन अन्टपले गाली खान्छ अब मिस्टर हजुर सारको नेरो ब्रोको एसबी हो यसमा चाहिँ टिडिपीले हान्दै हो यार एलिमेन्ट्रिक्सलाई पनि त्यो माथि एकचोटि यहाँ अन्टपले हाने चाहिँ
They are gonna blast the van and PN Blend goes on by high prototype.
On
takes
W
him down,
usually not
but
getting
then
finished.
on the other end, Ahmed also goes on by
तर उनीहरुको फाइट चाहिँ देखाएको
JyanMaara.
थिएन
I mean, JyanMaara is on fire right now. No doubt they have just one kill. That is the kill that actually just came out right now.
Yeah.
But then they are ready for a fight. Hype on the other end, SK49 is really bleeding out. But then he's outside the zone and play zone is gonna take him. No doubt, Matt G is in the bad spot. T2K from one side takes on Manny, takes on blah blah. That can be.
यहाँबाट चाहिँ TX लिएर उसले राइभल्सहरु मिलेर
But
चाहिँ
then
म्याच
Kill has
जिताएर
also been
पाने
taken down by T2K Shari. T2K can also exit, but Matt G gets it first, and Matt G comes out on 15, and PN
Mafia
Ninja
Legend
also
only.
goes down. So that is the end of PN Gaming. So many fights, so small area. This is gonna be a bad thing. High prototype needs a revive. Will it be a good idea?
उता उठ्साले चाहिँ ओरिजिनलाई डाउन
Elementrix
गरिरहेछ
Orange has also been taken down. Oh my god, Elementrix in a bad spot. Rival Slayer goes down by a car 98, and Elementrix
Okay,
gets
Mr. Thing is a
eliminated
sour
on
What?
13th. What just happened?
What is going on? The two of the best performing teams from Group A have been eliminated already.
On top
This
चाहिँ
could mean
दुईजनालाई
that
हान्यो
TDP, if
यी
they
सबैजनाले
actually
एक
get
पनि
this
जानलाई
one,
हान्यो
they can push themselves up in the standings even more. But now they have to be really careful, TDP, because it is all up on them. The pressure is going to build up soon. As I said, Elementrix being eliminated, PNGaming being eliminated could result in a really volatile situation in this game. Yeah, this game could change everything, because as it happened on day one, two of the biggest teams have exited the game before we were down to top 13.
That is true.
युट्युबबाट डिलिट भएको सङहरु
Copyright
लाग्दैन होला है नो आइडिया
is damaging above 50. That's always a headshot. That's one thing about the game. And 53 damage. That means Gunnar actually landed a headshot on Shifusa. Shifusa is moving for a car right now. He wants a vehicle.
Okay.
And each and every team is kind of in the zone except for Shifusa, who is outside the circle. RL Ahmed is also.
अच्छा डीको त्यहाँ कतिखेर गएर उस मरेको रे उनीहरु
He is gonna
Cannon.
each and every bullet counts, and with those 20 plus 5 bullets inside the gun, if you have those 25
उनीहरुले
bullets,
अम छोडेर
you
गयो
are
कसैले पनि
gonna
लगेन
do
हेर अम
some serious damage. Look at Kazi. He is just his car is flying right now.
ओहो रेटेड को यो यार यो
Extra
एसकेएस
sort of a
यस्तो
stunt,
कडा
sort
हाने
of a
थियो
drive with this, but another stunt is going to come in from the side of DE. They are going to drop Nang from the side of JM, and they are going to drop sort of
He's flying right now.
just going for that extra sort of a stunt, sort of a drive with this. But another stunt is going to come in from the side of DE. They are going to drop Nang from the side of JM, and they are in trouble because they just left their teammate right there to be finished off, and that was the only decision, that was the only thing that they could do, because now they have to run away. Wang is going to be killed off.
And
Nang
चाहिँ कतिखेर गएर
is
मर्यो
going to
गरे
be taken down. He's going to
DE
be run over by DE Illusion, sir, in that buggy. That was just BM, good sir. That was just BM. We all respect you so much. On the other side, SB engaging on the side of rivals. Define, he is quite low. Trigger, he is still left standing, and Trigger is going to be taken down. He is going to be knocked out, and that is just going to be 2 free kills being handed over to the side of SBA. But Define, can he pull this off?
fight
But that's going to be
TX
taking the exit on the from the game. On the other side, another team that exited is going to be rivals.
Yeah,
Wait.
we are down to
Yeah.
exactly.
Rivals,
We're
yeah.
down to 10 teams right now, ladies and gentlemen. DE, the good days are kind of over as they have been spotted. Illusion sir has been taken on. Wadu sir has been taken on right now. Rated sir is the
Rated
survivor
revive
for that
didn't
team.
know where
TDP
it
perfect. TDP has all 4 players intact. They have 7 kills. They are in the zone. I think the gods of PUBG are really good with them. They are strong with this one, so we'll have to see. And they can spot. They have spotted TX Demon, but they did not want to shoot on him. And right now they can spot JM as well. TM Jax with this is the end of TM. Obviously down to 9 teams, 23 players alive. Red Eye, look at Red Eye. He can spot players. He has spotted some players. And FPM4 and M14 actually goes down by TDP on top. TDP on top.
Overall standing
out here is ready for a fight. T2 kill Legends takes down TX Demon and going for a smoke, obviously, to revive Red Eyes as easy as he can. Team Extreme has been eliminated by the elimination of Viper outside the play zone. 19 meters to get into the zone for Zerad. He has to get into the zone right now. Makes it 24. Hype is still surviving. Hype Dalion and Prototype, 2 players right in front of PYRO. This is a 2v3. Takes down Hype Dalion and Prototype. Look at him. He has to put up a first hit. Can he actually do it? And one more grenade. Actually, the grenade bounces back and takes on some health of PYRO players. Only Red Eyes guys has been TDP rated, sir, and Vadu sir goes down and Gunner actually blasts him.
अझै 3 मिनेट बाँकी रहेछ गाइज
गाना बजेको नि त
बजाएकै छैन नि त गाना मैले हेरेर याद थिएँ ए मुला साग फेरि मिस ओरेन्ज भनेर आयो हौ भयो के भयो यार ल फेरि ए मुला साग मैले मेन एकाउन्टै अहिले हाइड हानिदिन्छु है ओभरअल स्ट्यान्डिङ नै थिएन क्या आई गेस उनीहरूले ओभरअल स्ट्यान्डिङ देखाएको थियो न देखाएन नि है र डाइरेक्ट अब लास्ट म्याच पछि चाहिँ आउँछ होला ओभरअल स्ट्यान्डिङ उनीहरूले देखाएको भनेको टप 5 एमबिपी प्लेयर्सहरू देखाएर रहेछ ए टप 5 प्लेयर्स देखाएको हो स्ट्यान्डिङ देखाएको थियो न देखाएन रिपिट आयो छ
नेपाली हो नि गर्छ चान्सै पाउँदैन के
मैले हाइड हानिदिइसकेँ ल अब 1 मिनेट बाँकी रहेछ हैन
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
अबे साले
ठुलो भयो के
अबे साले
Tape my eyes open to force you.
My message भयो ब्रो श्रीरको सङ अब चाहिँ सङहरू नबजाम मैले त्यता अर्को उस मिलाउन लागेको थिएँ त्यही भएर कमेन्ट मिस भएको
Hello everyone and welcome back to PMCO 2000.
हाई र्याङ्कमा कुन टिम छ ब्रो हाई र्याङ्कमा अहिले खै म पता नि युज भएन थ्याङ्क यू लास्ट जोन फर सब्सक्राइबिङ लास्ट जोन अरे अब भाइ साहब
And Elementrix is playing today.
Elementrix's way.
Could be. They have always been.
नेपालले कति गेम जित्यो नेपालले आज 3 गेम जितिसक्यो
got
नेपाल आज त हुन त सब नेपाली मात्र छ भन्दा नि
This
हुन्छ
is definitely going to be required from
4 कि 5 वटा मात्र विदेशी छ
want to climb and be on top. But I think by now it is already too late because PNGaming is actually the team that's contesting Nepali Ho Ni for the top spot on the overall table. Elementrix are
BB
pretty
ByeBye.
comfortable if they are just looking to qualify. I'd say they're more than comfortable right now.
They're more than comfortable. They are at an easy spot if they want to, get
BB
up
ByeBye.
to any of the
TM,
mark, to be honest.
red
But
light.
right now, if anything, Elementrix
Bengali.
have done their homework. They know what mistakes they were making today, and they would like to, rise above from those mistakes and would like to be at a point where if not chicken dinner, they'll be aiming for top 3 at the end or something like that.
Yeah, top 3 is definitely going to be good. And if you have enough kills, you can probably take the top spot without even having the chicken dinner. But that's going to be a lot of extra effort that's going to be required from the team's side. Going into the game, once again, Elementrix eliminated quite early on. Another strong team that was eliminated quite early on was PNGaming.
Yeah, PNGaming was also at that spot, but then I think this can be a map of comeback if they work around their soft corners and would like to go really with a different strategy, because Vikendi demands a different strategy. Starting from your landing spot, you're getting SMG loots, you're getting Win 94s as well. Sometimes you're getting snowmobiles and all those things. You'll have to go through snowy areas sometimes and all those things. The new vehicle that there is, JAZEERA, obviously creates a lot of difference when it comes to gameplay, game styles, game strategies, game mechanics. If you have to if you have to summarize it overall, that is what one thing. And we are in the game, ladies and gentlemen, from Dino Park, from Minar, if you have to say Minar, to Zababa Port, so Cosmodrome, Coal Mine, Goroka, Mount Kresnik, Villa, Dobromesto, Castle, a cement factory can be.
No one goes to Castle. No one goes to Castle. We have seen that.
Once again, just comment down your favorite spot on Vikendi. We'll see if your favorite team is landing at your favorite spot.
Okay. You have been asking me questions and you have been asking our lovely viewers these questions as well. What is your favorite spot on Vikendi Ocean? You can't do Inky Pinky Ponky on this one.
Okay.
You have to tell honestly.
I mean, to be honest, I like Goroka. Goroka is a good area because it has a smaller. See, you can loot Goroka easily. One of the best things about Goroka is it's easy to loot, it's easy to rotate from one area to another, and with that easiness, it's one thing. And oh my God, zone is once again. Zone is one thing. It's like 70-30. 30% of zone is in the water and 70% is on the land. We'll have to see how the zone actually compensates with all of this. But then PYRO squad, you guys, you can see PYRO Trev, yes, he has not yet dropped inside at his location or anything. He's still going to the long.
स्टार्ट भइसक्यो रहेछ मैले म्यापको प्लेन पास पनि हेर्न पाएन यता
The team
has
taken a drop right now as we were talking, and they would like to start their loot, and that loot is obviously going to make some difference for this team, because this team has had a chicken dinner, would like to make 2.
Yeah, but on the other side, one interesting thing about TDP, Look at this. Where on top is, his teammates are quite far away from himself because they were not even visible on the minimap on his screen. But they have to be really careful. As I said, on top is split up from his teammates, and he could actually come in contact with one of those teams. But TM once again are going to be the first ones in the circle, but on the southern side of the map. Talking about contact between teams, DE, they could actually engage upon the side of TX, Demon, Kazi, Illusion and Shifu. All 4 players are right next to each other, and Captain is coming in from the back. This thing could turn wild in an instant, but we will have to wait for that.
We will have to wait for. We'll have to see when it all happens. And Demon currently has no guns, no helmet, no vest, so that's gonna be a bad thing. DE, if they have a bit of a loot, I think they can take down one player. That is Viper. Look at Viper; he's really critical. And Shifusa is moving from one area, and yes, Waduser can spot him. G36C can actually be that thing, the game-changing thing out here. Illusions are moving forward. He knows that Viper is low on health. He can go for punches as well, and he is trying to go for it. Will it be a punch game? I don't know, because punches are coming, and yes, a punch comes up, and Illusions takes down Viper and would like to finish him with the punches only. I mean, the game started. Yeah. The first knock was by Uzi comes in, but then I mean, the punch was doing the work.
Yeah, but the punch was doing the work, and we all wanted to see someone die to fist. But I don't think he wanted to see. He's like, let's just hurry up and finish this. Get this game over with.
Let's just get the chicken dinner in this game. Come on, guys.
But damage dino safal yaar.
And he has 2 rifles on himself. He can actually get revenge for his teammate and turn this entire situation around on towards the side of DE. Illusion, he is there. He was dropped quite low, but on the other side,
Captain they
are coming for their teammates' rescue, and Captain, he has to be really careful. They already lost one teammate right now, and Captain is dropped down as well by Illusion, who was at 10% health. Demon, can he actually come in for the rescue of Captain? Captain, he is going to be finished off. Illusion getting the kill with that Uzi. Oh boy, DE are just in a lot of trouble. And early game stages, you need the healing utility as well. So, DE, you survived that one. Time to move on to the next one and try and see if you can actually, if you are healthy enough to take the next fight. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, that's gonna be an important one, obviously. So that's one of the things that would like to see how it all changes, how it all happens, and all those things. But then, Gurkha, as you can see guys, this is like one of those things that happens. Hype has been doing decent, if not good.
Yeah.
So Hype needs to pick up their pace. T2K has been doing decent, if not good. So these are the teams that need to do a tomorrow it's gonna be a different story. Tomorrow there are going to be different fights between different teams, different groups are going to be out there to show their gameplays. And Cosmodrome is being taken by T2K as if we want to talk about this game right now. MP5K and Thompson in the hands of T2K. Hunter Thompson with a suppressor, MP5K with a flash hider. Alright, this looks really good for him. And as MP5K is a good gun, to be honest. The thing that it lacks is
hello SPA कतिमा छ right now मेरो दिमागमै छैन को कतिमा छ.
Otherwise it is really fast when it comes to fire, but then those are some things that's one thing that it compensates, is that
G36C
kind of a second Uzi, if not the first thing, because it's really fast. And G36C and AK a good combination in the hands of rivals Noob. And
rated अगाडि आइसक्यो TX Kazi.
This might be an early end game for
rated फेरि एक्लै हो. ओ भाइ 3 जना घुस्नी भयो नि त अब यहाँ.
Charging in.
काटले एक्लै गरे.
And that will be end game for him as well. TX is down to really less amount of people. Obviously TX
यस्तो देख्दा फेरि राम्रो र नराम्रो दुईटै लाग्ने के.
His play after this.
Yeah, DE, I think they have some sort of a vendetta against those players and that team number 9 in specific. They are not looking to stop. They are going for the hunt for these guys and finishing them off with nothing but the Uzis making all the plays happen. But that was an M24 lying on the floor. That is going to be a good early game route, but you need a scope to make that work. Having an iron sight on that is not going to work out, and that was supposed to be a snow mic. Shifu, you are not supposed to
D-rated sir is my friend's brother
for that matter. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, but he's like, if it works, right?
Yeah.
So if it is working, it is working. So there is one of those things we'll have to see.
What उसको दाजुभाइलाई नै
everything
चिन्छु.
else changes on it. SB Sumit YT is moving forward. SB Nero, SB Surya taking out the third vehicle in his hand. Sumit YT, he has a snowmobile.
म चाहिँ जियोस् हैन यहाँ खेलेको जति धेरै जस्तोको
That is a good thing in the hand. Zima. it's kind of an underrated vehicle, to be honest. When you want to talk about speed, on the other
त्यही
hand,
माथि
if you
स्पेक्ट
look
गर्ने
at
धेरै भएको
Zima
भएर
is
नि होला
fast,
होइन
it's a 20
रुमहरूमा
kilometer
यताउता
vehicle. It is
स्ट्रिम्सहरूमा
really, really
सबैमा
fast.
देखेको हुन्छ कि
See,
सबलाई
Nero has to use boosters on his Dacia. He had to use boosters on it. He is using boosters from time to time, but Surya is not even picking up the pace with the boosters. So that actually shows how good the vehicle is with the speed. He's still able to catch up to him.
ओके हाइपकोहरू चाहिँ यता
Definitely,
एक्लै छन्
we'll
जस्तो
have to
छन्
see how that happens.
7
And
मिनट
hype,
ओ भाइ
like we can
7
see
मिनट
hype
हुँदा
squad
फेरि
out there.
टेक्सको
TDP, you guys, Utsarga and Puffy. Zima is like a new meta that people actually use, and the number plate says 1408JJ. That's I was just trying to read what number plate actually says on Zima.
भोल्युम
Yeah,
भोल्युम
number plate
ए
says
भोल्युम भन्दा चाहिँ
1408JJ
भोल्युम
out
सानो
there.
भयो
And we'll have to see. See, this is kind of a different rotation. You know, the zone is kind of in water, so
Yeah.
you can go to the shore side. As you can see, the mini map, the players are in the shore side, and he was playing FPP in TPP. You can see the FPP.
JyanMaara Nang was my high
boy,
school
oh boy,
classmate.
that is going to be interesting. Having TPP, I think, just makes things a little bit easier for you.
JM को त मैले
Just
वाङलाई
because you
मात्रै
can
चिन्छु
peek the
राम्रोसँग।
corners. That is the advantage of it. And it can result in a lot of amazing fights. What is happening, Ocean? Help me with this. Why is Bot Shot sitting in a car next to a rock?
He's like camping out in
Rice
that
ago.
area. He
Chilling.
just needs to light out a fire and just sit there and
Oh yes, all the ice. You have grass nearby. You have those
you
huts
have that
nearby
hut
as
nearby.
well.
Yeah, that's so soothing.
A beautiful
I don't know.
scenery.
Yeah, I want to go to Himalayas after this. If this all is over, I don't know, but yeah, he might be disconnected. Jokes apart, or
Yeah.
something like that. That's one thing that he'll have to see what
होइन
happens.
के को भोल्युम हो यो
Anish
ठुलो
Zima
बनाइसकेको छ
right
त
now has 30 bullets in this AKM is refueling the vehicle, a really good strategy. Groza comes up good with that suppressor sniper level 3 great stuff and is going around cement factory area. As we could see through minimap, it says TORY, that is probably factory if not anything. PN Anish, PN Blend, FSEC and Ayush, you guys, these 4 people are looking really good in their compounds. They want to loot, they want to move. They have they have 2 Zimas and 1 Dacia that they have parked, one green, 1 yellow and 1 blue colored car. So that's a good combination, to be honest, but then they would like to move as soon as they can. And RLE, 3 players out here. What are they
यिनीहरू
doing
पुरा
with this?
चिलेक्स
What are
पारामा
they doing?
I guess at this point, RLE, they're just having fun. Guys, you guys are in the bottom 8. You have to be careful. Okay, talking about being careful, just playing with 3 players. They have to go for those survival points. So I think this is actually a good strategy for them. Avoid all fights. Just be careful. Make those rotations
स्ट्रिमको कमेन्ट्री सानो भयो अरे
like whatever
Fullमा छ त
based on whatever suits you. And like early rotations, if you are comfortable hiding and staying patient on the other side. Late rotations, if you want the other teams to already be there and are gonna be careful on your way in. That's the problem. If you're rotating late, people are gonna be targeting you. Be careful making your way inside the zone. On the other side, rotating early, you can be. There's a slight chance that you'll be caught off guard, but you'll be there first. You'll be able to find a safe place to hide, and you'll be able to take any fight you want from your position. You have to initiate that fight. On the other end, PN right now engaging on the players of PYRO, and PYRO, they are just going to run away once again.
भर्खर 10 मिनेट हुन लागेको छ म त धेरै नै भयो
Yeah, as of now, they do not want to fight PN at any point, at any point. But then
RL को बाहिर निस्केको मात्र almost knocked him out.
Down to 20-ish HP, if not 15 HP, and then Pyro Smoke in ES wants to spot a player once again. Had a 6 times on his G36C, but right now he would like to be as passive as he can, just trying to make his opponents have that one mistake. PN Anish is using M16, and this M16 had 3 bullets. Would like to reload, have 40, and would like to go on it once again. FSEC and Anish are ready for a fight. JyanMaara on their back end. Pyro Travis has that M24 that can be deadly if has a good scope on it. If not anything, if his shot actually lands on someone, it's gonna be a lot of pain on their head if it's a headshot. And as I was thinking, goes for it, lands up a headshot on FSEC and takes him down. That M24 has roared with the sound. That's gonna be in the head of FSEC as it was a headshot. Right now, the circle's gonna close up. The circle's gonna close up slowly and steadily. We'll have to see the way the circle goes, because no one is on Towar, Abbey, Castle and Cement Factory, and a part of Volnova and Winery. So those areas are isolated. No player is around that area. And yes, the circle is going to Volnova area. Volnova, Winery are kind of in the center. Look at Vibes. Vibes are at the southern side. They have Elementrix and BB right next to them.
They have been there for quite a while, but this is going to be good for them since they are already in the play zone.
PYRO ले नि
And the team
PN को लागि हेर्दै
that is already going to be in the play zone is going to be SBA on the other side, I was just going to ask this. Where is Elementrix? Elementrix is right next to BB, and I think those two are going at it. But on the other side, another team that is continuously fighting right now is going to be PYRO, and the side of PN AFSEC. He was dropped low, but now he has healed up. On the other side, that M24 is going to be destructive. Look at this, RL bot shot, but the squad of PYRO just passed him. On the other side, we have the second airdrop in there as well with the MK14 and the level 3 gear for anyone who wants it. But PYRO, they are going to regroup. JyanMaara was there as well. JyanMaara, they are just waiting for this fight to start and these two teams to go ham on each other, so they can actually third party and finish off whoever one is low.
They would like to go for it. They would like to do it. And Madgy blah 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 has been taken down by DE Illusions.
Oh, DE go let down on
it. Goes on CFH with that MP5K. I think Madgy is in a bit of a trouble as CFH has been eliminated. Blah 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 will also be taken down out of the server. So Madgy losing their two players. It's down to Manny and Gelu. They will have to see what they do. Those two guys do, because they are kind of stuck up at one fight. As they can see, TDP on top comes the MVP of previous match. He's making the smart move. Moving ahead, moving far away right now, because that is one thing that is needed. Madgy Manny would like to see, because TDP has surrounded them. If not surrounded, TDP is on their one side and on top. Once again going on top. I mean, this guy likes to go to that area. High prototype takes down JM Sonim. So I think on top will be having a good angle, while TDP's other three players would like to rush in as easy and as soon as they can. And look at one thing. Hype Squad actually took down GM from that distance.
That is just incredible from this team. And JyanMaara, their plan just backfired. They were planning to backstab the teams of Prototype, but they are getting hit on themselves. On the other side, did I just see PNGaming take another hit from somewhere else? This situation is going ham. And yes, RL was the team that engaged upon them. This could be really, really bad. Bot shot going down. AFSEC was the man who did it, and bot shot is in close quarters. PN, they are quite comfortable with the cover that they have. Ayush, he was knocked out, but he is going to be revived. On the other side, PN, two of the players were knocked out. If RL actually run in and go for a rush, they have a chance of coming back and winning this fight. But Anish, he was revived, and AFSEC, he is going to be taken down by Imaz Ahmed. That's going to be 2 kills for this guy, 2 free kills. See, I said you need to rush in. That was the right movement. But on the other side, bot shot, he's going to be finished off. Imaz Ahmed, he's going to get 2 kills. And now Jack is there as well. But now here comes the remaining 2 players from the side of PNGaming. Could PNGaming be the first squad being eliminated from this game? That can potentially happen. But now the players from the side of RL have moved on to the top floor, and the health advantage has been taken away from them. But Maz Ahmed, you need to heal up. If he heals up right now and jumps down and takes this fight with a split, he can help his team actually win this. But with the nade being cooked, is this going to be enough? Oh, that was a bad nade. It bounces off and lands outside. Blend just missing his mark. That was quite unfortunate.
If that would have been a proper nade, then that would have actually taken down 2 people. But then it's a 2v2 fight right now. RL versus PN. Both teams are remaining with 2 players. Blend wants to have that open area from where he can move in. And RL has smoked into that area because they know they do not want to give a chance to their opponents. Blend is on the other house right now. Anish is on that house only. Blend is looking for an opening. Anish is looking for an opening. Jahex, as you can see, is coming out from that area. Molotovs comes in, goes to Jahex, and is doing incredible amount of damage to him. This is really bad for him. Blend is wanting to move in. Blend is moving in, throwing up another thing. Another throwable has been thrown out. That's a grenade, if I'm not wrong. We'll have to see what happens. And they are getting shot from the other direction as well. That is really bad for them. RL was in a strong spot right now, has turned it down. The tables have turned. They are on a weaker area. That upper ridge, upper area is actually going to be their demise, if I'm not wrong. Look at Jahex. He's taking that TPP. He knows that a player would like to come to from that area only. That's a fielding. They have set up a fielding. They're like, if someone enters through that door, I'll shoot, you'll shoot. We'll see. That's a good fielding. That's an incredible fielding from their side. And PN would like to move in. If PN moves in, they are going to lose one of their players, if not 2, before getting finished off. And that's one thing. And on the other hand, an M24 is ready for a headshot.
Yeah, you have to lie down. A good decision from the players of RL, but they have an M24 of their own lying in front of them.
You know what they can do? Imaz Ahmed can drop a gas can where the Molotov is.
Yeah, it's going to blow up.
As soon as a player enters, they just start blowing the gas can.
Yeah.
I mean, that can be a strategy if anything. But then the Molotov was coming in hot. Look at Blend. Blend wants that opening. Blend wants to move in, but will it be enough? We'll have to see. And YGxNoRules takes on SBM14 as we are talking. But then Imaz Ahmed, both the players know the location. It's that cat and mouse chase, the cop chase that's going on. And once again, the gas can is going to be game changing if I'm not wrong, because the gas can is changing everything. Imaz Ahmed was spotted. He was shot at a bit. He would like to heal up if he has good healings. Yes, he has, and he is using bandages right now. JAZEERA is up on the upper floor. Anish and Blend, they want to move in, but will they or will they not? That's one thing. Imaz Ahmed is gonna pop up a first hit that Jax just dropped, and yes, he's going to use it as of now. Anish wants to move in. Blend wants to move in. The slow pacing. Jax has dropped down. Anish was looking for that opening, but as of now, this is one thing. Wives Knight has taken down SBS Surya.
Yeah,
see how the fight changes.
This is just incredible, and we do not want to miss this fight. But on the other side, the circle is coming in as well. And Ocean, what a surprise! Finally, someone heading towards the side of Castle. It is none other than the team of Rivals. Thank you, guys. Thank you for showing us this moment. You are the first one in that location to ever be there, I guess. But we have the third airdrop coming in with the AWM, the 4x smoke, and the level 3 kit as well. AWM, a really strong gun. Just need to land one shot, but the ammo is just not that tough. But ammo, Imaz Ahmed has taken some in his own body. Once again being dropped really low, does not have any healing utility, only has 20 bandages on himself. So once again they are making the same mistake again and again. They know where they are getting shot from, they know where they are vulnerable, but they go in for the fight. But on the other side, another fight is Vibes versus Elementrix, and Red Eye, he is so low, he's so close to dying. He does not even have the opportunity to heal. Elementrix, they have cornered him. He does not has the time to use them though. The 7 first aids, they are going to be wasted if Elementrix actually get him. And now he is going for the heal, but on the other side, Elementrix, they are going in for the revive. It was 2 versus 1, you could have actually taken the kill, but now Red Eye, he has healed up. Can he win this 1 versus 4? The players from the side of Elementrix, they are back up again, and he is going to go for the peak. He's going to drop Poo Poo Man. Orange, he is still standing. He is still quite strong. He can take the fight. Come with a jump shot, and Vibes is going to be wiped out from the squad. The first squad to go out. On the other side, Elementrix not getting knocked down.
Orange just clutched it. Orange just clutched it for the team, but then there was one player coming through water. No one actually saw him. He is behind Elementrix. If he comes on land, that is going to be the end of Elementrix as well. That's going to be something. And on the other hand, PN and RL will be back to that, because the fight is back to square one.
Yeah, that is just not gonna stop. I think we just have that Vikendi moment once again, wherein you just wait.
Yeah, that's
and okay, that time it was just 1 player and 1 player. This time it's 2-2, so they can basically wipe 2 squads, I guess. But talking about wiping squads, one thing that lets you do that is the M249.
It's not a gun. It's just a beast. It's a machine. I mean,
a gun is a machine. Sorry.
Okay, so that's that's an awkward moment. A word pun. Word play with INES machine.
Okay.
Yeah, but nevertheless, back to the game. BB is out here, and PYRO, as you can see.
Off the topic,
obviously, Team Mercenaries is out there right in front of you guys, and PN, as you can see, we have had the area. But Anish is trying to spot some players. He's just trying to wreak havoc or chaos in the minds, and he wants to play mind games, and those mind games are coming in really good right now. Anish wants to move in. Blend wants to move in. They just want to move up. They are done with the throwables and utilities, I guess, because Molotovs were coming in really handy right now. Blend wants to move in. They are saying that we will charge. I think they want to charge. Blend is taking that TPP. He was trying to spot, and JAZEERA can be spotted. He has thrown a Molotov which stops Anish from moving. As you can see, Anish is on one side. He's dropped his pan because he knows that right now it's not going to be useful. He has dropped his angled foregrip. Might be using something else, or might not be using something else. It might be, some different scenarios. What happens in all the reasons of the game. But then Imaz Ahmed, that guy, he just threw that Molotov, and that Molotov actually changed the way because Anish wanted to barge in, but he could not.
Ocean,
Okay,
you and
but
I
I
were
got
having
rivals
this
also,
conversation as
rivals
to
are
how
really,
flashes and stun grenades are one of the most underutilized
Oh, bhai,
things
BB,
in
like
competitive and in high tier PUBG. But in that situation,
All
I
maga
think a
fun
stun
wala.
would actually work out pretty well. You can throw it down the ladder
Yep,
and use it as an escape route. Talking about escape, Shagar from the side of Elementrix is not going to have that. Elementrix just being caught out by the side of BB ByeBye, and Mr. Yozu is going to come charging in. It is a 3 versus 4 situation. Here comes the Yami, he is going to be taken down. Oh, he still survives, but Yuzu who is going to come out. It is a 2 versus 3. Yami, he has taken some damage, has dropped to 50% health, but Sadat and Shino, they are still standing. Orange and Poo Poo Man, can you make this happen? Poo Poo Man going in for the revive on towards Mr. Yozu. Orange, he was dropped low and he was knocked down as well. It all comes down to Poo Poo Man. Orange, he is burning alive in that Molotov, but Mr. Yozo, he is going to be revived. Poo Poo, he is going to go for that second revive on his next teammate, but they are taking damage, and BB ByeBye are not looking to stop. Poo Poo Man is going to be taken down as well. He's going to be finished off. Mr. Yozo, can you save your team? Good sir, your teammates need you in a 1 versus 3 situation. Can this man pull off the ultimate play, the ultimate clutch this time around? BB ByeBye, or are they just going to finish off the squad of Elementrix? This is not looking too good for Elementrix, but this could be good. Hype is here as well, and Hype could be the team that rescues them. BB ByeBye, they have lost Siddharth, who was knocked down. Tamim is quite low on the other side. Shino is the only healthy player, and Dalion has been taken down.
Shino has a proper opportunity. He can take that kill. He knows that there's a player out there, but I think Dalion will be taken down by Insane player, by TM Insane. Only the grenade was coming in out here, but I don't think so. Grenade was anything. But then Shino was able to knock behind him. The grenade actually takes him down. A smoke is being done. He knew that there's a player out there, and obviously he takes him down. Dalion is in a critical condition right now. He needs a revive, but he won't be getting it because another M24 shot comes in and takes on Dalion as well. And a revival is coming in by SK49 on Gurkha.
Sumit White agadi उनले चाहिँ eSport गर्न सकेको छैन जस्तो छ.
And Sumit was also behind him. Throwables are being used on each and every area, because that's one thing was trying to shot on them.
Look at those smoke.
Enemies ahead as Sadat was also taking TPP. By a car blast, if anything. We'll have to look at the amount of vehicles that are surrounding this building as well. Rival Stickers take down TDP on top. TDP on top, the MVP of last game is in a bit of a trouble right now. Elementrix, BB, Hype. 3 teams out here. Rivals takes down TDP with a grenade. So I think TDP is being
last match
by 2 different teams.
Yeah, TDP are in trouble as well, but once again, BB ByeBye, they were in trouble the moment Hype arrived, but now Hype, they are stuck in an open situation. On the other side, a Molotov knocking down the players of the side of TDP, and Circle is once again in a really weird situation. I mean, it is Vikendi after all, but we are heading towards the close.
Looks like
Rivals for a TDP teams alive, 38 players in game.
JyanMaara third party didai.
I think this
Sumit le
is
SK Patil down, prototype le SK.
As I was about to say that SBA was knocked out of the game instantly.
Yeah, I mean SBA was
25 minutes हुन लागेको छ र
and as of now we are 30 teams are alive, so that's one of the things. And TX Demon is kind of critically low on health, just surviving for his team as soon as he can. T2K wants that kill for them just to open up their kill number, as 0 kills right now. Hunter, that was courtesy of TX Demon only. He just took up that kill, and JM Wong takes on PN Blend. As we are talking, we are fighting in this area, because this area, it seems really critical right now for each and every team. If they'll be losing their players at this stage, in the 6th circle, I've never seen 6th circle accumulating so many teams.
Oh bhai, BB
takes down.
I will start to fight. Hunter knock can finish legend knockdown.
Goes for DE. So I think this might be the end of DE as well. And
TX play zone
actually goes down because play zone eats Demon, and that was really bad for him and bad for the team. They got eliminated on 13th position in this game. PN, Anish and Blend are surviving as they were on the next building of RL Imaz Ahmed, from where the fights actually started. Jax and Ahmed are still trying to take the control of the fight. These two players are still out in this area, in these buildings, and in this particular zone, because the zone is still on them. Trigger has Magic right in front of him. 2 trees, and he can actually spot him. He does not know, and
BB
now he has to get out
to
to find someone, and he is constantly losing his health. He wants to move forward so that he can actually take it from behind. Hyper Whitey goes down, and Prototype has also been taken down by BB Tamim. BB is looking good in the fight. Mr. Hyozu, he needs a revival. That smoke is going to be really, really good, and Trigger wants to spot him. Trigger is using the first aid. Once he does that, I think, but then won't be getting a chance, obviously, from behind. That's going to be bad, and Playzone is taking players, and Maxi Man, he was one. Rivals Divine, he can be a sole survivor for the team, and Mr. Hyozu has stepped up once again. He would like to pop up a first aid, and maybe, just maybe after this, they take fight from BB.
But Nade was quite close to him. Will he survive that? And as I said, BB Shino, the Nade is going to knock him down once again, causing the revive of Mr. Pupu Man, just proving to be useless. But on the other side, once again, it's a 2 versus 3 situation. Pupu Man is going to knock down Shino in return, and here come Tamim and Sadat. Can they take on Pupu Man? He was in the smoke. Oh, he steps out. He knocks down one, but he's going to be finished off. And Pyro Tracy is here. Can he pull this off? Can he take advantage of the fight? He
Pyro Tracy is here.
He is in the smoke. He is in a 1 versus 1 situation. This is the most even it has been, but now here
Pyro Tracy है क्या?
Pyro, they
इसके साथ Pyro द्वारा मिट्ठो थर्ड पार्टी BB लाइक.
BB ByeBye. Pyro just striking at the perfect moment and just taking whatever they can. These guys are hungry for those kills, and they shall be fed.
I just want to see if they spot Hype SK49, who is a
SK49
moving forward. SK49 not making any movement. Pyro is unknowingly creating a cover for SK49.
Yeah,
that's something different, and they have created a full cover for him so that he can go through. He can cross the road through smoke. And I don't know if SK49 knows it. He is still alive. He is still moving and kicking and breathing. He has taken his team to top 9 right now, but will he be able to take it anymore further? Wong has been taken on by RLJX. We'll have to see where does this fight go. Yelu is moving forward, the lone survivor for the team, and would like to steal that kill. And yes, he has stolen the kill.
इसको साथ है JM चिप के जोन ले भाई साहब.
Magicalu is moving forward slowly and steadily, trying to get into the zone, but has been spotted and would like to take down one person. Has taken him down, but his own HP is 10.
मिसुन्दरीले जोक पनि बुझ्दैन हो.
Only has 7 bandages, and that's
यो कमेन्ट्री गर्ने चाहिँ मिसुन्दरी के उस रहेछ. मान्छेहरुको नाम बिगार्दै गर्छ.
Alive. SK49 still.
Oh, SK49 is still defending.
Because he is kind of at an area. He's moving.
He
knows that the players actually had just
went out. कुद्न पर्ने अवस्था र पाइरोकोले चाहिँ उलाई स्पोर्ट गरेको छ. डेड आइज फेरि प्ले जोनले गएको जस्तो छ. मिसद्वारा चाहिँ यहाँ SK49 वाइप
people alive.
Yeah, this has
wipe
really intense, really fast, and this could be it.
छोटा टिम्स 12 जना बाँकी छ. टिम पाइरो, टिम PM,
that is just
team
PNRL. Maggi with just one player.
Maggi को एक जना रे, and T2K was also there पर वो चाहिँ finish में.
They have 4 players with them, and talking about squads with more players, PNGaming is not gonna have any more in this game. They are going to be eliminated. We are down to the top 4 teams, and it is Pyro, TM, Maggi, and RL of all things. TM and RL, the last teams you would expect to get the chicken dinner are the ones still fighting. TM, they have 6 kills. They have the men for themselves. If they play this one perfectly, they can actually make this happen. Being on the last spot, they need this one to make
they
actually make it happen insane.
So nice job by Pyro. Not gonna suffer by
TM is gonna be blown up, and that could be Kamaz Ahmed if he can get the kills. Maggi being eliminated on the other side. TM, you have to be careful about the side of Pyro. You still have 2 players knocked down. Dominator, you need to fight around the smoke, man, but on the other side, Pyro is gonna drop Chico, and Dominator is the only man left standing for the side of TM. This
Team RL versus Team Pyro versus Team TM.
Everything going in their favor.
Oh my god, everything.
Looks like this is gonna be Pyro को जो means like चाहिँ export गरेछ Dominator ले.
TM Insane and RXX actually go down by Pyro Yama ES with that M762 barrel, but then Kamaz Ahmed is still surviving. Chico wants to move into his player that is Dominator for the cover, but then 4 players from
त्यसको साथै चिकु पनि वाइप हो. एक डोमिनेटर मात्र बाँकी
are ready because it's a 4.
Pyro यामाले चाहिँ आफूलाई हिल गर्दै स्मोकिङ एक्लै अगाडि किन त्यसरी गएको.
And he will be finished, but Yama has to spot him because Myth and Yama, they would like to move forward. And the match ends because, oh my god, match actually ended really quickly in this one.
Guys, because the PYRO got the chicken dinner.
None of us expected the game to be over that fast.
तर त्यो कसरी सक्यो त्यो लास्ट गोल म आफै
RL, red light. They had everything going for them, but still failed to get the victory. They had 4 players. PYRO were with 3. And that bad engagement coming in did just cost him the chicken dinner on this.
Now let's wait for the overall standing.
They played passive or anything, or with a bit of kills. What happened is they managed to take their team in top 3. Or it all matters if top 4 or top 5 have higher kills or anything, but still, it's a good start.
Yeah, top 3 is definitely a good start for the side of RL, but I think it is a little bit too late. Because that is going to be quite unfortunate for them if they fail to climb even with this high of a standing. On the other side, PYRO putting up an amazing performance this time with a lot of kills, were able to collect a lot, especially that play when they collapsed on 2 teams that were already fighting. Hype was there as well. Hype got taken out, and Elementrix was wiped out earlier, so that was a really fast decision. And the moment at which they did it, like the timing was so perfect.
Yeah, that is totally true. I mean, the timing was perfect, the movement was perfect, the way that they passed in, that was perfect, and
it was like all the stars aligned.
PYRO took the opportunity.
Yeah.
They knew, okay, Elementrix came, they were wanting to move into the zone. They knew, okay, there was one team that got wiped and we heard the gunshots. So that means if they heard the gunshots really close to them, then they knew the fight was really close to them. They knew if some team was wiped, that just means the other team is putting on their first aids or anything, or maybe reviving their players who got knocked down. So they actually knew how to take advantage of that thing. And one advantage was over Elementrix, the other advantage was over BB, and obviously after that hype,
the BB hype Elementrix
the whole team just bashed around him, and then when he had the opportunity, he was going into the zone to cross the road. All actually shot him and
that was a good bait coming in from their side. I mean, we saw the smokes and like, why are you doing this? SK can use this to get away, but apparently that was just a bait for the player of Hype, and it was just an incredible game this time around on Vikendi. Once again, Elementrix, one of the favorites, did not win it. PNGaming, I don't think they are going to be able to make that push and take Nepali Ho Ni's spot. Nepali Ho Ni pretty much securing that first spot for themselves. But being on the first spot is not what's going to be important. It's going to be important to stay in the top 24 if you actually want to qualify for the semi-finals.
Yeah, that top 24 actually matters, and it will all come up to, we'll have to see, you know, as we are slowly and steadily proceeding through the last day of these qualifiers, and we'll see which team actually goes to the next round, because that top 24 mark.
मुला हिंदी नबोलो त हरेको बोलेछ फेरि ओ भाइ भनेको भएर हो के
it might
त्यो त रमाइलो हो
नि one kill that you did not take. It might be because of that one position.
त्यो रमाइलो छ त त्यो भाइ
it might be because of your late start of the game. See, just like red light, they got
भाई मारो मुझे मारो नहीं ये मजाक हो रहा है एक सेकंड यार मजाक हो रहा है.
We will have to see and wait as to how they are doing in the overall standings that are going to happen later on.
Oh my god.
Let's not talk about the other teams. Elementrix. Going in on that fight, charging in, that was just bad, and I've noticed this.
Missing Shrey Lama last seen weeks ago.
They send out one scout, one guy up ahead to see if there is a team there, and that's gonna be it. If they see someone, they are just gonna go in.
They would want to go in. They would want to move as soon as they can. They want to barge in that area and just try to find the perfect opening. But then, see, sometimes
we died early last one.
Sometimes it work for you.
कडा थियो आजको म्याच यार
but your opponent team has already countered your plan A in their mind, knowingly or unknowingly. They have already countered your plan A, and it's kind of difficult to think of a plan B at that time. Maybe even if you have a plan B, you just are not able to give that call, because you're like, no, maybe a plan A will counter it. Sometimes, you know, it all
overall standings
ends up in your opponent's lap and they just take the game.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, but let's have a look at the stats for this game and see what has been happening with these teams and where they are. Team PYRO obviously getting the chicken dinner with 30-point play coming in. TM officials, look at this. The teams are on the last 2 spots. TM officials, red light this time around are in the top 2 for this game. TM officials on the 2nd, red light on the 3rd, Magi on the 4th, Deadeye Guy is taking the 5th. PN
Arey,
Gaming
miss,
taking the 6th
GSL
spot. Team
kya
Hype
त्यस्तो
on
हैन
7th, and Team T2K are gonna be on the 8th.
Yeah, as of now, these were our top 8, as we guys can see. But the table that actually concerns this at this one was Elementrix on 9th, BB ByeBye on 10th. Early exits that the thing that they actually took. But then JyanMaara was out there on 11th, RivalsX on 12th, Vibes on 13th. Vibes did really good in the previous match of Miramar.
त्यतिखेर पुपु चाहिँ हैन गाडीमा चढेको सही त सही गरेको तर ऊ लो एसपीमा थियो त्यतिखेरै बरु चिल्स पारमा हिल गरेर जम्प गरेर हानेको भए है
I mean, they did some mistakes.
मेबी त्यहाँ अर्कै उस हुन्थ्यो कि किन तिनीहरूले थाहा पाएको थिएन कि पुपु त्यो गाडीभित्र छ
भनेर move further and further, but this match can actually be a game changer for some teams that were behind them, and they can fall down some placement points in the overall, I think.
Yeah, overall are definitely going to change based on this, because this was the last set of games for these groups. Tomorrow we are going to have different groups, and that is going to be the last set of games for them as well in the group stages. But for now, let's have a look at the MVP for this game and see who got the most kills for the winning team, and it is going to be PYRO Treves with 6 kills, 636
PYRO Tracy MVP, guys.
Like .29-minute survival time and 6 kilometer distance traveled.
I mean, it's a good number, to be honest. The kill amount and the damage amount, it's a good combination. He had 6 kills for his he had a big role in that, no doubt. See, once these things happen, these kind of stuff
ड्राइभ गरेछु भनेको गेट इन भएछ रे तर पुपु हैन बुला त्यतिखेर हिल गरेर निस्किनु पर्ने के तिमी
got 1v1v
हुन त अब त्यतिखेर अफ कोर्स अर्कै
मेन्टालिटी हुन्छ in the same map of Vikendi. Right now they knew what their mistakes were, they knew how to capitalize on them, they knew how to show that firepower, and PYRO did it incredibly. PYRO Treves did it insanely, to be honest.
Yeah, and you have to figure out your mistakes right now, because afterwards you will be moving on towards the semi-final stages where things are just gonna get tough, because yeah, the scoreboard is gonna be reset, but the teams are gonna play on to move towards the finals, and in the finals it's gonna be even more tough, because that is where you have to win those chicken dinners. That is where you need to be getting those kills consistently. You need to be consistent with your finishing position, because from there you will move on to the Pro League.
Yeah, and Pro League, see, the road to Pro League is kind of a tough one, because each and every team out here is the best of the best of the best, and we'll have to see which team actually stands out at the best tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the last day. But then today's overall standings will be right in front of you guys, because today every team had their homework, every team did all the goods and bads, and I would want to see, and TDP with just 1 point in this game, TDP got
के बुझ्न त बुझे तर मुला त्यो त्यतिखेर ड्राइभ गरेर जानु भन्दा नि गेटिङ गरेर त्यतिखेर हिल गर्न पाएको भए त
oh yeah, they had chicken dinner in the previous game.
Oh, they had two, yeah.
एक्सपेक्ट गर्नेलाई त हामीलाई हुन्छ नि त लाइक एक्सपेक्ट गरेपछि ए यस्तो गरेको भए भनेर देखिन्छ नि त ओके गाइस लुक एट
this is the second
PYRO
highest
top 6 ma
team. The first highest is RivalsX with 69 kills, and out there on second position is Nepali Ho Ni. Third is PNGaming. We talked about RivalsX right now.
Process on top.
Elementrix, they are on 5th. They started the day with 5th position. They are still on 5th.
Nepali Ho Ni A1 le चाहिँ भोलि खेल्छ अब
has climbed up the ladder with this chicken dinner. They are on 6th position right now. A1 eSports would like to come back. Right, this team is known for its comebacks, and it would like to come back when it will play its game tomorrow. But right now they are on 7th, and JyanMaara is out there on 8th position.
Yeah, all these teams just put up an amazing numbers. Team PYRO as well on the other side.
Oh, Team T2K on 10th
are gonna be on the 9th. Team T2K are gonna fall down to the 10th. Vibes 11th, Wolves Den 12th, Team Hype 13th, Rising Nepal X on the 14th, INES on the 15th, Ultimate Bang on the 16th, and the point drop is just getting bigger and bigger as we go down. So far we have seen those consistent teams. Look at this, INES Ultimate Bang even with those chicken dinners are down to the 15th and the 16th position. So getting those chicken dinners in the early stages was good, but you had to be consistent with that. And A1 Esports was one of ByeBye on the 20th, SBA on the 21st. Moving on to the next 8, we have Deadeye Guys on the 17th, SOLTISQUAD on the 18th, MAG on the 19th,
SBA लाई हल्का गाह्रो छ Deadeye लाई पनि
SBA on the 21st, Damn Classy on the 22nd, KTM Rage on the 23rd,
KTM ले भोलि खेल्छ TM ले चाहिँ खेल्दैन
on the 24th. Just on the verge of making it in, and we have to see if the teams behind TM Official Are they lacking really
Then
far
Dariusले
behind?
भुलिखेछ, जाजेराले
Just
भुलिखेछ।
1 point difference with TM
Or
official
Rusle
and
1917
R3D
then
Devils
भुलिहाल्छ,
on the
7
25th, JAZEERA on the
चाहिँ
26th,
होइन?
WGxNoRules on the 27th, 1971 Gladiators on the 28th,
Red light
2019
चाहिँ out
taken by
हुनुभयो।
Team 7C, KS Sax on the 30th, Defrio on the 31st,
Actually shows, that just shows that this,
and Red Light on the 32nd.
I mean, see, Red Light had a good run in this game, but
Yeah.
then they are still on 32nd. That actually shows, that just shows that this was a late start for them. So they'll have to learn from this mistake, that that a late start is gonna obviously cost them their position. But
Yeah.
right now they are just 3 or 4 points behind from 31st team. I mean, if they have their matches tomorrow, they would like to capitalize on that thing. They would like to move up the ladder as much as they can. And TM, that started at 31st, is on 24th right now. They climbed up the ladder to a bit of a safe spot, is one thing.
But for them, the only thing that can make them qualify is if the teams below them have a horrible day and bomb really hard, finishing with 0 kills, and all of them just end in a bad standing. That's the only thing that can save TM and make them move on to the semi-finals. But let's have a look at the top 5 overall players, best players for this game, and see who landed where. We have TDP on top, overall players. TDP on top with 26 kills to his name. Oh, okay. On top has been like he just lit the map on fire on Miramar. Once again with 5,551 damage and 5 headshots. A lot of 5s in there. On the second position, we have Demon from TX with 24 kills, 4,752 damage and 7 headshots. Then we have Rivals Trigger with 22 kills, 3,112 damage and 5 headshots. Rivals Noob with 19 kills, 4,056 damage and 4 headshots. And Lakhe OP with 19 kills, 33 damage and 4 headshots to his name as well. On top, once again, the man is a god with the high ground. Like, he knows how to spot, and he's pretty accurate.
He is incredible when it comes to high ground spotting, like Miramar.
Yeah.
I mean, Miramar.
Tarif.
Yesterday also on top, went on top, but then no doubt that was not his game. But right now, he knew wherever their players are, he was trying to just go for trial and error, trying to spray through that, and if the shot connects, through the smoke also, if the shot connects, he was like, okay, there is a smoke. There may be a person, maybe. So why don't I just spray? That gamble actually worked. He sprayed on the through the smoke, and it hit a person. He just knew where to keep his crosshair after that, and he just did it. That spray worked. He got 1 kill, and the next time he got another kill, and that was a really good strategy.
And we have seen this as well, because usually last time I remember seeing this was when there was a tree. Another player was like quite far off to the right side of the tree, and there was a smoke in front of him. So the player shooting the other guy was. So the player shooting was like focused on the bottom right edge of the tree, just because that is where people are most likely to hide. They will try and peek you, they will try and find a way to have the advantage in a fight when the smoke dissipates, but that is the most common hiding spot. And sometimes you just try that, you go for that blind spot on the usual spot where people like to stand and just see if it works.
Yeah, if it works, it works. But meanwhile, we've talked about TDP. Let's go and talk about Rivals and Nepali Ho Ni, the team that will come back tomorrow for contesting. And let's talk about their hit-to-hits, because these two teams are looking really good. 69 kills, that is good. 64 kills for Nepali Ho Ni, that is also really good. And out here, 12189 is the total damage, and 11110 is the damage of Nepali Ho Ni. I mean, both the teams have 10,000 plus damage, so that means that is their domination. Just 5 kills behind is Nepali Ho Ni from Rivals X, and 300. Look at the distance covered. The distance between both teams, it's like 100 kilometers of distance. Is like that's a lot.
Yeah, that is definitely a lot. But here's the thing that differentiates these two teams as well. Rivals X have played all their games. Nepali Ho Ni still have 4 to go. So with 4 games more to go, Nepali Ho Ni, will they step up big tomorrow? That is one question that only they can answer. But talking about headshots, look at this, 14 headshots from their side.
On top side.
That is incredible. Rival X, once again, they started out slow, if you remember. As the tournament started, started out quite slow, but have stepped up big during these later stages and have been putting up amazing performances so far.
Yeah, and that amazing performance actually shows. Rivals Noob and Rivals Divine, these two players, commendable job by them. Like, Really, if see, to be honest, if I'll say there are a few players that you can see: TDP Utsaharka, TDP on top, Elementrix and Shagar, rivals Snoop, rivals Divine, Hype Gurkha. If you guys want 7 CROs, if you guys want to come the viewers, the lovely viewers that are watching, if you want to come into competitive, you can follow their gameplay, you can follow their strategies. Like, you're watching this stream, and after the stream ends, see, you guys are gonna go home, gonna go and play the game, and you'll be like, oh, I saw this in Miramar today. A player named as On Top went on top, and he just sprayed out there, and he got some kills. Maybe I should try it. Maybe that thing works. And this is the beauty of the game. You learn a new skill each and every day. That's one of the things that I actually like this game.
Yeah, and watching the professionals, you learn a lot of things from them. As you said, watching On Top is gonna, like, learning his play style is gonna help you dominate on Miramar. Learning from Shagar is gonna help you land those amazing sniper shot. Aruz is play style is gonna help you survive. And we will have more amazing teams tomorrow, but today this was it. We'll be back tomorrow with some amazing action. And until then, take care. Bye-bye.
Jeez. अँध्यारो त्यो हिउँसिउँ परेको थियो त्यही भएर अँध्यारो भयो क्या कता गयो यो लास्टको जोन हेरेर
They need this one to make.
Oh, यहाँ चाहिँ कस्तो रस गरेको यो
the top 24, and can they actually make it happen? Insane is going to go down. PYRO Trev is going to take down Rajak, but the car is going to be blown up, and that could be a Kamaz Ahmed if he can get the kills. Matt G being eliminated on the other side. TM, you have to be careful about the side of PYRO. You still have 2 players knocked down. Dominator, you need to fight around the smoke, man, but on the other side, PYRO is going to stand horrible.
Right now we're on 3 with that M762 barrel, but then Emma's players from PYRO. Chiku has been taken down by Smokin. These 4 players are ready because it's Smokin will be taken down and he will be finished, but then Yama ES needs to spot him because Myth and Yama, they would like to move forward, and the match ends because, oh my god,
Blaze only and Travis le gaadi padgaideko
this one because I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, none of us expected the game to be
Travis le
over
gaadi
that
padgaideko
fast.
त्यही भएर र थ्याङ्क यू गाइज आजको लागि यति नै आडियोस सायोनारा कडा गेम प्ले अब भोलि हेरौँ के हुन्छ हैन भोलि त लास्ट डे सकेसम्म टप 24 मा सबै नेपाली हो के रे यति भन्दै आडियोस सायोनारा